हाथ बांध छोटे हाथ बांध सुनो एहतराम से गाने मेरे नाम के मुरीद तेरे पसंदीदा रैपर मेरे काम के मुरीद हाथ बांध वरना बोलेगी फिर 9 मिलीमीटर हाथ बांध छोटे हाथ बांध आए तेरे शहर तो लगा दे वहाँ 4 चांद बात मान मेरी बात मान हला होली नहीं होए देंगे तेरी गान फाड़ जिन्हें चर्च पिला दी वो सारे हाई के मुरीद जिन्हें वर्ष दिया वो सारे लिखाई के मुरीद लेकिन भाई वाले तेरे थोड़े आउट ऑफ द लीग आउट ऑफ द वे जाते हैं कभी आओ तो कराची फ्लो सो सिक में जो टी2 टोन बोल हाइप खाएगा ना मुंह तो खोल इधर सोल्ड आउट शो बेटा 10,000 लोग अभी आई एम द शिट अभी गर्मी नहीं ब्रो गलत तेरी मालूमात करे तेरा बंदोबस्त बेंच जाती फटोफट pull up and we fuck it up pull up and we fuck it up कराची मेरा मैं आ रहा सिटी shutting down लाहौर back in कराची बलोच बनाए जोड़े smoking up in जोहर 3 AM 4 AM कलम तोड़ any fucking day मेरे भाई वाले बैठे कनाडा hustle and digits and edit up शहर मेरा जंगल है gang पूरा animals we can bake मेरे boys करें edibles bitch made motherfuckers acting like many men असल में ये minions देखे resilience बाउंस बैक करें हम स्लैश करें मान के नहीं लाए अपनी हाइप कैश करें तुम्हें रॉन्ग वे छोटे हम तो राइट पैर करे पे अप मदरफकर हम पाइप बने तेरे नट टाइट करें जैसे उस्ताद मुझे सीख के सिखाएंगे ये गुस्ताख नो कीज मैंने वेव किए पुश स्टार्ट बात सुन हाथ बांध छोटे हाथ बांध सुनो एहतराम से गाने मेरे नाम के मुरीद तेरे पसंदीदा रैपर मेरे काम के मुरीद हाथ बांध पड़े फायर तो सुनाई देगी चीख हाथ बांध छोटे हाथ बांध आए तेरे शहर तो लगा दे वहाँ 4 चांद बात मान मेरी बात मान हलाउडी नहीं होए देंगे तेरी गांड फाड़ खारदार निपट लेते तुझे बारों बार गुनाहगार सदा करो बार खून खार तो तुम बनो तो चलते औरों के लनों पर बड़े क्या घरों में तुम्हारे बोलो ना भड़वो अब रुको मत सजे और खपे हिप हॉप पे खपे इनको बोरी में भर के हम डब्बों में रखते हैं चीनी मुर्गी के अंडे हैं जो करे गांडू फेस पेट मलते हैं दौलत है शौहरत है इज्जत है चूतिया लेसर नोन सिर्फ मुझसे जलते हैं पब्लिक को खबर है चूतिया बनती नहीं इनकी चूतिया पंथी चलती नहीं इनके करियर भी खाए तफसील से मैंने मुझे भी जल्दी नहीं हाथ बांध छोटे हाथ बांध सुनो एहतराम से गाने मेरे नाम के मुरीद तेरे पसंदीदा रैपर मेरे काम के मुरीद हाथ बांध वरना बोलेगी फिर 9 मिलीमीटर हाथ बांध छोटे हाथ बांध आए तेरे शहर तो लगा दे वहाँ 4 चांद बात मान मेरी बात मान हला होली नहीं होए देंगे तेरी गांड फाड़
On time, baby.
मेरे काम के मुरीद हाथ बांध वरना बोलेगी फिर 9 मिलीमीटर हाथ बांध छोटे हाथ बांध आए तेरे शहर तो लगा दे वहाँ 4 चांद बात मान मेरी बात मान हला होली नहीं
Hey, we gonna do some watch party. Welcome back to another day stream. तेरा भाई जल्दी उठ गया तो सोचा watch party कर लूं, हैं? Anyways, we gotta give some professional क्या बोलते हैं उसको? राय इंग्लिश में जो भी है हाँ भाई कैसे हो वेलकम बैक आनल आ गया हाय साकिब हाय मुनीराज कैसा है पाइथन हाय निशांत हाय जोकर हाय आर्यन हाय अभिषेक फाइनली दिमाग आया है जी स्ट्रीम बाद में देख ले पहले लाइक तो कर दे लव यू जिट्स यार हाय अर्षित हाय जेनेत लव यू यार हाय साहिल हाय हेलो एडवाइस इनपुट भी बोल सकते हैं बराबर रेजर का नया अप्रैल फूल वीडियो देख मस्त है यार अंकुर मेरे को भी बनाना चाहिए था यार थोड़ा फार्मिंग हो जाती क्या बोलते हो हैं एक तो वेलोसिटी वाले इंस्टा पे देखा सब बताओ क्या बोल रहे हैं एक पल के लिए लगा गोटे मुंह में आ गए ओए स्टार्ट हो गया मैच चलो लेट्स गो बेबीज
RRQ is being very smart about this. Yes, they saw the jet coming in on debt, but Zafiro saying, I haven't seen any extra util, so let's not rotate just yet. The utility's still standing by on C with Astra and Killjoy.
Yeah, just gonna be setting out a smoke and actually lobbing a nanoswarm in there. But in the meantime,
तुम्हें भी आवाज नहीं आ रही गेम की सिर्फ कमेंट्री की आवाज आ रही है
Yeah, go ahead, come on in, boys.
और मेरे को साउंड बताओ साउंड ठीक है
To come across, smoke out into heaven, just in case there's any fast rotators, and of course that will go ahead and block off Zephyro for the time being as the rest of ZETA get themselves into the side. 10 now, playing that long lurk up into mid, manages to make first contact, finds EJ.
Oh, this is so good. 10 playing so smart because not only does he get the kill, but now they have to worry about where he might still be, and eventually be able to strike from behind. Now, he did have to go all the way through Garage, so this is a bit of a timing problem.
That it is. Oh, some whiffs though from Dev.
Valorant underscore specific.
Pro sets up for the kill. Just managed to find one, but then gets traded back.
Oh, yeah, full screen your
10. Suddenly 2 players left, both playing out of short. Zephyro gets the first
one.
And they can't quite line up the classic shots.
क्या? Valorant underscore specific.
In the pistol, but it's going to be RRQ taking away the round win.
Oh, 10 not getting the kill onto Flip's
shot track as well. Towards that Hunter's Fury. You can already hear the pop-ups coming through here. The players very much amped up. That's a good start. Let's see though how cleanly they can take away this anti-eco round. Dep going for the rush. Stun out. Flipshider does get slowed up. The headshot comes across. He's going to try to recover the weapon. And EJ's just a little bit too late to get the punish.
Yeah, the
Wait,
most
Phantom
important
है क्या
thing now
उनके
is
पास?
just not to overcommit here. Has to wait for Zafiro to come by. So now they're 2-2, but this means that they could have pushed out from either C or A. So they have to push through the site on B.
Timing,
Double
baby.
face there out of the C link. They do manage to take down Dep. That is going to be the one weapon recovered. Now stranded on the site. After Shock goes forward, try to buy some extra time. Nanoswarm to try to flush them out of that corner. As Pharaoh managing to find one. Pharaoh answers back. Stick onto the spike. Flash comes in. Elmi Moore with a great headshot. Lines it up. Shock dart. It'll tag him low, but it's not going to be able to find the kill. They try to spam him down, and it's not going to happen. So in the end, two weapons left on the ground are pick up the anti-eco.
Yeah, and I was wondering if they'll remember that Phantom dropped by Zafiro.
Oh, yaar.
Well, so, you know, all in all, it's not bad, right?
अच्छा नाम 10 है मुझे लगा 10s गया भाई.
Become the meta since last year, and they're able to still retain that along with two Spectres. Now, if we look at
और फाड़ भाई सोम भाई कितना भाई.
RRQ, they were somewhat ready for this. They were ready to
भाई
let me
स्पा
go.
ना हूँ मजा आ रहा है. हाँ जी.
By the stun, not able
उठ
to
गया
come
लवली
away in
उठ गया
time,
यार.
but EJ's
Emlo
confidence
Ariruda,
overcommit, and they
he's-
still have a 4-man retake.
It's like a fun tidbit here, William.
Sure, I'm always down for fun.
कैम ऊपर ले. थोड़ा ऊपर लो कैम.
We haven't seen Zeta play Haven obviously this year.
Yes.
The last time that we saw them play
थोड़ा कैम ऊपर.
in a VCT event, I should say, was at Champions
इधर ठीक है.
versus Boom Esports.
Oh!
And it was an 11-13 loss.
Oh, you are right.
So the core of RRQ with Zafiro, then known as Tebotol, as well as Flipshider, were able to take down Zeta on this very map. Let's see if they can do it again.
Yeah, see if they can channel that energy once again. And I think that just goes to show, I mean, listen, the IGLing, right, and the setups, that's okay on RRQ. They're in a decent place with that, but now it comes down to
KJ
communication.
का
and
full
not
setup
overheating, not
सी,
overcommitting
Astra
when they
VC
start to get
ठीक
into
है.
these scrappy skirmishes.
One of the things that their coach Ewok was saying after last week's
लग
match
रहा
is
है.
that they're still
Late
not
भी लर्क
quite where
करेगा
they want
KJ.
to be,
लग
but
रहा है.
everyone's giving it their all. And obviously one of the biggest hurdles has been working on
ओए
everyone calming in English.
ओए.
Because of the roster setup the way that it is, that is a necessity.
KJ
So
रुक
we've
जा.
been working through it.
ओए टाइमिंग पकड़ी.
We saw good improvements.
ओ बी वाली टाइमिंग
already
पकड़ी.
in that first set.
Oh, absolutely.
ओ भाई KJ का लर्क.
Already made it through B site. If he can get flip straight here this time,
अब
he
बोला
does
था
with that
मैंने.
goal this time, and it's a site that should be able to get taken over pretty easily.
Zafiro still into the back,
Oh.
managing to find a second kill. Does get spotted, does get cleared, but right as Dep's attention gets turned over to the Sova, you see the
What?
swing out from EJ,
What?
finds that kill. Does get answered for, but now this leaves Laz in a 1v2. Time running low, the dropouts, he hears it, but there's a Bucky in the hands of Elmimore, and that is going to be one hell of an upgrade if I've ever seen one.
Wow. I mean, listen, you have the Bucky. The best you can do is jump down, at least play bait for your teammate who has a little bit more range on that Spectre. But if you're able to get the kill and get these upgrades,
Watch party
you
वाला
win the
ऊपर कर
bonus
दे.
as
क्यों?
well. And the biggest thing is,
एक ही तो बात है.
we saw that smoke coming out of
देखा मैंने बोला था ना, timing पकड़ी
We
उसने.
started to
पर
see a lot more often from
दो
both
kills थे
attackers
at least
and
उसके
defenders.
जगह.
That actually still helps
Oh,
you open up
यार.
some of these angles. It allowed Zafiro to stay up for so long, just simply not giving up the site.
Yeah. And when the enemy team is smiling, that's never a good sign. So we'll see.
किल फीड नहीं दिखेगा बराबर. किल फीड नहीं दिखेगा यार. समझा करो.
Some
ऊपर
damage,
नीचे
they
से.
are somewhat committing into the round, not too much though, but Dep going to be down to 1100.
And the same smoke set up just so Zafiro can stay alive near A main. He's got support from Heaven as well.
He's taken out. Good opening kill. 10 going to be able to answer one back before getting it. Also eliminated here by Flipshider. Finds himself with two, just looking to anchor the site. Will find a third for his trouble.
भाई क्या ट्रेड चलती है इनकी.
Dealt here from the side of Zeta.
ट्रेडिंग देखते हो कैसे होती है.
Covered. Pro with the ult. Does he decide to commit it into this one?
ओए.
The window of opportunity definitely narrowing, and with the steady of the spray, two
Bro.
will find the final blow. So good damage.
तीनों round. In fact, चारों round.
This 4-0
क्या retake कर रहा है. Sight मिलने के बाद.
Yeah,
Very
you're on the
realistic.
attacking side on Haven, and on top of that, I mean, sure you did some damage, but the members who stayed alive keep their guns, and their economy was just fine on RRQ. So
किसका
they'll
support
still
कर
be
रहा
able
है?
to keep up in terms of buys and firepower.
जो
And again, they don't have an
हारेगी.
answer for this Astra smoke.
वो automatically होता है
I mean, this
ना.
time
जोन
they
सी
tried
टीम
to
हारती है
force,
उसके
they were
लिए
on a weaker buy, but still some other utility to
Support
help clear
जाता
out
है.
both
समझ रहे
sides
हो?
of that smoke will be very crucial for Zeta if they want to continue attacking.
अरे ड्रैग क्या हाल है.
Here is the big round for me.
हुए?
Because this is what we were seeing RRQ find some steady starts versus Gen G, and then that's when things started to slip away. And already EJ going to be taken down. Nemesis will find the first blood in the round. Flash goes out. Flipshider, however, still going to be tagged. And I mean, how can you get
गया ये तो गया बेटे ये
Go
गया.
ahead and they'll flush him into the open. He still manages to find one.
That's the best he could have hoped for. I mean, you were so stuck. You draw out some extra utility and you trade for a kill. That does not feel bad if you're in Flip's position.
Certainly not. can see they're watching around the back. Lads, as well as Crow, both taking note that this flank could be coming through, so it's a good read.
ZeFaro just simply has to stay here. He even has a Hunter's Fury, and they have all these utilities set up in garage and B site. So RRQ, their backs are somewhat covered. There's nowhere else for Zeta to go.
They know exactly where
Bro, sandwich हो रखे हैं वो, लेकिन 4v3 है. अब मुझे लग रहा है ये Zeta पे round जाना चाहिए.
And then the Hunter's Fury, even if you're just playing time, I mean, listen, if it gets you the round win, that's what I want to see coming in from ZeFaro here.
दो ult है यार.
I mean, Zeta has to realize that the onus is on them to make a move. They have no reason on the side of RRQ to do anything until they enter into the site. The is perfect, catches them, and this round is now slipped away from them.
Yep.
A monstrous start, having that 2-1 trade up.
Bro,
and now it's just Crow left.
4v3 था, 1v3 हो गया.
I mean, you definitely go and fight for this, right? You still have some members who can buy for each other on the side of RRQ. You got to take this weapon away. You want to.
Finds one, but he's not ready for 2GE to be, behind him. And RRQ will find that fifth.
RRQ just better, yeah.
Hurdle. They stick the landing. Zeta again now going to be pushed back.
आज full ofa होना चाहिए.
Yeah, I mean that's the XQQ call and a timeout.
Yeah, you absolutely need to. I think what we're seeing here is, right, you tried to go for ace a couple times in a row. It doesn't work out, even if you're trying to go for, kind of a semi-buy or kind of a force in the middle of the first half. And then you say, okay, well, let's pull out one of our playbooks from C. Listen, RRQ simply playing default at the start of every round. They haven't had to change it at all. The intel's all there for them. Zeta needs to counter that with their own utility. They need to trade utility instead of just saving it up for one strike at any time.
Yeah, it feels like as soon as Depp had gotten taken out, the wheels came off the bus.
कैसे हो चैतन्य? All good. Hello वानी जी. भाई Zeta बिल्कुल आपके जैसे खेल रही है. Excuse me, Immortal 2 बनने वाला हूँ मैं just से. आयुष गेमिंग shout out. आज की prediction बताओ. RRQ just looking better. Maybe this is the map where the Zeta are warming up. Maybe. Because अगर as an attacker side, if you are 5-0 down in heaven, then they are not feeling it. मजाक से हट के. Heaven is an attacker side map, guys. Just saying. RRQ cooking them. Lol, dude. Which Discord? Oh, मैं Discord पे नहीं रोबो. तू आ रहा है? आ जा. मेरे Discord आ जा.
I think what you have to tell them if you're coaching right now is stop trying to go for these rushes, right? We've already lost 5 rounds. Don't try to just gamble on every round coming forward. Let's play for their defaults, even on this eco, right? Try to fish out how RRQ's setting up, because right now they don't have any intel on where Killjoy's utility has usually been set up.
Blades come out. Start pushing
Blade kills are always so chuma देखने में.
Take the fight. Vandal at the ready. One knife going to be used just to clear out the alarm bot. Up over the top he goes. He's looking for it.
Nice. Deb boy, love the movement, buddy.
Eliminated for the rest of the round.
Oh, वहीं रहे.
Rolling Thunder crashes across. They send an answering one back over towards the defending spawn area. Does keep them at bay and allows the plant to come in safely.
10 has lockdown. I mean, I think you committed, absolutely.
But now they need to protect it. Not sure they're going to be able to. 10 with a nice shot. Will go ahead, take down Zephyro, but Flipshider does find him in the back end. Push around the corner. EJ gets another. Sprays through. The lockdown is destroyed. And it's a triple ult commitment.
Yeah, listen, I get what 10 was thinking, right?
3 बंदे साइट पे चुम्मियां दे रहे हैं एक दूसरे को. 3 बंदे डिफॉल्ट साइट में चुम्मियां दे रहे हैं.
Is teams don't wait for their retake, right? They start striking as soon as that spike starts to go down when you don't have an extra member to fight. And so maybe using that lockdown just to get the plant safer and get some positions might have been a safer bet. I mean, sure, they go in while losing one member already, so it was a hard round, but now it's got to feel bad if you've committed all these ultimates just to try to eke out one single round.
Yeah.
Oh, देखो भाई लैस भाई को हग लो यार.
You have to suspect that going for that push, trying to get into the site, swarm it, and take down that lockdown would have been a lot more difficult if they had some smokes.
बैंकर इसको देख इसको तो परवाह ही नहीं है.
Looking to change the pace, knowing that Zeta is back on a buy round, so they get EJ right up here into window.
This is so good from RRQ, right? Just simply doing this.
भाई देख रहे हो कितना फील कर रहे हैं उनकी जेट तो.
Now let's Zeta know that they can't sit idly by at the start of every round. And also, like you mentioned, it's on a full buy round from Zeta, so even if you lose a member, you're not giving up a free weapon upgrade to the other side. A very good play, and most importantly, EJ, once again, does not overcommit. He pulls back right away, just gets some info.
Okay, Depp in this forward position. Would have heard the double swing out. It's just the shotgun valve goes for the peak. Will be able to find one.
ZETA, I would love to see, I would love to see them try to fish for info on other sides of the map right
Nah,
now.
oh, short.
Okay, good stability found there from 10. Pro now going to be eliminated though. Zephyro able to find him.
Oh man, ZETA, they get one step forward and then Zephyro just finds the spike out of all agents that he takes out. So now they have some good information. He doesn't get hit by it.
He doesn't get hit by it, and he still manages to take down Depp, and considering that he
Mar
has
gaya,
24
bhai.
HP. Finding that kill, putting Sugar Zero down to 10. A damn good effort from him. Two players on the side of ZETA, not even half an HP bar between them. It's just Laz, who still is untouched in the round.
Now Flips has.
अगर ये हारे 2v3,
right? You still got the aftershock, the fault line.
What?
The flash, and he gets a kill.
This
The
is slipping out of their fingers. The stun comes across. He tries to send the shock dart, but it's up over the top from EJ. But the knives going to whip. They trade back some damage, but EJ wins out the fight. Sugar Zero now trying to watch spots his head, but it's his head that gets taken off. And RRQ will continue this reign of terror in the game. 7 rounds consecutively now as ZETA, the timeouts not working a treat.
No.
6-1 Vishesh kar.
Yes, they changed up how they want to look at the early parts of each
Okay,
round, but
yeah.
it hasn't led to a victory. And again, I mean, RRQ, this is the style that they've wanted to show off so many times, but sometimes they would have 1 or 2 members panic and then things would fall apart. But today, even in this retake, sure the enemies are low, but it's 2v3. And Flips, he just waits, right? He clears one by one. He clears.
भाई शक्ल देख कैसी बना रहा है? Fucking easy, bro.
EJ even uses the knives just
कहाँ से आ
to
गए?
make sure he strikes right when the stun hits.
भाई
It's very,
साहब,
very
super
good stuff
power,
coming out from RRQ.
super confidence. ओ यार क्या कर रहे हो यार ZETA भाई?
I mean, the two vets here on the side of RRQ, very much looking in sync.
अब बुरा लग रहा है ZETA के लिए अब.
Gen G was very much the Zephyro show. He was the one who was trying to like really lead the charge. We saw that Flipside was kind of hovering around.
ओए Fnatic setup खेल रहे हैं.
They're both looking damn clean.
And let's be honest, I mean, this early in
Fnatic setup खेल रहे थे वो.
kind of a do or die match for both, right?
इनका coach मैं हूँ.
They already have 1 loss each, but also in terms of they
Hello
haven't,
Naman,
neither
क्या
of
हाल है?
them have really
Easy as
proven
fuck.
their true potential yet. We've always just talked kind of blindly
प्रत्युष
about
रात को
what
VLT का
possible
मैच है,
rosters,
भूलो मत.
And either team winning this handily today would mean a lot for both sides.
Yeah. Another thing that, you know, it kind of weighed into my prediction a little bit was that ZETA had more time. They played on the opening day. Whereas RRQ, we didn't get to see them all the way until Monday. So they had those extra 2 days to start prepping. It's not like they didn't know who their opponent was going to be.
क्या?
Oh.
What?
Perfectly ready for
क्या?
this. Nothing to escort that swing from Depp.
भाई कितनी छोटी-छोटी मिस्टेक कर रहे हैं. Smoke का वेट कर रहे हैं.
Scoops up the free kill.
A shot check नहीं करा. A shot पे चलो है बंदा आया.
Lockdown, right? They even have the Cosmic Divide. RRQ is in no rush for this retake. They're just going to group up. And ZETA knows this. They know they have to push out.
Yeah, Paranoia on one side, but they've got the crossfire set up, and there's just nothing to be found but death and destruction. Sugar Zero will find 2 for his trouble on the back end. But RRQ flush out the site. They break the economy time and time again, and they are on a warpath. 8-0.
बच्चों वाली हरकत कर रहे हैं.
Most one side.
लाइक करो हाँ.
This is going to be a coin flip. Clearly, the coin flip was rigged.
फुल फॉर्म क्या है?
RRQ क्या?
Got heads on both sides.
हाँ.
अभी बताते हैं. Chat बताना क्या है?
For the lockdown, but the lockdown was actually crept even
RRQ
further
का full
back,
form
so
क्या है,
both
chat?
sides trying to stay one
जल्दी
step
बताओ.
ahead of each other. At the end of the day, it's RRQ.
शायद
They put the lockdown further behind, but they're also prepped at a double angle to catch whoever's
शायद
just to be great.
जल्दी लिखो यार.
Absolutely excellent.
Rex Regum
I
Cube
mean, now
ऐसा
that you're in
कुछ है.
this
तो
ऐसा
आधे
कुछ
घंटे से मैच देख रहा था
You
फुल
want to
फॉर्म.
stop
ऐसा
winning,
कुछ है.
but you're in such
ऐसा
a
कुछ है.
catch-22 scenario
Rex
where
Regum
unless RRQ
Q
call timeout,
on ऐसा
you
कुछ
really
है.
don't want to burn that second one. You want to be able to
भाई
hold it into
क्या
the
खेल
second
रही
half.
है?
But given the
अरे
pace
कुछ
that
नहीं भाई
he's
छोटी-छोटी
looking
मिस्टेक
at
कर रहे हैं. भाई ये तो
potentially
MM खेल रहा है ऐसा लग रहा है
best
भाई.
At best.
if you
ZETA
or
वाले.
after you get into the
जेटा
buy
वाले
round
टेस्टिंग
through.
कर रहे हैं सही.
ए भाई.
नया.
ओ भाई वो जेट को देख भाई.
Position.
वो हेवन स्मोक नहीं हुआ पीक ले रहा है.
That double timeout in the
सर
first
पे
half.
काया.
Sure.
And to my recollection, it's
पीछे
only
क्या?
really ever worked once. And
Yeah.
that
आगे
was
ले गया, आगे.
DRX versus
Round
100
nine,
Thieves of
no,
Champs.
nine.
I believe so, and even
8-0.
DRX has tried it other times as well, and it hasn't worked
हाँ,
out. So,
8-0.
I mean, obviously,
103,
ZETA,
102.
XQQ trying to opt on the
हाँ.
side of caution just to keep that extra
Equal
time
round है, कोई
out.
नहीं.
And again, I mean, ZETA, right? They're on an eco. They just wait to see if
तीन
anyone gives them
map
a free
जाएगा?
upgrade, and RRQ says,
मेरे को
not
नहीं लगता.
today. We're not overcommitting. We're not making mistakes, right? We're not making these
मतलब
unforced
जेटा
errors
हारेगी ये
here.
कह रहे थे.
Okay, darts get cleared on either side. Widely surrounding the site for now.
Bye.
Rolling Thunder goes across, but no one's pushing off the back
ठीक
of
है
it.
भाई.
ये देखो भाई. ये देखो भाई.
जेटा अकेला मारेगा.
Oh, he's
Looking
a
through sewer.
menace.
ये देखो भाई.
He's running. Now creeps his way into the corner. And almost gets the timing there on 10. He just managed to tuck away for a brief little second. 10 will find a kill.
Hey Bhagwan.
The rest of the team gets flushed out. And there's the 9-0.
I mean, firepower.
अबे इको की बात नहीं है यार, ये बस इन्होंने सारे राउंड लॉन्ग कंट्रोल लिया है, शॉर्ट में बंदे को रहने दिया कि तू मार, तू बाद में मारा नहीं।
RRQ. I mean, their comms
अरे पर उसने तो
something
कुछ किया ही
happened,
नहीं,
right?
एक
This
को ही
is
मारा।
so much cleaner today.
अरे तो फिर भी
That English grind on Duolingo.
ये देख भाई,
ये लोग ने पीछे बैक पूरा
भाई फुल MD4 है भाई, कुछ भी बोलो। अंडा अंडा अंडा
Fun activation. The
आवाज है।
Duolingo Valorant pack teach you all the call outs
All the
in various
call-outs?
languages.
Yeah, actually, that was.
यार 9-3 कर दो ZETA वाले,
Great
क्या
ideas for you
कर रहे
again,
हो?
Riot.
Well, I mean, ZETA, you gotta win these last few rounds, and even then, it's
Oh,
looking so tough here on the first set, which was their pick.
And one of the biggest differences that we're seeing here is that Depp is not having nearly enough impact.
No.
If you look back to him versus DRX, first map, 4-2 and first
What
kills
the
first
fuck?
maps. As Hunter's Fury, okay, last shot gonna go wide. Crow does get tagged low. A little bit of punish damage there, but Depp just can't find the kill.
Yeah, even here, you were just mentioning it as well, and I
यार
think that's
इससे
a good
अच्छा
point to
जेट
make.
तो
Sure,
हमारा
we've been
फाटू
talking
खेलता
क्या
about
ले
है।
अबे?
good reasons,
हाँ
maybe
बे,
here,
Immortal
here,
2
here,
जाने
but
वाला हूँ।
Yeah, Depp, we just haven't
अरे ये
seen
मारा
Depp win one of
वो
these
मार के
important
क्यों नहीं आया?
first
तू
duels,
होता तो
right?
मारता
Yeah,
उसको।
going
हाँ,
down
घुस
so
के,
often
घुस
to a
के।
pick
हाँ।
on the entry, he tries to shoulder peek, he gets picked off by flips.
वो देखिए
Loses
छोड़
time
दिया
and
भाई, वो
time
फुल
again.
एयर अटैक पे खेल
Right
रहे हैं भाई,
now,
देख रहे हैं
I
तू उनका
hate saying
कॉन्फिडेंस देख
that,
रहा है
but right, you're running a single duelist
कि तुम
comp
जाओ,
here
ये जाओ,
on
ये
Haven,
जाओ,
which
तुम्हारे
relies
लिए
on
है,
you
हमने
entering and
को है।
भाई
disrupting the
शुक्र है
site.
भाई,
You have to stay alive and make some
भाई
impact.
इस बार हिल शॉट
I mean,
ड्रोन
it
करा
wasn't even like
और
it
कोई
was
है ही
one-
नहीं यहाँ पे।
One map affair for Depp.
No,
Because
no.
it was a 4-2 scoreline at the end of the first one. You go
Jet
into
कर
game
क्या रही है
versus
भाई?
DRX in their second map, was
डैश
5-2.
किया।
Yeah.
So he was finding fantastic impact, basically out-dueling Foxy Knight at the start of these rounds. But we're not seeing that right now. As everybody just getting pinged down, EJ dropping in over the top. The spray comes in. Crow gonna be able to find two, however, but does quickly get traded back. Now traded up. CJ finds another. Sugar Zero, not sure which way
ऐसा मैच
to
देखने
look.
भी मजा नहीं आ रहा, पता
Quickly
है?
and utterly confused as Ken
Oh!
desperately tries to defend
Oi!
this, and he
Oh!
clutch from 10 to close
Thank
out the round.
God!
Oh, the
9-3 पे
lockdown
बता,
bait
9-3
is
का
भाई 100 IQ वाली अल्ट मारी है उसने केजे ने,
coming alive to breathe some
100 IQ
hope
वाली अल्ट,
into a, I mean, very,
100 IQ वाली अल्ट मारी है उसने।
But what a play,
हाँ,
what
कि
a
यहाँ पे आओ
clutch.
तोड़ने।
हाँ,
That
तोड़ दे आओ।
was just scrubbed down, clean as all hell from 10.
देख ना वो
Fantastically
वैसे ही
done.
मार्क
I
कर
mean,
रहे हो।
quick flicks, the snappiness of this defense is just gorgeous.
तूने
The
आना ही
lockdown comes
पड़ेगा
in, he plays the
तोड़ने के
timing
लिए।
off that perfectly. Finds the final one. So really nice.
चैट लाइक करो यार,
But
1 के लाइक्स कर दो, 9-3 होगा। अगर 1 के लाइक्स हो गए 9-3 होगा, लिख के ले लो।
That flashy play, it unfortunately does not make things much better. Again, a 9-3 scoreline is the best that ZETA can achieve in this game. If they can get there. EJ though doesn't care about the drone, just quickly peeks the corner,
क्या
finds
भागा वो
Sugar Zero,
Jet?
rolling thunder, cuts across.
There's so
Zephyr
much
stunned for
check.
now. Zephyr
Okay.
finds it.
Yeah, I mean, he checks the
एक
right
और है
corner.
शॉट,
So many options.
तुम्हारा डैडी ये शॉट है। ओह
and
शिट,
another. Okay,
He's coming
that's
alive.
the level up we want to see.
Yeah, I mean, ZETA, that clearly
round
that
से
clutch from
confidence
10,
build
it's
हो गया
breathed some
इनका।
life into all the players. They're making the right decisions. They're a little bit snappier on their aim, and they're finally able to strike safely into a site.
How do you retake this? Oh,
बता रहा हूँ ये
Nice,
देखो,
nice.
just continues
भाई ये तन बहन कर रहा
with
है
that
ZETA
handle in
10।
hand to click heads.
Nice,
तन बदन कर रहा है
Fantastically
उनका।
done. Second round.
एम आ रहा है, एम आ रहा है। मैं बोल रहा था,
Can they get the third?
मैं बोल रहा था थोड़ा वार्म अप चाहिए उन्हें, मुझे
वार्म
लग
अप कर
रहा
रहे
है।
थे, हाँ।
I mean, just a
भाई उनके
solid
ओमन को
choice
देख ले
to
भाई।
move off of that drone timing.
भाई कौन सी ग्राफिक्स पे खेल रहा था?
Comment collected with an ice on the
ओ
end.
यार वो एकदम लो ग्राफिक्स पे खेलते हैं, उसका क्रॉसर देखा इतना बड़ा लगता है, उसमें पता है क्या होता है, सामने वाले का हेड भी थोड़ा बड़ा होता है लो ग्राफिक्स पे। और मैं यार अपना CS वाला
Right out this last round of the half.
करने वाला हूँ वैलोरेंट में बड़ी जल्दी।
It's all going to come down to execution. As EJ again looking for this aggro play down into the sewer. He's getting spotted.
Woohoo!
Great first blood to find. Punishes the jiggle.
There's
beat
no
as the
fucking
caster
smoke now.
taken out. Helmy Moore is here, and we'll quickly trade it back.
Yeah, they can't chase him down though, right? I mean, it's a bit of distance and the nano swarm as well. 10 thankfully clears out garage, so they will be able to eventually enter the site safe and sound.
A good timing. Just swings out of that garage
ओए
window.
ओए,
Catches the rotating breaches.
भाग दिया बे।
A little rough there from Laz. Ends up getting punished and allows them a way back into this. It's now 2v2.
They don't know where EJ is. That's why they're so concerned. They only know, and that's why
अरे
Zephyr
minimap
continues
देख
to
रहा था
spam.
ये।
Put him out.
Oh, 10 could just
भाई रेक्ट कर रहा है 10
back to back triple kills for 10
अभी
to
10
give
बजाएगा
them
इनका
a third round.
टाइम 3 है
भाई लगातार 3 राउंड इसी ने निकाले हैं 10 ने निकाले हैं
2-0 बोल रहे थे आप हेलो
हाँ 12-0 बोल रहे थे कोई हाँ कमबैक टाइम ऑफ कोर्स आकाश भाई इसका एम ये देखिए
भाई 15 किल पे है वो अकेले
I mean, very
उसका
nice
वो देख रहे हो तुम रेजोल्यूशन देख रहे हो बहुत अच्छी रेजोल्यूशन है वो खेलने के
very
लिए
much the 10 show. And that was another one that I wanted
करेंगे
to
पता है इस गेम के
put
बाद
under the microscope a little bit
वो
because
रेजोल्यूशन बहुत अच्छी है खेलने के लिए
really
गाइस टू बी ऑनेस्ट
struggled in that opening series versus DRX.
वो है शायद 19 to 1270 शायद ऐसे कुछ
280 by 720
तू ऐसा कब खेलेगा केजे नहीं खेलता मैं सॉरी ज्ञान चौदह पढ़ो भाई ज्ञान चौदह आप ज्ञान लोगे तो चौदेंगे हे क्यूटीज
हैप्पी नो अगर किसी का ज्ञान होगा
That's not hashtag Zeta win, it's hashtag 10 win at this point.
कोई बंदा यार चैट में हो उसका नाम ज्ञान हो पीयूष उसको क्या लगेगा ज्ञान चौदह कर रहे हो हाँ? ओ बंदा बहन चौदह स्ट्रीम छोड़ के चला जाएगा एक व्यूअर कम हो जाएगा आपकी वजह से मत करो यार ऐसा
in the second, he was consistently getting punished. And that is brutal when you want to be able to rely on that killjoy to sit back and hold a sight.
Yes.
So now we have to see how he's going to fare and if he can continue to improve those stats as we go into this second half here, swapping sides.
It's good that you mentioned
लाइक सैनेज के लाइक करो ये कम्युनिटी में हमेशा जरूरी है लाइक करो 1 के लाइक्स करो पट से
and he can adapt to those different positions. So I would love to see how he fares here on the defense. I mean, we saw it coming
ZETA का कोच कौन है राइट वाला लेफ्ट वाला
almost had the same default after the first 3 rounds. Of using that killjoy utility
लेफ्ट वाला है ना शायद क्योंकि राइट वाला एकदम चिल एज फक लग रहा था ओ भाई एज एन अटैकर
काफी राउंड है हमारे पास
एज एन अटैकर 3 राउंड निकाले हैं भाई ये मुश्किल है
Don't run into a fight. The plan is to push out, but depending on RRQ speed
अभी
here,
10
this could
मारेगा
become
जो
very bloody on
टूटेगा ना इन्हें कॉन्फिडेंस में आ गया वो
ओ यार ये डिफेंस साइड वैसे हाँ
नहीं यार ये ऐसा कुछ नहीं है लाइक दोनों साइडेड है तुम्हारे ऊपर
ओए उनका सेटअप देख 3-1-1
very aggro 5-man push.
Full push.
Dep starts creeping
W
forward.
gaming.
Stun does come across, and Dep is looking to push the issue. I don't think he realizes how many people are
my
here. He
God,
will be able to
Tamara.
find the first kill. The dart from Laz finds another, and it is just a bloodbath in C-Long.
Oh, that cloud burst does so much
Shit!
work in RQ.
Damage is in.
They're very low.
And it is. Tries to stabilize.
Nice buddy
Elmore has his work cut out for
ओए 1 HP है वो भी
1 HP, and he almost
ओह fuck what a close round
Really solid aim, especially on these pistols. That could have been scary
ZETA का
despite
ये
his
कॉल
health
है
bar left.
हम देख
But at
वैसे
the
we
end of
don't
the
have
day,
rounds to win
Zeta will be able to clean
तो
up.
हमें
And like you
घुस-घुस के
said, I mean,
मारना
Dep, I
नहीं
don't think
भाई
he
बढ़िया
should
सेटअप था
have
बढ़िया
found
कॉल
no
करी यार
strong info
एज अ
on how
डिफेंस
many
साइड
people were hiding there, so he just tries to pick off
रीड
whoever
किया
he
उन्होंने
can.
पूरा कि
The
कहां आने
utility
वाले
eventually
हैं
wore off, but it still buys enough time for the rest of Zeta to come for backup and fill the site on C.
Yeah. Maybe an accompanying recon dart while everyone's stunned. Go ahead, get those nice
मेरे को जी में गया
down to everybody.
मेरे को नहीं
Looks
पता
like people through the cloud burst. Either way, they crucially do win out the round. And RRQ not looking to play with fire, not going for any kind of force buys here where in the past we've
और
seen
फार्म कर लो यार यही करो तुम
so not the case, and I for one am happy about that.
Yeah, Sting. I mean, I love using the Stinger, but listen, especially after the price change, you do have to kind of think about it now. Whereas before, it was an obvious choice to be able to go buy it, even if you didn't get the plant at times. And I mean, B site.
Wait, nice shot.
Okay, good exit.
Nice shot.
Peeks it, and Dep will be rewarded.
Feeling it, buddy.
Elimination.
भाई हो गया इनका वार्म अप था वो
Feeling it. Come on.
Sure that RQ doesn't try anything funny. And now with the utility over on Garage, they're safe to actually stack B, right? A main, you have full control coming in from Laz.
Drifting back away, 10 looking to hold window.
Yep, no reason to overcommit to this.
Dart just going to be cleared out. Still going to challenge, but now that's going to be a spike.
What?
Okay, I was going to say in view of 10. He does get taken down by Zephyro, but it leaves Elmi Moore, the only one committing to the Sheriff.
Hey, T-Bone Sheriff.
It will just get sprayed down through the wall by Dep. So,
तो T-Bone Sheriff मार रहा है
they pick up the first 2 in the second half. see if they can convert the bonus much like RRQ did in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they only lose
10 by
one
feeling it
member,
yaar.
so in
17
theory,
मार दी.
it's doable, right? They're able to still keep this bulldog that Depp was able to use to perfection, quite frankly. Even getting this wall bang here at the end.
भाई
Wall bang
लेफ्ट
मारा.
हैंड में लगा के रखा है
हाँ.
I mean, that should...
You'll also get
तू
the
कब
fist
लगा
bump
रहा है?
eventually, Depp. If you
तेरी
just
भी
keep
एम ऐसी हो
trying.
जाएगी
नहीं यार लेफ्ट ही खेल सकता मैं सॉरी.
Doesn't net that in the end, so... Let's see, double sheriff.
खत्म भाई जीटा वाले ईगो पे ले लिया बस बे
Strider
खत्म.
looking for the fast
Oh
stun
shit.
coming across. Depp does get tagged up a bit.
ये अटैक है कौन सी टीम
Zeta, they just want to push them out here.
Doing a damn good job of it, but Depp just
भाई
pushes
जेटा
in.
बहुत
जेटा अटैक कर रही है
More rewarding
नहीं
first kill.
बहुत एग्रो ले रही है उनके कॉन्फिडेंस लो कर रही है.
Right? Because now even if you... Yeah, now you definitely want to get away. But even if you held control of A lobby there, I mean, you already lost one member. At that point, RRQ can kind of just easily say, let's rotate. So Zeta, their ideal goal was simply just to push them out so they had strong info and then try to go for a retake, at least do some strong damage
Full
on the
C
economy.
push.
But right now, all of that seems quite difficult. Ted's going to commit to this with the Sheriff, it looks like.
Like to start, get that nano swarm out, try to cut off.
एक ही बंदा आया एक ही बंदा आया.
Flash around the back.
अरे
इनका
यार.
बोनस राउंड है
It's
इनका
an
बोनस
easy
राउंड
kill for EJ to pick up. 2GE swinging on the corner as well.
कोई नहीं
Finds you more
बोनस
for
था
his
बोनस
troubles.
था.
And with Laz, the last man standing, the Bulldog recovered it in hand. We'll see if he can do any damage whatsoever.
और 10 भाई ने ट्राई करा यार रुकने. ऊपर है ऊपर बाबा.
This, no.
ओ ओ ओ.
Well, now he knows.
Yeah, now you know.
नहीं देखा उसको
Well, I mean, no reason for RRQ to risk anything either, right? I mean, if you can go with a flawless, keep all 5 rifles, you might as well. That way you have an extra
Flawless
margin
baby.
of a
Oh
round.
लोड़े का flawless.
It's a start. But this flank is coming through. Looks like Laz has a decent idea, but just doesn't have the firepower or the reaction to go ahead and try to take down Elmi Moore. So a single rifle left on the ground here for RRQ. We'll go ahead
Perfect.
and take away the bonus. Now 10 to 5. I mean, sometimes.
क्या लगता है कमबैक होने की
Sometimes it
संभावना है
I also
ये
love
अभी
सकता है,
कॉन्फिडेंस
हो
में तो
सकता
खेल
है.
रहे हैं
नहीं सही है पता है
know that
उन्होंने
Zeta can't overcommit
try
the
करा.
smoke there with all the utility that's already been used.
पूरा एक कंट्रोल लेने का.
Yeah, so their comms are just all right. Right? It just sounds like they're saying we're safe. We can't read all of it over the audio here, but RRQ, they've really kept to their own game plan, which it sounds like that's what they've been wanting to do, right? It sounds like in scrims and practice, whatever, they've had some good moments and they just cannot portray that in an official match. Today, we're starting to see what the final product might look like here for this squad of RRQ.
They should be wary that, yeah, Depp would be rotating over into this position, giving up control of long. Drone does get the check. Depp now using that last updraft.
Yeah, that's a lot used, let's be honest, right? If you're a Jet with an operator, you want to have at least some form of movement to be able to get out away, so he's going to have to keep a much safer angle from here on out, and RRQ should know that.
Yeah. I just love the way that they're keeping him guessing like this.
बहुत down हो गया ना
Still
इसका?
very much over
Turret,
towards A,
हाँ.
sat in lobby, but they continue to pressure out towards C, making sure that Zeta cannot have that early rotate. They all start creeping back in. Depp does
Nice
over here.
nice read बाबा.
Finds Flip Shatter, and that might upset the intended rotation, but seems like they're still going to commit into the A site.
Yeah, well, RRQ, the only info they have at this point is that turret watching
वो
garage, right?
उसका
So as he slowly started
Zeta
to
का
move out, it seemed like they made
Jet
the
का वो
decision,
mouse
okay, there's
देखो,
probably still
बहुत कम
people
sense
on
है
A,
उसकी.
let's try to go for that.
पूरा हाथ हिला रहा है.
Starter gets hit, so now, yeah, this is their best bet, is to wait until the 20-second mark without noise, and then you strike, and you just hope that you're able to get the first kill here.
Okay, drift up over the top, and Depp
ये
trying to
वो
get himself
stun
out of
नहीं
there.
आता
Does
ना ये
get
निकल
pitched.
जाता था पता है
Coming more from the flank. A
टाइम नहीं है
3v3, 12 seconds remaining. The spike now getting planted by Elmi Moore.
Lockdown.
Nothing to disrupt it.
Lockdown's coming online.
He does have it. He's going to pop it immediately. It's right down in the middle of the site, though. Here's the drop. Adam Kelly.
Nice.
I'm getting deja vu.
Feeling it, buddy. Zeta, let's
A
go.
little bit, but lockdown
Yeah.
committed.
6-10
Flush it.
6-10
They destroy it. They get the round of victory. So a very necessary turnaround here from the side of
Main
Zeta.
round है ये.
Operator
निकला
on
निकला
hold
बाबा
on to.
निकला.
Economy still a bit wishy-washy for them.
वो ड्रोन क्या
It's
था?
not stable just yet.
देखना
but
यहाँ पे अगर
listen,
stun
it's
नहीं
good
होता
to
ना
see
ये
that Depp's
इसको
not
मारने के
वो
बाद
स्टन कैसे हुआ अपने बंदे से?
Because what we've seen in the past
हाँ उनका ब्रीच तो मर गया था.
is whenever they buy that operator,
अपने बंदे
they're
ने.
already so
नहीं,
passive if they don't
हाँ,
get the first
इनका।
kill, and then they just have to save because they can't retake with it.
थोड़ा
So
सा
now
left
Depp
right हो गया।
understands
नहीं नहीं वो
that
ए
if
शॉट
they've got
स्मोक
someone
डालता और
operator,
लेफ्ट
he
होता
would save
तो
it.
शायद
If I do
निकलता.
get taken out, take some of these aggressive angles.
हाँ but वो stun हो गया ना तो उसने panic में वो smoke
okay.
निकाली.
Zephyro just going to be sticking with the
अच्छा ये ulti खेल रहा है
Sheriff,
अभी.
one away from the Hunter's Fury.
शायद.
Blades for Depp.
तो इसकी ऑफ नहीं उठाई?
Goes over to Laz.
अच्छा
Yeah,
इसको
well, we've
दिया.
seen this done before, and hey, I mean,
So
you
why
have
use
the Blade
करा?
Storm, you might as well make use of it. And this is because Zeta understands, this is one of the improvements they made, is they understand how they need to play their economy, but to do that, they need to win this round to keep it.
Wait!
Oh, the timing. They turn away. Crow, however, does turn back, does manage to find
But,
EJ.
Nice!
Swarm them on the B site. Despite completely and utterly.
Nice, nice. Shutting them down.
Going to try to hold on to
Jet
this
जाएगा
Vandal.
साले मेरे ult खुलवाई है मेरे को
With a
मारने
minute
दो.
and 8 seconds remaining.
चैट पे उनके चैट पे चलता है you see.
Yeah, these are the moments when
Oh my god, dinks through the
क्या
wall.
this is especially a moment where Valorant turns into a horror game here.
Yeah.
55 seconds with 32 health. Oh, I mean,
एस निकालेगा बेबी कल
I mean,
एस
if you're
कल
Zeta,
32
eventually
हो गई.
you spam this wall again at some point,
नेक्स्ट
right?
इको है. हाँ ना 10-8 हो गया.
We'll see.
I mean, there's 3 of them that could
हाँ
comfortably
इको होगा.
Yes.
go hunting here.
वो पैसे देगा ही नहीं.
But it seems like
900
ये वाला इको था ना
400.
इनका?
पागल है भाई था फोर्स करा.
भाई था वो.
and then maybe within like the last 10-15 seconds
बिल्कुल
they
Jet
know
ult
that it's
निकाल के
guaranteed
आई
win
है
that they
तो
go
शायद.
hunting, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, I mean, I
फोर्स
think
करा.
this is smart from Zeta, right?
30 seconds
Economy
left.
is okay.
ओए उनके ब्रीच का नाम ही क्रो है.
You're barely
Crow.
now finding your footing here on the defensive half. You might as well not risk it. The most I can
Alt
see is
Crow,
maybe
Crow.
Crow try spamming that wall again just because their backs are covered. But other than that, I'm probably not going to see any extra attempts. Yeah, just go for these wall bangs. And see if you can get a lucky.
एक विंडो वॉल बैंग मार दे मजा आ जाएगा.
Nothing too crazy.
एक विंडो वॉल बैंग मार दे
वो
प्लीज.
कोने में
Yeah,
कोई.
that's her. I was wondering where I was looking, but I was
अब
trying
मार
to
दे
get
यार
it
मार
Like,
दे.
I'm like, it's
कोई
watching
भी ऐसी गोली
A
चलाया
link.
थोड़ा सा.
प्लीज एक गोली मार दे
A
बस.
link, so, but it's fine.
थोड़ा
He
लेफ्ट.
will be able to hold on to the weapon at the end of it all, and Zeta are clawing this back. 3 rounds separating, so still plenty of work to be done. But they will go ahead and
Yeah,
kick
उनको भी पता है
RRQ
कि
onto an eco.
And I would love to see Depp change up positions here with the operator, right? I mean, if you keep putting it in the off
बॉल ऐसी आती होगी स्टन करो
it's not
करो.
going to be a great time because RRQ is going to have a good read. Now that
Crow,
RRQ
stun
does
Crow.
have this timeout,
करो स्टन करो.
I mean, maybe Zeta says, okay, they're on an eco anyway, let's play it safe. In some ways, maybe you even
Thrifty निकलेगा अब
stack
कल.
with the operator just to make sure it doesn't get picked off by some crazy utility
उधर
combo.
यूसी नहीं रोज
पतंगिना
चलता
बोबो
है.
मतलब
Still
क्या
go
है?
for
क्या
it.
मालूम?
You know you still
क्या?
have the better
पतंगिना
firepower.
बोबो.
Because what they did
पतंगिना
in that
बोबो?
last round to
हाँ.
get that
मुझे नहीं
clean
पता
victory
बोबो.
was the fact that they gave over the operator, you had the blade
क्या
storm,
होता है?
and you pushed
पतंगिना
through the
बोबो?
B main so quickly. And then
अरे,
seeing Garage
it is,
covered with killjoy utility, which allows for you to make the decision of they're
League और
definitely
इसमें तो
having to
चलता है,
come
Dota
B.
में
So
तो
the
काफी-
backup's so
ओ हाँ ना
the
पतंगिना
trades are
बोबो.
clean, no one
और
gets
सुना है
lost
मैंने.
actually on the side of Zeta. And it's a good round, good
अरे मैंने लीग इंस्टॉल किया बे.
Very
अब मैं
much
देख रहा था उस दिन खेल रहा था.
RRQ though, looking
फायदा
to turn
नहीं
the tides
है.
of the
CS2
fight.
के.
मिला नहीं यार
All
अकाउंट.
their
तेरे पास है?
Timeout.
हाँ क्या मेरे पास तो पहले दिन से है.
See if they can get one step closer to closing this.
तो
अस्कर
खेल
आ
क्यों नहीं
गया.
रहा?
पागल है कौन
खेल क्यों नहीं
खेलेगा.
रहा?
वैलो में इमॉर्टल 2 पहुंचने वाला.
Starting to ramp up for them, however. You wanted to see a swap
But
up.
CS
कौन
में-
बताए
Does
15
seem
साल
that
से
for
CS
now
को
is
खेल रहा हूँ. अभी
वो
तक
मजा
मुझे
नहीं है.
CS2 नहीं मिला.
Making up their minds, but he's gonna go to A.
मिला बे
Alright,
पहले
so
दिन ही
go to
मिला
A. I
मुझे.
mean, it is an eco,
अच्छा.
and we have the timeout from RRQ.
कितने बार झुका?
So that's okay, but if you're gonna keep it here, I think you
कितने
have to
बार
make
झुका तू?
sure, right, that you kind
Very
of push
realistic.
out A main and he has a clear
तू तो
safe
बोला
angle
पहली
to
बार
hold
दिन
on
नहीं
main,
मिला मुझे.
and that way you have kind of everyone back out, right?
पीवी
Maybe
केएस
only
या केकेआर.
Crow hanging around to provide backup once his
ओ,
cooldowns
एक
come back.
डिटेक्ट हुआ. ये
Yeah,
चल
just
इको है
keep it
इनको
safe
मालूम
like
पड़ गया.
this, and then
हाँ,
you
eco
garage
है,
would
उनको
be your
पता ही
safe
होगा बे.
utility, and then you just keep these long angles, because
ये जैप है भाई. ईजे पे ईजे पे.
of course, I mean, things can go awry if
ईजे पे बहुत है कि
ये आधे टाइम ना मिनीमैप देख के मरता है पता है? ये
you
जेट.
can't really.
अरे
count
बहुत सारे लोग
against that.
मिनीमैप देखते हैं.
वो देख एक मरा. गन वाले ही मर गया.
Great start. Sugar Zero
एक मारा.
flying one. Up over the
Who's
top, though, he's
blind?
fully blind. EJ will be able to get the kill, and 10's not quite able to answer it back yet.
ओह
Phantom
शुक्र है
spray does
बाबा.
connect.
Yeah, but Flips is in. Do they know that?
The
Now
alarm
they
bot.
do.
It's back into range, and Flips just
अलार्म बॉट ने डिटेक्ट कर.
लमाओ dude.
eats that vulnerable.
स्टन है इसके पास
Overly
पर.
concerned.
Yeah, so round
उधर कैसे
one
खेल रहा है?
is in theory out the window. Right now you're just trying to
हाँ लर्क करोगे.
do so.
लर्क करोगे.
Lurk there from Depp. Just kind of suspecting, like, all right.
अरे 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 अरे
They know they're not going to
अरे.
win the round. They're going to look to take any weapons away that they can additionally. Just waits it out.
ओह.
Finds the kill.
और नहीं लगता वो डबल डबल वॉल
हाँ
स्पैम
डबल
लगता
वॉल
है.
में नहीं. हाँ.
Yeah,
Gonna
30
swing this
seconds
corner.
अब
Makes
मारता
a
तो
chest
शायद
shot,
लग
will
जाता,
take
but-
down 10.
ओए
yeah. There's no reason. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
कर मार के चले गया.
Only more is
देख
good.
रहे
मेरा
हैं.
हो गया. मैं प्लान करूंगा.
Yeah, I mean if he
He's
gets
got to get it.
I mean, this is not bad, considering how things started. I mean, if he even gets an extra kill here, that'd be disastrous.
Yeah.
Oh, the fault line's just following it.
Okay, there you go. For a second, I thought maybe, you know, if he can isolate these fights a little bit, maybe he finds another kill, a second or a third one, but not to be. Either way, plant money always going to be good for the side of RRQ.
Heavy गाली है मत बोलो हाँ क्या?
Round obviously that we suspect the timeout is for.
Yes.
This is the buy.
Emi Moore कैसा नेम है? Emi Moore बहुत ही गंदा नेम। शुगर नहीं शुगर है पड़ भाई। मतलब? ओ भाई इन सब के वो देख लो यार।
क्या?
ZETA वालों का वो।
And the biggest thing here is, first of all, you gotta read
अबे resolution।
अरे उसी का ही था 10 का ही दिखा रहे थे।
नहीं चेंज भी करा तब भी।
Now you have to have an answer for that lockdown. Now we do have the Hunter's Fury, but I mean they still have the Rolling Thunder as well. So ZETA, they can just bait that out themselves.
Elmi Moore है वो। Elmi
Moore
है
वो। Orbit A long is going to be absolutely paramount to their success. Hunter's Fury across, not finding anything though for Laz. Final tag though does actually
कर रहा भैया।
damage out on the flip side, I believe. Plant, however, does come through. Now he's got that Rolling Thunder. He can use it from hell. Zero trying to hold here at long.
But वो ऐसा peek कर रहा
था। नहीं वो anti flash कर रहा
था। advantage. Around the back, it's being watched. 10 is good.
Nice, buddy.
Well,
गया।
The plant got him though.
गया गया।
Didn't get to use it. ZETA, they crushed them in the round.
I mean,
नहीं वो heaven नहीं देख रहा था ना।
Listen, sure, we can talk all we want about how 3 sites makes it advantageous for the attackers, but that does not seem to be the case here for these two teams.
Nice, buddy.
And this time,
Elmi Moore वाले let me more.
Right,
क्या है भाई? मुझे अपनी टीम में ले लो ऐसी कॉल देंगे।
For the fast retake.
Nice यार। क्रो ने तो
Yeah.
Feeling it, buddies. Feeling it.
What are you gonna do? So many angles
Yes.
trying to watch EJ. He's caught out in the open.
Yeah.
Remember when I said they were 3 rounds away? Now they're just 1. We've been fast forwarding through the second half of the game. As ZETA are on a monstrous tear.
Elmi Moore भाई क्या Elmi
Dropping
Moore
1
क्या
round so
कर रहे हो?
far on the defending side.
And the
9-0-10-9 हाँ ना?
as well.
The
So it looks
fuck
like
bro?
ZETA, they just want to contest
Bro
A
अगर
main
ये
so
हारे
ability just to buy time.
मजाक से
They've
हट के
already
कह
had
रहा
to
हूँ।
use a lot of their crucial ones.
Rolling Thunder. Doesn't catch it to it long. Or at least caught one.
क्या
By the
हुआ?
looks of it. But answering
Wow,
stranded. EJ tries to swing around the back. GE clears out one.
यार
EJ
ये
gets the
लेना
other.
था यार।
A 3v3 with
Shots
Sugar
आके
Zero
वो
down
मार
to 10
गया।
HP in heaven. As the Cosmic Divide comes through. Oh,
Sugar Zero understanding what the win conditions are here.
वो घटी दुर्घटना घटी।
comes down. They have no way of clearing this, no way of even dreaming to get to that lockdown, so they have to surrender the site. The creep-in can now begin.
मुंडी दिखा के बैठे
So
थे।
one smoke just block off short as well. You're only worried about a main.
Cloudburst does not block off Elmi Moore, but he's got to back away. Turret goes up top as they tap on the spike.
Just trying to draw out util.
Yep.
2 GE though.
Swung all the way back around the opposite side. Comes in, the
Oh,
backstab,
bhai,
not
kya?
even him, and finds the kill. It's actually Elmi Moore. Looking to turn this one around. Dep goes on the offensive. Shorty out into his hands. Finds the kill, but he's running out of time. Drops down into the smoke. And 2 GE greets him with arms wide open.
Nice
Oh
try।
man, I mean, Dep, you did what you could, right?
यार वो लैस को
Couldn't
सोवा
hurt
को
the
एलोंग पे वो
timer
किल
and
लेनी
I just
चाहिए थी
have to
यार।
hope that this
एक
kill
मारना
through the
चाहिए।
smoke. Good idea to push with the shorty as
नहीं
well,
ये
but
बंदे रुके थे तो मारा उसने।
Good on Laz.
नहीं,
Initially, I didn't
last
think he got
वाला
clipped
एक
by that Rolling Thunder, but
Yeah.
ये वाला कुछ भी था। ये
Headshot.
वाला कुछ भी था।
Breach enthusiast.
Woman be like मुंडी दिखाएगा साला।
Needs to be buffed. You should be able to headshot when you're stunned.
right. I mean, some people
Eh,
think that Rolling Thunder gives
बिलियात
them a
बोला
buff,
उसने?
right? It just increases your aim by 50%.
Okay, TP across, actually in a garage. As EJ finds the entry, pulls out the weapon, and
Wow, buddy. Wow, just
no
insane.
hope of survival. As RRQ find the first kill, and
Can't
very
do
well poised to be
shit.
able to take this now to map point.
Yeah, they can't rush this. I mean, even the lockdown's coming down. You
Oh,
have to let
उसका
the
वो भी
clock
टूटा।
run out. You don't have your fault line back. You don't have your recon bolt back yet either.
Oh, okay, Crow, a little bit of damage as a part
क्रो
of it.
क्रो क्या कर रहे हो क्या करो?
EJ playing well up towards their
भाई
spawn.
पांचों साइड पे।
Drops back here into
Pacho
the site
side.
with the rest of the players.
They're waiting for that fault line. This is the
घुसो
one
तो
chance they
सही।
have. Fault line and recon bolt.
EJ!
Love out, dude.
2 more kills for him as Crow. He's got money to play with. But almost no hope in the world. Gets a single headshot.
EJ!
Fourth. And RRQ.
सामने वालों को बनाया तुमने PJ.
What I love about that is RRQ.
क्या कर रहे हो ZETA वाले यार? इतना sexy comeback करा तुमने.
They dumped their utility to fight for A control. And so they just rush it on the other side of the map, right? I mean, the operator's not there.
Yeah. No pressure coming out of C long. Nobody getting themselves into that position to try to split attention.
Buy है अभी भी उनके पास.
All
Full
that
buy है.
RRQ have to pay attention to is that C link side, is the garage.
Yeah,
ZETA now going to be calling their last time out of the map.
Yeah, the lockdown as well,
क्या
knowing
लगता है
that
अभी
they're
क्या
going to
planning
wait for
बोल
the
रहा
cooldown
होगा?
to anyway buy
ये-
so much time, and then ZETA
ये फिर से aggro जाएंगे.
one
मुझे लग
shot
रहा है.
for the retake, and even then EJ shuts
मुझे लग रहा है ये
down
aggro
that
जाएंगे.
open.
एक
I mean, this timeout, you needed it for many reasons, right?
अरे
For
नहीं
one,
मैं
you
बोल
kinda
रहा हूँ
lost
उनका
steam.
कोच बोल क्या रहा होगा?
Two,
लंच नहीं
means
मिला क्या
that
तुम्हें?
RRQ has now read how you
उनका कोच
हाँ,
बोल रहा
निकालेगा,
होगा
मारो।
KJ तुम्हारे
How
बुंड
you
के
wanna
ऊपर
switch
सब
that
कुछ
up
आया
now.
तुम वहीं पे खड़े
Pushing
रहे.
out of
ऐसे क्यों
B
करा?
main may seem like the
बोल
obvious
रहा हूँ.
choice,
अरे वो
but
कहाँ
I
निकलता है,
gotta
उसको
assume
pull
that if
कर
this
लिया था
timeout's
उसको.
coming out, RRQ is gonna wait for that aggression. I
RRQ
almost
fighting
think
RRQ fighting?
फाइटिंग का
हाँ?
जी फाइटिंग का कॉपी
कल आना कल.
maybe
G
they don't yet.
fighting.
I mean, they are winning.
RRQ fighting कल.
I think they are indeed
अरे उनका
fighting.
मंडे है ना मैच?
हाँ.
But you know, I think you push out a garage or C. If you just sit idly by and just try to trade util, RRQ might just speed things up again. Look at this. RRQ, if they go with the setup they have
Copy
right now,
कर
they're
रहे
just
साले.
going to speed this up again.
इसकी वे.
And ZETA, they're just keeping the same default. I mean, they better have some nasty retake ready for C, because otherwise, I think we're saying goodbye to Haven and getting ready for Ascent.
Well, Blades v Blades, no other ults realistically going to be seen in this last round potentially.
वो नहीं गए बे aggro.
ZETA though need to keep themselves in this 3 rounds consecutively to take us into overtime here for our first map, the first series. EJ again going for the entry, but this time 10 reads
भाई
it.
डर लिया
Gets
उसको.
the shutdown, sniping him out of the sky, but he eats so much damage from the nano swarms.
Nice.
Sweet
10
shot.
भाई,
And the Sheriff
lovely,
gets the right,
lovely,
but he finds
lovely,
outsider
bro.
as well.
But 2G is already in the site.
But now they lost out on another. I mean, we're taking down a
Lovely,
Zero.
lovely.
He will be the one.
Sugar, sugar,
anchoring
you are
down
the
this
sugar daddy of
site. 3
everyone.
kills for
Not
him
mine, but
off the back of a fantastic
Sugar
opener
Zero.
for
Very
10.
well played, buddy.
Listen, in terms of macro decisions, I feel like
तेरा sugar
RRQ
daddy
was a
कौन है?
step ahead there, but
मेरा?
10
मैं.
understands that if the Jet can't get in off of this combo, nobody
yeah,
can. Oh,
Yeah, and it's minor, but it's a change up in position from
Yes.
10 as well. He's not playing directly behind the box.
Nice,
He's swinging out,
nice,
he'll
nice,
out
nice,
into-
Sugar
into
Zero.
long. He swings
नाम
around
तो अच्छा है, Sugar
towards
Zero.
that wall side, towards lumber, expecting the entry, and just manages
किसका
to get
support
that
कर रहे हो
headshot.
भाई?
Perfectly done by
अभी तो
him.
ZETA हारा था
And
उसको.
absolutely just keeping them in that round.
yeah, they were able to do that because Sugar Zero was there for backup as well, and now they keep the Omen in backside, so worst case, he can shadow step out. I like these chances. And 10 once again is just trying to
फिर से
gut
वही कर
down the
रहे हैं?
entry here from EJ.
भाई ये डबल स्मोक क्यों कर रहे हैं? एस्ट्रा के लिए भी
Here we
स्मोक
go
कर
again
रहे हैं.
at C.
Oh, 2G's trying to bait out all.
Yeah, one's at the ready.
नहीं उसको और लेने इसलिए वो स्मोक कर
Towards
रहा
the
है.
exit.
एस्ट्रा.
नहीं वो बेट आउट कर रहे हैं.
I do like that setup here from RRQ.
Okay. Turret.
अंधा
Spotting out.
दबाई.
EJ up over the top. The TP away. Sugar
Another
Zero
backside.
playing loose. Playing a loose.
नहीं.
Will still get taken down.
Nice.
10 and Crow, however, answer back. Flip Shatter EJ going to be eliminated. 2GE. Again,
Nice.
facing 1, but 10 just cannot be displaced. Elmy Moore gets himself into a very cheeky spot.
भाई यहाँ तक
Cut
कैसे
off the
पहुँचा ये?
reinforcements. In the meantime, the spike has been shipped over to Ace.
स्पाइक देख के गया.
All right, so I mean, they even out at the end of the day. Deb having to come all the way alone with the operator made it a little tough, and Elmy Moore already, of course, having broken through. But at this point, because of Elmy Moore's position, RRQ should be quite aware of this possibility. Looks like Zefiro.
Of course a shot आएगा. Of course a shot आएगा. Please.
एक होल्ड करो, एक होल्ड करो.
But he's not going to play into
ब्रिज
it. Sewer.
छोड़ना मत, छोड़ना
Good
मत.
angle from Zefiro, though. Now both sides have a relatively good idea of where the others are coming from, right? Because of the areas.
बट बताए क्या है? इनको सिटी की टेंशन है, हेवन की टेंशन है, ए शॉट की टेंशन है.
Bro needs to be giant
बहुत
on the spot, but he's going to
देखा
get caught with
मैंने
util
बोला
in
था
hand.
बहुत एरिया क्लियर करने.
Alarm bot.
Alarm bot down. 10 will be good for 1, but cannot get the other.
बहुत
Zephyr
एरिया
strikes
क्लियर
just a little
करने
bit
हैं
too
यार.
quickly. And while ZETA ran it back and made it look damn good at the end. It
Nice
is gonna be
comeback.
RRQ finishing what they started after
नाइस
the
कमबैक
Monsters
दो.
first
नेक्स्ट
half.
मैच बहुत क्लोज जाने वाला है, मेरे को लग रहा है. ZETA मारेगी नेक्स्ट मैच. फील कर रहा है वो. Nice
Yeah,
comeback.
and RRQ,
warm-up
I
हो
think
गया
their
उनका.
strengths
Warm-up हो
continue
गया,
to be
बराबर,
consistent in
बराबर.
that their setups are good. That's why I think maybe
Guys,
they feel
like
better
करो,
on the
like
defensive
करो.
side, even on a map
1.5
like
के
Haven.
likes कर दो
Now,
जल्दी
on
फट
attack,
से.
when they have to take the initiative,
करो
if their
यार.
initial setup doesn't work the
Good
way they
calls,
planned, we've
good
seen a couple
calls,
rounds
good
where they
calls.
falter. Also, credit to the other side, ZETA. They've adapted faster than
बोला
we've
था
seen
RRQ
them
baby,
in other
देख,
matches,
ZETA
right?
मारेगी
During
अभी
this
next.
one map, we've seen them kind of change up their pacing, their position, and that's all
RRQ
been
की
well
फटी
and
तो थी
done,
comeback के
but
बाद, हाँ ना?
RRQ just had such a
थोड़ी
giant
तो
lead in
फटी
the
थी.
first half that
Tight
they
भाई
were
हुआ.
not able to
9-0 से
gain enough momentum to
13-10.
get back to overtime or even a win.
Yeah, I mean, any one of those rounds that were down to the wire, one
Yes.
player left from the side of RRQ. And this could be ZETA walking away victorious on their map pick. Because crucially, that's what we have to keep in mind, is that they elected to take us to Haven. Now we've got Ascent coming up. There has been a lot of trading
Yes.
so far in the 1 week of play, where people have been losing out on their map picks. So I have to see if that trend is going to continue, because, I mean, realistically, this is the second ever map pick that we're seeing from RRQ. So it doesn't tell us much. We don't know much about how well prepped they're going to be on Ascent. Obviously, it's a class.
ये सीक्रेट लैब की चेयर कैसी होती है?
Feel at least somewhat comfortable on.
महंगी.
Given some of his
हाँ
moments
क्या?
in this map, on the chat, I'm expecting good things.
यार एक नई चेयर चाहिए यार, मेरी बहुत
इंडिया में
पुरानी
नहीं है
हो
ना,
गई
सीक्रेट लैब है ही नहीं इंडिया में.
हाँ क्या?
So far,
तो
देखो, मंगाना
चेयर
पड़ेगा
मैन्युफैक्चरर देख रहा है,
Yeah. So we'll see what the
स्पॉन्सर हो जाता तो.
right? He seems to
वो है ना ग्रीन्स, और फिर राका को भी मिला है कोई. टीबोन के बाद भी है ना शायद, नहीं?
crucial for that duelist to break in, get an entry kill.
बार्टर सिस्टम नहीं चाहिए यार.
Things are looking pretty good for RQ, and they
स्वे के पास है क्या? सही में?
very well could. I'm looking again.
सेम चेयर?
Step up from Jet.
ओपे अंकर कितने की है?
Immense amount of impact as we get ready to go to
क्या नाम था? रोबो?
stomping ground. And if
हाँ?
you can't
क्या नाम था?
with EJ, then you're gonna have a
एक
bad
ग्रीन सोल है.
Either way,
नहीं ना,
और
ये
एक
जो
को
प्लेयर्स
तो-
पहन के बैठे हैं,
new
भूल गया मैं.
series when we come back on the desk, breaking
Secret
down the
Labs.
action, then we'll get to it.
सीक्रेट लैब. सीक्रेट लैब. चेयर. ए, 12,000 की है. ओ शिट नहीं बे. अच्छा.
22,000 की होगी वो.
क्या? रोबो भाई घर जाएगा, इतनी महंगी है.
चेयर बैठेगा कि
भाई यू कैन
देखो.
कस्टमाइज.
कस्टमाइज तो कस्टमाइजेशन का और पैसे लगेंगे बे.
घर जाएगा, 60,000 की है.
और इंपोर्ट ड्यूटी अलग. हेलो.
हाँ क्या?
तो
गेट $30 ऑफ योर फर्स्ट परचेज. 30% होता तो देखते. 30
हाँ 30% होता तो अलग बात थी. $30 दे रहे हैं
$30
वो.
दे रहे. शर्म भी नहीं आती बैग. एक बारी मैं देखूं क्या कस्टमाइज करके कितना बैठता है. रेगुलर ठीक है. तो कहाँ गया वो सिलेक्ट करने वाला? ये रहा. स्टेल्थ, क्लासिक, ब्लैक, ऐश, रॉयल. सब तो सेम ही है प्राइस. आउट ऑफ स्टॉक. ओह, टीम सीक्रेट और ऑस्ट्रालिस और इविल जीनियस.
हाँ ये आई थिंक अभी भी वालो वाले की टीम्स का कुछ
नहीं
कुछ
नहीं
टीम्स के
नहीं,
हैं.
इनके पास सारे. Hi, we noticed that you've been browsing for a while. Do you need any help picking any item? Feel free to
अच्छा
chat
चैट
with
में.
us.
नहीं.
नहीं. नहीं चार्ली भाई कल
हाउस लैनिस्टर, अरे इनका गेम ऑफ थ्रोन्स के साथ भी है, सुपरमैन वाला भी है।
स्विक के पास वैलोरेंट एडिशन चेयर 1.5 लाख की है। हाँ क्या अन्ना ने ऑर्डर करा था? हाँ क्या शीश शादी वाली चेयर पे कम
$480
यूज करो। हाँ
$480 बे।
सबसे कॉस्टलीएस्ट गेमिंग चेयर ए रोबो भाई आपके नाम की चेयर है यार। आई रोबो सबसे कॉस्टलीएस्ट चेयर। हाँ मसाज चेयर है ये तो यार, मैंने गेमिंग चेयर बोला बे।
अरे मसाज भी मिलेगा तुम्हें, समझ रहे हो?
ओ भाई कूगर की देख 1,50,000 की क्या चेयर है। ओ भाई एयरबस नहीं है ये देखो भाई, फुल शॉकर्स वॉकर्स डायनामिक्स डायनामिक्स सब कुछ लगा रखे इस चेयर में भाई। चार्ट ज्यादा महंगी नहीं, 1,40,000 रुपए की है यार। थोड़ा डोनो गोल लगाऊं डोनेशन गोल फॉर कूगर चेयर।
A lot of times I saw players kind of left out to dry. Now that changed over time, but in the beginning it felt like they were really relying on, you know, winning their individual duels and their individual mechanics, and certainly that did win them some rounds. As you could see, 10 had a very good scoreline for himself, but Laz in particular really lackluster here. I felt like with the Sova, he had been pretty good on other maps like Ascent. With the Sova, now that he's switched off of the Sentinel role, but this map was definitely not his.
पर ना प्रॉब्लम क्या है इन चेयर्स पे पता है? अगर तुम ज्यादा कंफर्टेबल हो गए तो ना उठने का मन नहीं करेगा।
ऐसा है क्या?
हाँ तुम अगर समझो तुम बैठे हुए हो एक घंटा मतलब 5-6 घंटे, उसके बाद तुमको वो नहीं होगा ना फील कि तुम कहीं ऐसा बैठे हो, बैक पेन नहीं हो रही, कुछ नहीं हो रही, तुम उठोगे ही नहीं।
आज सेंटिनल्स वर्सेस 100 थीव्स की वॉच पार्टी होगी। कब है मैच उनका?
किसका?
सेंटिनल्स और 100 थीव्स का? ओ यार नहीं हो पाएगी शायद, क्योंकि वीएलटी का मैच है ना आज। वीएलटी आफ्टर डब्ल्यू
किसकी साथ है वीएलटी की?
चैट बताना जरा।
ये तुम्हारा सीसी है।
अरे यार अभी मैं आरआरक्यू और जेटा पे ज्यादा फोकस कर रहा हूँ।
आरआरक्यू का फुल फॉर्म बताना जरा वापस।
भाई पता है भाई, गॉड लाइक के साथ है।
अच्छा चैट में बताया किसी ने तब।
शर्म करो फाटू भाई, अरे मत लिखो यार, पता था ऐसी बात। तो टेस्ट कर, चैट को टेस्ट कर रहा था। रेक्स रेगम क्वियन पता है भाई परिवार। आपको मुंबई सर्वर।
अरे एक और ये भी है सीक्रेट लैब जैसी एक चेयर, डीएक्स रेसर।
डीएक्स रेसर?
हाँ डीएक्स रेसर
चेयर,
गेमिंग चेयर।
गेमिंग चेयर नहीं आ रहा भाई। ओए हाँ बे, डीएक्स रेसर मास्टर मॉड्यूलर गेमिंग चेयर। ओ भाई पूरी प्लेन भाई 1 लाख रुपए की, क्या फायदा भाई?
फायदा नुकसान
देखो भाई
1 लाख 35,000 की भी है, 30,000 की भी है। तू वो मॉड्यूलर गेम मास्टर वाला कुछ तो देख रहा है?
हाँ मास्टर मॉड्यूलर। इसमें क्या है भाई 1 लाख का? बताओ क्या है इसमें? ना इसमें ऋतिक रोशन बना है, ना जैकलिन फर्नांडिस बनी है।
एक सेकंड ऋतिक रोशन बना है तो क्या होगा उसमें?
और मतलब वैसे कह रहा हूँ मैं, कुछ लोगो शोगो
तेरे को ऋतिक रोशन पे बैठना है?
अरे मैं वैसे कह रहा हूँ,
you want to be on top of ऋतिक रोशन, that is what you mean?
टीबोन वाली है ये डीएक्स रेसर है जी?
टीबोन वाली डीएक्स रेसर है?
हाँ उसको मिली है।
उसके पास रेजर वाली भी थी ना? उसका क्या किया उसने?
और महंगी है भाई। टीबोन को कौन सी मिली है इसने बताया? कौन सी वाली मिली है? ए वाली,
वो
ए
राका
वाली,
वाली
ए
ना,
वाली, ए वाली।
राका वाली मिली हुई ना उसे।
ओ नहीं
राका के
यार,
पास जो है।
महंगी चेयर्स है इसकी यार। ये वाली देख कितनी स्टाइलिश है।
कौन सी?
द आईटी गियर।
द आईटी गियर। अरे वो तो तुम ग्राफिक्स है ना, वो तो पीछे, वो तो
DX
तुम
Racer has been
बैठोगे
taking
तो
the
तुम्हें
right-
घंटा तुम्हें दिखने वाला है वो।
वही देख क्या लिख
कितना
रखा है।
दिखेगा वो?
DX Racer has been taking the right design lessons from Secret Lab. The company's previous chairs disappointed us, but the craft is comfortable, well made, easy to assemble, and comes in several striking designs. It isn't customizable despite DX Racer describing it as a custom gaming chair. ये क्या है match? But it's still good.
There'd be no utility at backside where 10 is, where we're seeing right now. And so then, you know, it's easy for RRQ to defend that. If there's no pressure.
अरे आई थिंक ना नील कमल को बनाना चाहिए गेमिंग चेयर।
यार कल भी मैं सोच रहा था नील कमल क्या है बे?
नील कमल नहीं पता तेरे को? तो इंडिया में रहा है ना?
कमल, नील कमल चेयर। क्या
भाई
नील कमल की गेमिंग चेयर है?
He is a hero. We saw a lot of crazy plays from him, a lot of anchoring potential, but there still needs to be that little bit more, and I'm huffing that opium, Clinton.
रोबो
हैं?
नील कमल की गेमिंग चेयर है 25,000 रुपए की। हाँ देख देख रहा हूँ। नील कमल इंडिया फेवरेट फर्नीचर, नील कमल फायरबर्ड ग्रेटा गेमिंग चेयर।
हाँ बे,
रेस्ट रीड वर्क प्ले।
15,000 की है बे।
25,000 की है बे।
अबे 15,000 की दिख रही है मेरे को नील कमल फायरबर्ड कैनोफी गेमिंग चेयर।
मेरे को 25 की दिख रही है। साले लूट रहे मुझे पैच।
उन्हें पता है अमीर है तू।
ओ हाँ मेरे को भी दिखी। मार्वल गेमिंग चेयर 13,000 की दिखी, 14,000 की। Oh, very realistic यार। एक था यहाँ लोगो आ जाए, एक नील कमल। Part sponsored by नील कमल। नील कमल
सस्ता और टिकाऊ।
हाँ जी
12,000 की भी है।
वो बहुत सारे
30,000
एडिशंस
की भी है
है।
बे। 30,000 की भी है बे।
हाँ नील कमल 5 वैडन गेमिंग चेयर।
वेड
वेजॉस गेमिंग चेयर यार कनापुई।
मतलब तुम्हें बेड लेने की जरूरत नहीं है।
देख रहे हो नील कमल भाई बड़े ऊपर जा रहे हो। वेरी रियलिस्टिक। स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ क्या?
अरे यार अभी भी इनका बातचीत ही चल रही है।
और लाइक करो। कंफर्टेबिलिटी एंड लॉन्गेविटी। ऋषभ भाई आप ही की कंपनी लग रहा है मुझे। पढ़ो ये सर्च हरमन मिलर एर्गोनॉमिक हेयर चेयर। पहले वाला देख क्या? नील कमल सीक्रेट लैब्स। ठीक है भाई। हरमन मिलर एर्गोनॉमिक चेयर। अब महंगी होगी भाई, नहीं कर। वेल्ट का 9 बजे है, सेंटिनल्स का 12:30 बजे। रात को 12:30 बजे पागल है भाई, सोऊंगा। और भी है क्या इंडियन मैन्युफैक्चरर? इंडियन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग गेमिंग चेयर्स।
I mean, you could definitely see it's a lot of signs of, I don't want to say mental fatigue, but it's more maybe a lack of confidence and not
Drogo.
being on the same page.
Drogo क्या है?
They don't
सुनॉन।
confident enough to push.
मसाज चेयर नहीं भाई।
Not to mention he was tagged up. You have 5
सेलबेल इंडियन कंपनी है।
you have numbers advantage. Why don't you just swarm him and take the rifle off his hands. I get that they want to play safe sometimes, but it really it's telling.
You could tell just by
हरमन मिलर टेंस यूज करता है हाँ क्या उसके बाद बहुत पैसा हमारे पास नहीं है साहिल रावत भाई ट्राई करेंगे यार कूपन कोड भी दे रखा है 1000 रुपीज ऑफ का कहाँ पे आज इमो 2 समर वॉच पार्टी है आज ओ एक गेम बचा है मेरे को इमॉर्टल 2 बनने में गाइस चलो स्टार्ट हो रहा है लेट्स गो बडीज ज़ेटा भाई कम बैक चाहिए
फाइनली
और इसको फास्ट फॉरवर्ड कर सकते हैं क्या
हाँ ये हाँ ट्विच में सब कर सकते तू
ओ नहीं हो रहा ट्विच में फास्ट फॉरवर्ड
तो नहीं होता बे ट्विच में कुछ नहीं है या तो रीलोड रिफ्रेश कर पेज जो भी लेटेस्ट होगा वही दिखेगा
I don't think this is going to be anything too out of the ordinary. Again, the only difference, controllers.
It's the same thing.
I mean, we're back on a classic map pick with a classic, what seems to be a classic composition.
Different initiatives perhaps from Haven.
कभी तो full night stream हो जाए वाह भाई कल मैंने 9 घंटे करे शर्म था बातें कर दो
ultimates and also just going
अगला वॉच किसका है
of course like you mentioned Clinton that controller pick tells a lot.
Corsair 10K in Amazon very
this is the RRQ that we just saw in Haven, the coordinated
shift
plays,
plus
the
arrow button
plans, the gravity well and also cosmic divide
कुछ और
positioning
होगा मत
sometimes.
करो
They just actually might be able to take this to
and some good gravity wells to cut off entries.
उसकी वेबसाइट पे एक
Like that I saw that were really
ये मैच ज़ेटा को जीतना
Tricker
चाहिए
Zero used to be well known for being a great Astra, so kind of curious to see if he's going to be sticking with this Omen further going forward or what the deal is here for ZETA. But yeah, they need to find more coordination and just kind of,
KJ Chamber
they need to be focused a little bit better, I guess. I don't know exactly what it is for ZETA.
I kind of want to see depth step up as well, so I mean again, Copium, I want to see a third map. ZETA lost their map. This is RQ's map pick. We want to see a Japanese team.
RQ का map pick है रे.
Yo, Mr. White, give me some of that Copium, Mr. Clinton.
Nice, Breaking Bad reference, very good.
All right, with that, we are going to go into game 2. Achilles and William. Achilleos and William. Tell us how it's going to play out.
Live है वो fast forward कैसे करेंगे?
We will indeed. Let's go ahead and get ready to jump into our second map and see whether or not ZETA have what it takes to run this back. They nearly were able to do it in the second half of Haven, but
कोई membership gift कर दो वाह भाई शशांक भाई ठीक है.
Recently has not been great for this team.
No, it has not. And the
परसेंट ही है बे मैंने तो guess
that we saw in Haven. Player
picks देख के guess मारा मैंने.
Then it's bad news for ZETA, right? They have to be a bit more certain. They have to break the opponent's util.
Most picked na Ascent mein.
And especially if you're having this Omen and Astra difference in your compositions every time, it's going to come down to how much util can you pull out from 2GE before you use your Paranoia. Because if you, for instance, if you trade Paranoia for Gravity Well, Astra comes out on top. Right?
It's a ZETA defense. ZETA ki defense.
Coming by, you still got 3 extra stars. So I'm
ZETA
really
की
keeping my
defense
eyes on Sugar
है।
Zero and see what his
defense।
timings are like, and the rest of the team as well to bait out
green
some
में
of those
देखना।
abilities.
हाँ green में देख RRQ
हाँ
We do have 10
बराबर
split
बराबर
across all the way
कंफ्यूज हो
over
गया
in
अभी
B lobby. With EJ maybe getting ready for
ये
a
कौन
little
सी
bit of
लाइनअप
aggro
है
push.
ये side
0 point. Getting ready to come down here on the A side.
RRQ, are they going to try to push this out early?
ओ भाई ऊपर गिरता
Yeah,
है
with the Sova and the KO as well.
Knife goes out. We'll confirm that there's nobody currently sat in wine nor playing close to the archway. Dash in. They're getting up into heaven already.
Nice!
Checks back across. Does manage to find EJ.
Oh.
Good punish. Arrow just going to be taken down. Eating a lot of that damage from the nade. Trades. Playback start
Chance
coming
नहीं है
through.
Chance ही नहीं है
गया
Just trying to see if he can find anything. A nice headshot, but clears the nano swarm. Needs to get some one taps to have a hope. But as he swings
Nice!
क्या मारा बे सोवा को
down to size, and ZETA will go ahead and win their second pistol in this match.
But वो देखा
Most important thing there is, I think,
अबे उनका rush shot से गया ना mid से
अरे mid to A shot to jungle to heaven सीधा किसी का तो है
earlier, so that even if they know that you're in heaven, at least you have extra angles.
10 भाई कुछ भी मारता है यार
I think that might be illegal what he just did there. Either way, 10 again, great start, has been having a whale of a time today compared to his last series. And I think that should be expected to a certain extent, given that, you know, first series was versus DRX. But even so, we're still seeing immense improvements. His aim today is way crisper. Again, fast pace coming through from the side of ZETA. We'll see if they want to commit to this or if they're just looking to take space up towards market.
I mean,
अभी ZETA warmed up है रे.
to pressure market early, right? They tried to do this against DRX as well, where they started to pressure it, starting on the third round of their attacking half, just to make sure that Killjoy can't sit idly with an alarm bot every round there. But this time they're not going to overcommit because the opponents are in eco, right? So you don't want to just rush through market and then get shortied or have, you know, 3 people waiting by switch to take you out. Now, the problem becomes, sure, you've kind of taken mid, but you also haven't really gained much information yourself.
Wait,
so Zeta,
उसका
if they're going to go with this,
बता क्या वेट कर रहे हैं? ओमन के दोनों स्मोक्स आने का वेट कर रहे हैं.
Which, I mean, it's going to come down to timing.
हाँ. वो देखा गया.
Grab spike.
आ गया 2 सेकंड में एक और आ गया.
Off the defending spawn. Turret destroyed. Zafiro just waiting. Dash out. Tries to get over towards switch. They now know where he's taken down. Still.
एक को मारा था.
Playing forward. Gets the headshot across. And puts some good damage in, but cannot find the kill.
Line up पे जाओ.
Now to try to get this retake.
और लेने दे रुक जाओ.
Shorty again. Needs to find a way to close the
हाँ.
distance, but unfortunately.
हाँ सही में.
Highly
और लेने दे मेरे को.
Whatever free outdoors he can as well. It's small things like this that end up making a big difference if the match gets close.
Wait कर रहे हैं वो देख.
Seems like their heads back in the game.
आओ भाई smoke में कोई आओ shorty है मेरे पास.
Second round.
Trying to make his way out.
ओए.
It's over. Good damage out on the dip, and he'll spray down for a second kill.
Gun here.
Then we'll go ahead and carry over most of the weaponry.
Yeah, that's a lot of weaponry as well, right? 2 Bulldogs and a Vandal, and then the Spectre to boot. This is a good start for ZETA. And I kind of want to hold my horses there just a little bit because they had a great start against DRX as well. But in terms of economy management, right, taking the risks where they need to, the way they took control and then they waited for the timings and the cooldowns, so I'll come back. All seems well and done. Now, in the buy round RRQ, this is where they can start to force ZETA out of their comfort zone.
9 PM BLT का match नहीं.
We'll see if this is going to be a rush play. Def gets himself swung out there. Punish on to EJ.
क्या flash था भाई.
Flipping him in the head. Fragment not deep enough to find the kills. Flash goes out. Flipshare just eats that. Luckily, there's no counter swing.
Block मत कर साले, block मत कर.
नहीं उसका flash देगा. वो side वाले.
Just a little off.
Wall पे टकरा के वापस आया.
It's okay. Push comes in. Now went into the cloud burst. Now swarm in the back of Jet.
ओए shotgun लेके मुफ्त में कुछ किया.
Flipshare able to find one, but Dep comes around the corner.
Oh भाई.
Strikes him down, and ZETA.
Healing it भाई, ZETA भाई.
Be able to take this out.
I mean,
know exactly where Zafiro is.
Double
this
peek.
is already pretty huge. Dep's above.
Finds one, but Dep will go ahead and finish him off. Phantom in hand. ZETA
Healing
go
it
ahead.
ZETA भाई.
String
Healing
3
it.
together.
Okay. Again, we've seen this before, but it is played well.
Hello RRQ.
I can't forget about that because
इससे अच्छा तो मेरा gameplay है. ज़ोरो भाई घर जाओ घर.
Very impressive, but Dep comes alive, and that's always good news.
Yeah, a very solid start for Dep, as well as just ZETA overall. Now, the thing I wanted to clarify is, we mentioned last couple times, if we see them on this map, has not been great. But, as well, their last 4 losses, because they haven't had a win since June on this map, since they played against Northampton, happened against incredible teams. DRX most recently, but prior to that, Leviathan, and then 2 losses to Loud over at Champions. So, we haven't had that great of a recent read on ZETA on this map versus some closer competition. That's a great start though for Baltimore. Continues to deliver whenever he's got these sheriffs in his hand. We saw this from versus Gen G on that Cypher on Fracture. Has to get the hell out of Dodge. Everywhere he goes, there's just members of RRQ.
He's still somehow alive, and the backup's there from Laz. Great movement from Dep just to stay alive.
Zafiro though has found 10.
Wait.
Actually, Spike still in a safe spot.
EJ भाई.
We continue the aggression and some getting punished. Because of this kill, has recovered a Vandal.
Yeah, that's going to be the crucial turning point here. I mean, Zafiro, I think, has to play safe, right? And that's the position he has right now. Is just not
Jet का read देख.
Easily.
He knows वहाँ पे कोई आएगा.
They've emptied A site, they've pushed out. So even if they go through tree, they just move up, and then you. Oh!
Okay. A great time. Can't find more than just a singular kill. Either way, probably feel pretty damn happy about that.
But usually you can now pick up a weapon and mid. This is why regrouping was so important for RRQ. You can actually even this out. try to claw back and get this thrifty by picking up these free guns.
Sugar Zero ult at the ready. I thought maybe he would try to TP out somewhere.
पता लग गया.
Go on a scouting mission. Opts not to. Paranoia does not hit, but he still finds 2 GE.
They know he's in.
Low on HP. Tries to lead the charge. Laz getting tagged up just a bit. Manages to stabilize with the very last bullet in the clip. And he will guide them across the finish line. Okay from the side of ZETA, but that was definitely closer than they wanted it to be.
And I love what ZETA did there at the end with the 2v2, right? As soon as Sugar Zero gets hit by the drone, they actually swap positions.
ZETA का strongest map है ऐसे. हाँ
the
क्या?
enemy just a bit. Also be in a safer position where you can buy a
उन
little
लोग ने लिया है बे, उनका pick था ये पता है?
So
किसका ZETA का?
really good immediate
ना ना ZETA का तो Haven था.
Very.
वो Laz को देख. भाई क्या फटी में खेल रहा है भाई. Full nervous भैया
Come
जी.
out of the replays. We do have a timeout. This one, I believe, called by ZETA. So, I mean,
आज 2 मैचेस है ना? सेकंड मैच भी देख रहा तू?
सेकंड मैच का रात को.
इसके बाद
There's some things that we need to course correct here. I want to get on top of this nice and early.
And I do like that, right? Because last time you kind of sat on your
RRQ का pick है ये. हाँ क्या? ZETA का strongest कैसे फिर?
really fall out
Very
of
realistic.
control. And I think one of the most
Talon
important
Esports
things
and
that
T1 का
that
है.
round was Adept was a
इस मैच के
little
बाद.
too persistent about trying to clear Killjoy utility in mid, right? Once you know that Elmi Moore is nearby, and trying to
5:30
protect
बजे तक
whatever
मतलब
mid
T1 versus Talon
timing
you
है.
know, the opponents are on eco. You just gotta back out and say, okay,
G
we'll
match
come back
when?
another round and try to
तन में
toy
भाई
with your
chat को
utility.
बताओ सब
So
कुछ.
I'm curious to see what ZETA's response here
G
is.
ZETA ने
match
time out
है
क्यों लिया
Monday
भाई?
को.
Early in the
मेरे को
round
समझ नहीं
just
आ
to
रहा.
have someone
अरे उनका
try,
मोमेंटम
force
थोड़ा
someone to stay in mid.
ज़्यादा एक्साइटमेंट हो रहा होगा उनका.
With a bit of a
मतलब चिल करो गाइस.
here on this round, just
हाँ
to
ना
see
2
what
round
they've done.
1v1 गए एकदम लास्ट में.
Quite a bit of util to work with here. Just the lockdown. Then all command on the opposite
ये
side.
राउंड डिसाइडर होगा
But
कि नेक्स्ट
very
राउंड
close
किसको
to having
मिलेगा.
100
Ayush Gupta, very realistic.
Yeah, I mean, with this no command for ZETA on the side of ZETA, if they wanted, they could shake things up across mid and tree, and then eventually go for a B push.
Again, just gonna start storming their way up.
अच्छा.
Now, I do like the deep alarm bot coming out from Elmi Moore, right? They know that ZETA wants to clear this early, so they're not taking any chances.
Does get spotted and cleared.
भाई ये क्या अलार्म बॉट है भाई
Good amount
एकदम
of
की.
damage out on the Elmi Moore. The knife also not gonna get much. Doesn't reveal how heavy of a presence there is around market.
The timing of that, I mean, Sugar Zero didn't have extra smoke, so they have to give up mid control for now.
I mean, they're just waiting for this. They will be rewarded with a kill, but it's quickly traded back. EJ takes a nasty chunk of damage. So too does Sugar Zero. Now the null command going to be popped as EJ gets himself tucked away into wine. The rest of ZETA goes for the approach through tree into the site. Up here on a heaven is
Jet wait कर रहा है पता है
spots
पूरा.
out two. Can't quite nail the shots,
वो
however.
लॉन्ग से आ रहा है ना पर. इसको क्यों पुश करना 10 भाई?
Lurk into heaven.
They have to remember EJ, right? Because you use the Omen ult to get in, so you have to remember that there was someone still in A main that you have
ओए
not cleared
उसी
yet.
का बंदा आ रहा है.
And the lockdown.
ओए हेलो.
Right as they try to turn into him, he shuts them
ले लिया
down.
भाई
Sarah
राउंड ले
will go ahead and
लिया.
arrive to get the final blow. The timeout, trying to clean things up from ZETA, but fortunately, gives
ये
these
क्या
viewers
था?
some time for RRQ to go ahead and discuss. They'll get this round on the board for themselves.
Yeah, I mean,
ये
that
था Valorant.
attack right there, using the Omen ultimate, I mean, that's a fine idea. But because of the timing and the
ये क्यों गया आगे मेरे को समझ नहीं आया.
you have to give up so much info here.
Yep. I mean, we're talking about it. They have to know about EJ. They have to remember that position that he played in. But the moment that Depp starts to swing in his direction, he's just greeted with death. So now Depp going to be pulling out the blades. See 10 carrying over a hero
Eco
rifle
है?
into the round. Otherwise, Stinger's frenzies.
Scanning ahead.
Now, Laz does have a Hunter's Fury, and
Oi,
only
oi,
just
oi,
uses lockdown, so if they can get
oh.
an early kill here, you could use that to force everyone out of the site.
Surprisingly, Severa does not open up the spray with the Odin. Holds on to him. I mean, they know that he's
अरे
not
ignore
it.
क्यों
Even
कर
the
रहा
sight
है?
goes down. I think he thought he was going to have to kill an Elmi Moore. He looks away.
अपने सिंबल.
Elmi Moore going to die to his own nano swarm. So I guess things course correct just a little bit. EJ going to be able to find one, finds his second, and Sugar Zero is going to be taken out. 10 now, last man standing. Pushes out. It's hand delivered into EJ's lap.
Ooh, Zeta, things kind of fall apart there.
अपने नैनो ग्रेड से मर गया।
For one depth, I agree.
ओ जेट ने मुंह पे पलटाया भाई, आखिरी नाइफ भी मार देता उसको, 4 नाइफ मार के उसको लगा मर गया वो।
So you see the Hunter's Fury come out just to try to clear
वो
it,
देख
but
वो पलटा दिया
सुसाइड कर लिया
not in
उसने।
position.
Yeah. I mean, a misread by
Refresh कर एक
Depth,
बार
and
page।
looks like Ellie Moore as well, missed timing when the Nano Swarm was going to
मैं?
expire. Either way,
हाँ
RRQ
थोड़ा सेकंड्स पीछे
pick
तो।
up 2 rounds, keeping it close.
अच्छा इसके बाद तो
This is, I mean, just given what we saw
भाई,
from the versus DRX on this very map,
W
where we
gaming।
start having to be concerned a bit for the side of Zeta. Good dart pings out on the 2. They do get that paranoia across, but they crucially do not connect on to EJ.
Ooh.
Before Depp can get the punish out into mid, Sugar Zero goes down.
They know they're stuck in mid though. RRQ's
बे
gonna read
मार
this.
के-
We spotted him, and I
Oh,
don't think
भाई!
we fully read that. Okay, the Depp was there. It doesn't matter because it's going to be 10 that finds the kill, and now we're starting to get silly.
3v3
Yeah,
3v3
well, hey, honestly, Zeta's position
Flash play
now,
देखा?
Depp's kind of a mystery, right?
Perfect.
They don't know where he is,
वो
and
तो हाई मिड
कुछ
वाले
कर नहीं
बंदे ने
पाया
मार
बाजू
दिया,
वाले
वो
को।
मिड वाला तो
Close
कुछ
to
नहीं,
market
वो तो फुल फ्लैश
is
था।
going to remain a mystery now. Of course, RRQ, if they
उसके
have
बाजू में आके
any
मार के
all
गया
those
वो।
fights, they're not gonna contest for that just yet. So everyone's sitting far back in each site.
पॉज करके प्ले कर सही हो जाएगा।
Now,
हाँ
our Zeta,
क्या?
Yes.
everyone drifting over towards
रुक
B
जा।
site. This is where only Fliptider is occupying the space right now.
And I think
Other two going to have to rotate.
yeah, the reason they're doing this as well is because if the Killjoy's gone, the setup's always been on B.
Yeah.
So they know it should be a safer bet in theory, and they will be correct in that choice. Now, Flips,
वही
how much
साइड पे
damage
बंदा
can
है।
he do?
And footsteps have to be heard. Now he's going to be spotted. Swings out, looks to take the fight. He's trying to isolate these as best as possible, but he's getting surrounded.
Nice.
And 10 will flash him out of boats.
The step
मार
by
दे
step
यार।
was good from Flips, but like you said, I mean,
मार
it's a
दे
tough
यार।
fight one way
But
or the other.
3v2 है रे। They
this
don't
retake-
नहीं रीटेक करेंगे वो, मार दे यार।
We've seen some crazy Odin retakes, but we'll see. The utility is there, right? You've got the drone and the recon bolts as well.
Okay,
Oh.
10 going to be sprayed down.
He was actually just trying to get
Yeah,
the
he's
lockdown.
trying to get the lockdown, but
Yeah.
hasn't been able to clear it. And he's not going to be able to get out of here. So he just ends up eating this.
ओए
Getting ready to push to try to go for the hunt. Gets revealed. And
The-
suddenly, has this been stolen away? The last man standing, sends out a shock dart. It goes too deep. They know where he's at.
Draw him out.
It's the one tap, down to 29. And he needs to hit this headshot. And Sephiroth will just run at him.
I think he got there just in
क्या
time.
कैसे रीटेक दे रहे हैं भाई, कैसे?
Doesn't have it.
Oh,
Just shy of it. Enough time bought. It is a clutch at the
वो
end of
बंदे
the
स्पैम
day,
में मरे भाई।
but a very costly one still.
yeah. I mean, several kind of
Odin.
mishaps on both sides revolving around that lockdown, right? I mean, 2G is trying to break it, gets a kill, but then they also are able to use 2G getting detained as bait.
I mean, this is just a comedy of errors around across the board.
Oh, right. That was the round where it started a bit.
Yeah,
You're right.
everything was just really wonky the whole way through. 10 sitting behind the lockdown. Just, I mean, sure. All right, they identify G's position. Now they can suspect the KO from Tree as well. That slows up the approach, and EG gets himself into heaven with the operator. Finds one, dashes
Wow.
out, not looking to overstay his welcome.
जे करो तो।
Okay, well, in all theory, A site is pretty much closed down now, right? You've lost your jet, and you know the operator was there, and the Hestra, along with the KO. I mean, that's a lot of utility and firepower that you're gonna have to fight. Now, Zeta, they don't want to make anything obvious, so it's really gonna come down to 10. Whether he goes to tree or mid, he has to apply some pressure on the other side of the map for the rest of the team to make a
भाई उसका
decision.
अलार्म बोर्ड देख कहाँ लगा रखा है उसने।
By destroying a
चिपका
Trey
के।
alarm bot, but the
हाँ।
drone did just clear through B.
Yeah,
ताकि
it's not gonna do much.
रोटेशन
They're
करेगा
still on the
तो
rotation and haven't gotten into that position
इतना
yet.
आगे नहीं रखा इसने।
The most ideal thing is he
मार
actually
दिया उसके
really
अलार्म
just
बोर्ड
needs
को
to
तो
get a kill,
इस
right? 'Cause
देख
yeah, they have
नंबर
no
देख रहा
reason
है
to
अभी वो
move off this
KJ।
alarm bot.
Yeah, they can still play contact off turret on main, so. Now the rotate will start coming in.
And I do like this. The only thing is time, right? They're just simply going to have to run through. Silva was the only one spotted here by the 0 point. And RQ, they're just going to, I mean, if they go B, RQ saying, well, we'll just retake, right? Worst case, we just retake. Not a big deal.
I mean, they are really trying to sell this. Laz is just sticking around,
Oi.
sends in the drone as well. Creep in, 10 gets the jump opportunity, finds Elmi more, but now they still have to get through this. They have no time remaining!
Odin OP.
As the spike will be left on the
Odin
floor.
OP.
Push onto the corner, and he can't even get the kill. Zephyro will go
बहुत
ahead and
गुस्सा आता है
save the
वैसे ओडिन
round.
प्लेयर्स के अगेंस्ट।
Disaster.
बहुत गुस्सा आता है
Oh,
भाई।
man.
Odin का 14.
This is something we've talked about.
Odin का 14 साला.
They talked about it again today on the desk as well, but ZETA, they play so slow sometimes when they don't even have complete info. And I get it, right? This time you lost your jet. You found the operator. You're really up against the wall. That's true, but this
aim नहीं तो Odin उठा लो.
where they're not able to make a more decisive strike. Just take a risk. If you're going to play for the win anyway, have 10 push even deeper into mid.
Yeah. Well. Again, we go forward. Depth. The hero Vandal in hand. Everybody else really knocked back on an eco. Look at Laz. Only 550.
Ooh, yeah. That's not a good pattern to get stuck in. Hopefully they can course correct that, and the easiest way to do so would be to get a win.
EJ just watching to see if anyone's going to go for that deep push. Swing back in. 10 just getting darted there by the drone.
Yeah, but look at RRQ's position, right? Again, they're just emptying A site, and they're making these claims because they know ZETA loves to pressure mid against the alarm bot. They just check if they still do it. Then they have the op set up. You still have the Cosmic Divide. You know the opponents are on an eco. No reason to rush off of any of this utility contact.
Good tools for a retake as well if they just want to completely surrender the site.
Oh.
Obviously, not going to be ideal for them, but
this crossfire is kind of nasty. Oh, they're actually going to just empty both. RRQ's playing this very safe, which I don't mind, right? The opponents are on an eco.
Oh, if Zephyro had just opened up. Okay, turret makes that contact. Good from there. Elmore perfectly reading that nanoswarm is going to be coming through. Instantly tags it. Shock dart goes flying, looking for some damage, and Sugar Zero going to be taken down.
क्या perfect shock dart थी वो?
Again, looks incredible. Depth, however, in market, finds one. The plant can come through. Fragment doesn't clear much of anything.
It's very important that they have.
Now
there's only one way for them to enter.
The flash is nasty, but he's only able to find one. Has to make a quick exit. In the meantime, 10 on the first stab. Picks him up, the push comes in, and it's a thrifty victory. The hero rifle.
What a play! कुछ ज़्यादा ही पैसिव खेल लिया उन्होंने B छोड़ दिया, उन्होंने A छोड़ दिया, सारे के सारे CT पे पूरे retake खेलेंगे.
The reason they win this round so handily is they finally flip the table and they deny info from the other side while they keep strong control of market.
Yeah. I mean, 10 just arrives at the perfect moment, takes down flips, the rest of the team ends up getting hit by a deep flash. He scoops up that last kill, and Depth has it set up to just go ahead and get the push with the classics. Now RRQ also going to be looking to pump the brakes.
Nice round.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you're over on the defensive side here. On your map pick of Ascent, you only have 3 rounds, and
बिल्कुल मेरे जैसा खेला वो. शक्ल देखो अपनी शक्ल. आप अपनी नुन्नू के साथ खेल सकते हैं.
What we're seeing with both of these teams is that their set plays themselves are good, right? Like that
well played ZETA, हाँ ना, अच्छा खेले भाई. But mid round IGL मेरी तरह एकदम मेरी तरह.
But really the big problem comes down in the fact that both teams break down if their initial plan doesn't work.
Last map में ये वाले कोच को देखा था कितना chill बैठा हुआ था. Easy है easy. अभी देखो.
RRQ, what's your
guard लगी पड़ी है ढंग से खेलो. बुढ़ लग रही है.
Rewind, we go back to Vision Strikers, even DRX when they were in that era where the set plays were so good, they're so clean, but if things got offset, their mid-round calling really suffered. Obviously they have since corrected that, but it seems like those same growing pains being experienced by both of these teams at the moment.
Okay, so the adjustment for this round,
even
without an operator, is for EJ to actually just combat in mid. And I like that change, right?
Team flash करो आप यार. Team flash करो तो
अच्छा as well.
Not sure how many were revealed by the 0 point, but
एक star, एक smoke.
And because of that, they immediately push tree. So now they know this is going to be A site. The biggest thing concern for them is just to keep tree control so that everyone has to stay in site or in A main, and it's going to be a fast rotate over to A main from RRQ as well.
It's going to be that full 5v5 attempt to retake. The Cosmic Divide still in the back pocket. Pharaoh, if he can find one, would get him that Hunter's Fury.
Barbot?
Sugar Zero trying to play off of it, but ready for the wide swing off EJ instantly. And even then, likely would have been traded. Either way, the man advantage is going to be established here. As Depth gets himself up into heaven, and this is a bridge to fall.
Single fight क्यों ले रहे हैं?
And now EJ arrives. It's going to be a
वो sugar daddy क्यों बन रहे हैं आगे जाके?
Cosmic Divide, knowing that you already had control of tree and that you were going to fight for main. And even there, you send 2 people, so even if you get traded, you'll still have someone drawing attention to main.
भाई फ्लैश
इतना strong नहीं है.
Now, the onus is on ZETA to
नहीं,
decide.
इनका
Okay,
attack
do we
उतना
stick
strong नहीं है
by
ना.
the spike?
RR का.
अभी पॉज करके
I mean, EJ, we were picking him up after the first map. And we have plenty more reason to go ahead and continue to do so, as he's just looking quite good. Still, some rounds to try to run back here, but the timeout from RRQ working out in their favor. Let's see, continue on this, because they're going to be hungry for that 6-6 half.
All right, so RRQ, they're still changing some things up here, right? Even with the same alarm bot returning in this round, they're ready to pinch on this if the alarm bot triggers from both sides.
Turning away, expecting the flash, and that's a quick kill
Oi,
coming out.
oi,
Push the
oi.
smoke. EJ will be rewarded with one of his own.
उन्होंने expect किया
Great
पूरा.
adjustment.
हाँ,
Good
anti-flash
reads coming
करा
out
था.
from RRQ. You know, whether it was Coach Ewok during the timeout or if it's
Ooh,
just the team.
Nice shot, man.
clean.
I mean, good reads on how ZETA wants to start each and every round of Ascent, right? Clear their alarm bot, stick someone in
देख
mid.
लिया ना.
देख लिया, उसने भी देख लिया.
Well, Sugar Zero will find one. See if we can get more done here. Reinforcements starting to come in. So RRQ start rotating over. Two towards heaven. One likely to approach from tree.
ये
I mean, they know he's got to be in the smoke somewhere, but
Lol dude.
even then, it's quite troublesome.
Sugar Zero continues to try to keep them in this. They should know the 2 Gs in the smoke.
Lol dude.
Be able to flush them out. Suddenly it's a 2v2. Oh, but the lockdown going to be invested right in his dying breath. We're going to be shut. The Hunter's Fury is available, but it's not going to be committed to.
He's just trying to get the kill.
Gets around the back, yeah. You know what? I don't need it.
I mean, he had a little bit of room there to work around.
अंदर जाके करता है यार
Lockdown
प्लान.
as well,
एक
so
स्मोक ही कर देता.
just good movement coming in from Zephyro to make sure that he keeps that main
उसने
control.
heaven smoke किया
I
ना,
was
फिर smoke
getting a
नहीं
little
डालती वो.
afraid when the other 2 members started to try to peek out one by one, but it looked like they were simply just trying to buy
Expected
time
नहीं था
to
सुबह
go in,
वहाँ से आया
that the
था.
backup would come on both sides of the site.
Wanted to
ये क्लीन शॉट था
look
यार.
back at that again.
इन्होंने B एक रखा, 2 मिड गए, 2
No,
A
I
की
don't
तरफ
think
गए.
it did.
I think Depth
Strat थोड़ा
a
fail हो गया.
little bit of it, half flash as he turned away, but I'm pretty sure that the Killjoy for RRQ completely unhindered by it. Now as we go into the last round of the half, look
भाई
at the war
full
chest
fake
for
बाजी
RRQ.
चल रही है.
Lockdown, Hunter's Fury, blades at the ready.
I love the change from RRQ again, right? They know that
Oh 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 oh!
No one expects
Bloody
the cross.
hell!
खड़ा
the
है,
short Odin.
खड़ा है.
प्ले देखा तुमने? तुमको समझ आया क्या हुआ है वहाँ पे? केओ ने मिड फ्लैश करा ताकि वो लेफ्ट पे आके छुप जाए बंदा. उसने वहाँ रिकॉन करा ताकि वो फ्लैश में रिकॉन ना तोड़ पाए और ए शॉट से वो स्प्रे मार के तोड़ दे. ओ भाई.
They're going to have to be able to clear it and maybe even push out.
I mean, at this point, just given the impact that we've been seeing from this Odin, I would just be running the B.
ये अभी रैंक में देखने मिलेगा तेरे को पता है.
समझे ना तुम प्ले?
You know, I was hoping that
केओ ने
this
फ्लैश
next
करा
round,
ताकि वो
you know,
रिकॉन ना
and
तोड़
maybe
पाए और
it's
उसने वहाँ पे
also
स्पैम
because
कर दिया.
it's the last
सिंपल
round of
और
the
कुछ.
first half, Zeta didn't have the leisure to think about this, but you know, using some of the Sova
और multiple होते तो उसको multiple kills मिलते वहाँ पे.
Might save them a little
हाँ
bit of
पता है
trouble
बाप को
instead
मत
of
सिखा.
having to
तू कब
always
से मेरा
bot
बाप है?
check it, but
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
yeah, but alas, it is last round, and
भाई एक्सपेक्टेड है भाई.
alas.
All right, Dart goes out. Odin set up a tree. EJ still unscouted. He will remain thus. Drops down, sprays away, up over the top of the blades, but it's going to be some
क्या हो गया इसको?
claiming
Hello,
the kills.
EJ,
The lockdown
chill.
keeps them contained into wine. The
भाई look
Hunter's Fury
full
invested.
भाई.
And
Wow.
they will just be
6-6.
absolutely slaughtered.
कुछ हुआ नहीं है बस
6-6 on the half. RRQ
Read
run
कर
back
लिया
3 rounds
ZETA को उन्होंने.
consecutively to tie things up.
You know, I almost think RRQ adjusting, you know, a round or 2 late actually ended up working in their favor.
भाई एस्ट्रा का पुल भी था वहाँ पे. एस्ट्रा का पुल
कुछ कर भी नहीं
वहाँ
सकता
पे.
था वो.
Well, this
तो
was
3 एबिलिटीज लगाया इन लोग ने.
एस्ट्रा का पुल
Yeah,
भी
I
था
mean,
रे
hey, listen, it's the last round of the
बाबा.
half.
Oh,
You might as well dump all your ultimates just to be safe.
अगर ज्यादा लोग होते ना ये अल्ट खोल देता पता
no
सोवा.
blame whatsoever there. But unfortunately here, after the very strong start, the side of ZETA picking up 4 rounds right off the rip. They're only able to find 2 more in the half, so perfectly balance between these two teams as far as the score, but right now it's not balanced regarding the momentum.
No, it is not. I mean, this
पर
is all
इनका ना RRQ का अटैक बहुत स्ट्रांग है.
And something that Zeta is going to have to remember is again.
पर ये ZETA का ये कौन है? कोच कौन है? लेफ्ट वाला, राइट वाला?
What we've seen from them is they love to
left
use
one.
that to retake A, right? You send it from tree through hell.
पक्का?
and then your
सेंट्रल का
members
मैच
have a
मिस
jump
करोगे
down on
वेरी
the
बैड.
timing,
तो क्या
but,
होगा? सो जाऊंगा.
I mean, DRX
So
just
I got
as soon as he
crazy
saw it
impact.
once, and now everyone's seen the angle.
अरे
that he likes
इनके
to
बाद
use,
ही तो मैच होगा ना
you gotta
VLT वाला.
consider, do we use this just to
सही है
buy
भाई
time
डिफेंडिंग
on
मैप
the
है. पर यार जेटा का
defense
डिफेंस
with
थोड़ा
tools
वीक है यार.
Sure.
लास्ट मैच देखा तुमने भी, मैंने भी देखा.
अरे एग्रो खेलेंगे ना वो, उनको समझ में आ गया है एग्रो खेलना पड़ेगा.
हाँ.
That's where we saw Zeta
तो
starting
पैसिव
to
खेल रहे थे तो
engineer
हम लोग
बराबर.
एडवांटेज ले
Seems
रहे
like they
थे.
have a similar performance.
अरे अभी
ready
इसके
to
बाद
do
तो
it
तेरे को
here on a set.
अपना VLT का भी मैच करना पड़ेगा ना.
Somebody who's
दिखेगा ना तो
been a bit
उसका
lacking
मिला
in this
देखो.
first half that we
वो
need to see
allowed नहीं है
more
किसी
from, that we saw be so instrumental on Haven is 10.
Yes.
Has not been finding
वो
the
तो
same
इन
value.
Yeah,
ये
no, I
पैसिफिक
mean,
होने के
got
बाद ही
the
चालू
crucial
होगा ना
kill
वो.
on the pistol round, but other than that, I mean, sure, he had some good kills, but none that were as
8
impactful
बजे
as the ones he
और
was
रात को
getting
9 बजे है
over on Haven.
VLT वाला
हाँ.
मैच.
Especially
Those
the
first
first
deaths
9
come
बजे
through
है.
again.
वही तो कह रहा हूँ ये खत्म होगा
Getting
उसके
a
बाद
read
ही
is
होगा
where
चालू.
Flipshider is going
Pacific-
to be.
देख सकता हूँ जाके यार.
Where Zephyro is going to be. Zephyro is the one who's the dishonest gamer.
कहाँ
to be
जाके?
honest, so.
वहाँ लैंड पे जाके
Hey, man, it's in the game.
व्लॉग
हाँ.
करूंगा
Okay.
व्लॉग.
Might as well.
It's I consider.
कितना टाइम लगता है तेरे को?
I
एक
know the
डेढ़
घर से-
घंटा.
heavily disagrees.
1.5
but-
घंटा.
I mean, as a
अबे पर तू
he's
निकलेगा
stupid,
कब?
so-
ट्रैफिक
as
के
a
टाइम पे.
devoted
7
Bucky a
बजे.
judge user,
हाँ तो ट्रैफिक
I have
रहेगी.
nothing more to
9
say
बजे
here.
पहुंच जाऊंगा.
Yeah. Trying to put pressure on you.
9 साढ़े 9 तक
I mean,
पहुंचेगा.
I feel it.
Gonna
पहुंच जाऊंगा 9
confirm you.
बजे.
Knife out over the top. Depth managing to find one. But EJ will equalize. Pushes through the cloud burst. Pro runs out of
अन्ना भी
bullets.
आया है क्या?
EJ will find a second. Laz now spotted. Has to back away.
I mean, backup's got to get here fast because otherwise you just have to sacrifice Laz and fight to.
Ui.
हाँ फ्लैश लेट आ
घुस
गया
गए, घुस
उसको.
गए ये.
फ्लैश लेट आया. वरना मार देता वो.
मुझे कहाँ बैठा स्मोक के पीछे बैठा
Beginning
है.
of the end. Sugar Zero adjusts after the smoke dissipates, but takes a nasty bit of damage. At the same time, catches. Zephyr though, mid jumped is 10.
You do have
2v2?
a smoke if you want to cut off
Sugar
an
Zero.
angle here. This is
Low है.
doable.
स्मोक्स नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं है.
Something.
There you go.
Smoke
अब
down.
ड्राफ्ट है इसकी
Sugar
वजह से.
Zero at 2 HP. The turret to try to lead the way. 2G finds the low HP member. Turret playing contact on 1. 10 gets that elimination, but cannot find the final one.
Nice try.
Bloody brawl in the B site, but RRQ go ahead and win out another pistol.
I like the speed coming out from RRQ, right? I mean, no matter what, if they're not going to stack heavy on pistols, which Zeta rarely ever does, if ever, you're probably going to have the advantage.
You can hear the call saying together, together. 2GE plays the sacrifice.
Together.
EJ
Go, go.
continues to profit 17-8.
3 2 1 भी नहीं करा. 3 2 1 go. ना go go.
Phantom and Tool Bulldogs just to try to stay ahead wherever they can for RRQ.
The spot
Oh,
out.
bhai.
Anyone's going to aggro push off the back of that ping, but unfortunately Zeta, well, A, don't have anybody in position to do so. B,
एक
no
flash,
better
एक
try.
recon.
Yeah, but hey, Zeta, I like what you're doing, right? You send the 0 point and just to get info and also to make it seem like you want to fight on A, try to force them off and funnel them to B, but right now, the last thing you can do is just hope that they bite on this.
Yeah. Start out, I think that connected high.
Yeah, it did look
So-
a little high.
There's nothing for it to clear there, but either way. Unfortunately for Zeta, does not seem like they're going to fall for the trap. Pro's just got to back away. No one moving.
2
to try
second
to
बात
reinforce
करता.
his position quite yet. The dart comes through, and that's going to be
Yeah.
enough for them to go ahead and say, yeah, this is going to end up at A.
पूरा ये छोड़ रखा है भाई.
And at this point,
ओ इको है भाई.
इको है ना वही.
तो रीटेक क्या करेंगे इको में? गन्स गिराने की ट्राई करेंगे. हो सकता है.
that Ellimore's turret activated over on B main, so both sides aware that
उन
there's
लोग ने
B
A stack किया
presence.
था.
If you're
ऐसा
Zeta,
है.
you got to make up your decision, right? Do we just all die to the spike?
I think that might be the best play.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't invested anything
Oh.
other than, what, a single frenzy and a
ये
shorty?
अच्छा प्लान है.
हाँ.
It would feel bad
Spike
not
से
to
मरो.
take anything out of
हाँ.
their hands, but they should
उनको एक्स्ट्रा
suspect
गोल्ड
that
नहीं
if they
मिलेगा.
drop one gun,
बेस्ट.
that there's going to be somebody who's
क्या ये वही कर रहे हैं?
हाँ वही कर रहे हैं.
that, so maybe you don't put
तो इसको शॉर्ट ही क्यों भाई नहीं
The
करनी
measured
थी
play is just to go ahead and wait out the spike explosion and jump in, get that death bonus.
Yeah, and
अरे
honestly,
शर्ट
I think
इसलिए
the
भाई कि
other thing
कि
to
अगर
note
वो
here,
बी
which
आए
is
तो
probably what Zeta's
बी
also
उनका स्टैक
considering
था ना
I mean, 2G is very close to his Cosmic Divide already, right? If you run in here, he somehow gets his ultimate.
मैं मरूंगा
and then
पहले
suddenly
मैं
next
मरूंगा
round, you're still fighting up against
पहले
this enormous
ये
ultimate that can allow for an easy side exchange. So, a wise decision from Zeta. Just say, all right, you know what? We lost the pistol anyway. Let go of the second round. Let's fight back where we have our strengths with the weaponry.
I just assume that people are going to be saying
इनको
this,
मैं
like,
फ्लैंक भी
okay,
नहीं कर रहा
Spike,
कोई क्यों
start
उनको
out
पैसे
there,
क्यों देने
Iron Chat.
स्पाइक से मरो
Iron
पैसे
Chat.
नहीं मिलते पता है ना
Anyway, we'll move on. As Zeta would love to do very much
Ace.
the same. So
Spike
weapons now
ace.
going to be in their hands. The sheriff
स्पाइक
punches
से
are
मरो
also
तो
are into
अपोनेंट
a
को
Guardian
किसी को
here,
पैसे नहीं
Elmore.
मिलते
Odin
हाँ वैसा
for Laz. Just doing
ये
it
लाइनअप
so
देख लाइनअप देख
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
hey.
मेरा वाला लाइनअप मेरे से भी
For
है
a second, I thought the clock froze.
Okay.
I thought we had a
Heaven
time.
जाते
I thought
हैं
we had a
खेलने
time
लगा बे
हेवन जाते सीधे बता तो रहा हूँ मैं
अरे मुंह तोड़ दिया बे इसका
I do like that Deb
What?
has continued to be pushing
वाह
out quite aggressively to
अरे
combat
भागते
the
भागते
potential
मारो
speed
भाई
from RRQ. Now eventually they also get Crow traded, so it's not the most ideal for Zeta, but hey, you took out the Jet,
Yeah.
and it's a sent attack. I mean, RRQ has lost, I would say, about 50% of their power.
A good spraying there. Dep just catches Flipshider. Spike gets dropped and then recovered.
इसको देखो
Drone looking to lead the way. Dep is just holding this down. 3 kills for him. 2G with the lurk. Does
Nice
manage to
shot.
find 10. Attacked low.
उनका बोनस है ना चलेगा
Now impossible for the side of RRQ to close the round.
Yeah, but Zeta, you lose another weapon and you are on your back foot, right?
Yes.
I mean, RRQ didn't lose anything in round 2. We have to remember that they still have enough to buy even if they die here.
That's great though. Dep now on for the ace.
crazy
Two
crazy
teams,
crazy
No real reason to not play out for this other than maybe to stop Dep
Ace,
the blade.
ace,
But
ace,
right
ace,
now, Boyd
ace.
Dep leveling up, having an immense amount of impact. That's what we've been wanting to see from this guy.
Hey!
Goes ahead and brings us back within 1
Be
round.
clear, be
Yeah,
clear.
again, the
As a valorant player, I would
aggression
never
pushed
miss a
out,
tense match.
Off of Util here to combat the potential aggression from EJ. I like
good
it.
job,
They
move
know
good
that.
job, yeah.
EJ especially, sometimes even individually, likes to bring up the tempo just a tad
Short
bit.
था भाई ये कुछ
Dep's
भी बोलो
regaining
भाई
his confidence.
Great to see.
डेप भाई
It's a nice ace to go ahead and
तू भी लेफ्ट
pick
हैंड
off
कर
their
ले
first
जेट
round
लेके
victory in the second
लेफ्ट
half.
हैंड नहीं यार रेजोल्यूशन का
Again,
फर्क है
economy-wise, still going to be fairly stable for the side of RRQ.
लेफ्ट हैंड में भी है
Zeta
बे
losing out on
बात
a couple
नहीं
guns.
यार
Well, we see Dep surrendering his rifle to go for the blades instead.
सीधा ऑन कर दे बे स्टॉर्म
I think
ग्रेनेड
that's a
में
fine
Ah,
idea. You
fast
actually spot
push.
no one on the 0 point. So Zeta is actually just going to ditch A main, assume
Rush रोकने के
that
लिए।
RRQ was not planting anyone beyond the scope of that, especially with the utility that they're now hearing in mid. I love this movement from Zeta, right? They say, all right, ditch the sights. Let's make sure we go for a clean retake. Just buy some time until backup shows.
एक और अपड्राफ्ट हो जाए
Spots him, and I'm not going to hit. As EJ gets himself forward. All the way past the market stairs, door going to be shut. It's tucked back here into the site.
Sephiroth's timing is going to be so crucial if he wants to
चक्कू
go through mid, which I
निकाली
think he does.
He's gone for... Okay, he's starting to move up now. That alarm bot is there. Can play contact
ये
off
बी
the
मेन
mid
वाले
to
को
the
मारना
end
पड़ेगा
there.
और पीछे एक मार्केट
अरे
से आ
पीछे
रहा
आ
है
रहा है मार्केट से आ रहा है हेलो
He gets himself in here. He just sprays through, finds Crow. If he remembers gone, Sugar Zero tries to trade it back. Lad's gonna be spotted out. Zero will be able to shut it
भाई
down.
पूरा घूम के आया वेट करके
सारा कंसंट्रेशन उन्होंने दो बंदों को मारने में निकाला भाई बी साइड पे
नहीं ए मेन पे भी एक था ना साइड तक पहुंचे ही नहीं पाए उन लोग
एक बी मेन था एक कितना लेट क्रॉस ओवर
हाँ ये देखना ये बी मेन ने एक को मारा साइड वाले दोनों मर गए थे
But if anything, he gets the perfect timing.
I mean,
अच्छा साइड पे तीन थे
साइड पे तीन थे एक बी मेन था एक लेट लर्क किया
international events.
5v5 retake था
Coming into this, you haven't watched it,
शीश
the player video that
इसका
went
time
out,
out
I believe
ZETA
yesterday about Sephiroth. And one of the biggest things we said about him was that
It's
his
easy
work
with stretch
is incredible.
resolution for headshots. Yes,
We've
yes,
seen him
buddy.
Time and time again on both the international stage as well as here.
अब वो लैज ना रहा है
He
जी
knows how to just read and manipulate map movement.
पर भाई वीडियो एडिटर की नीड है
I
क्या
think the biggest thing, yeah, like you said, is the
एक
ability that comes from that
देख रहा हूँ
is
मैं कल
just
परसों में बताऊंगा
awareness to keep control of any zone, right? If it's on defense, he's anchoring. Oh, then we have on the left side, we've got Can from DRX.
Love from Denmark as well.
Ah,
बाकी अगर कोई चैट में एडिटर है तो एक ईमेल में एक सैंपल भेज दो मेरा, कोई शॉर्ट वीडियो बना के हाईलाइट टाइप, वो जैसे बेट विद फाटू में है ना वीडियो, बेट विद फाटू में चेक करना, वो वाली वीडियो टाइप बना के मेरे ईमेल में भेज दो, मैं उससे कांटेक्ट कर लूंगा।
English fans who are here.
ठीक है।
We do have a couple of them. Obviously not just the ones that we featured on screen, but a couple others in the audience. We have radios so they can listen to our broadcast.
पैसे मजबूत मांगना।
I see you giving a nod.
Oh, there you go.
Shout out
you're
to the voice of
listening.
the audience. Let's see though. Now if ZETA can try to turn this around, they're going for the hit. I mean, they know his position. He drops down.
Oh my goodness, the perfect lineup for Depp, and this is just boosting his
ये
ego
कौन सी
and
strategy है
confidence
भाई?
at the same time.
दो को मारा पलटी।
No, I mean it definitely
वापस
should
आ
have.
गया
We've
वो।
seen that, that move not work out so many times where if you don't
ये
get
ले
the
तू अब
initial
मेरे को
kill, you're
शर्म
kind
दे।
of stuck up in your own smoke, but he buys just enough time on the drop.
I mean, this is make or break now. Initial kills. They've got good damage here onto Zephyro.
हैं जी ये जेट क्या मार रहा है?
This round and cleanly.
Yes.
उसको भी
I mean,
डिंग
both
दिया।
sides, the economy's not great on either, but it's a little more dire for ZETA. And now Depp, of course,
WWW
is going to hand over the weapon.
वो वेपन गिरा रहे नीचे।
And it seems like, I mean, yeah.
Clever, huh?
The necessary but unfortunate call from RRQ. Everybody back away.
Yeah.
Maintain position at the spawn and look to hold on to these rifles.
Yep.
They know that, I mean, widely, no one's going to come hunting.
Yes.
Because ZETA is in just as dire of an economic situation.
Yeah, this is a very calculated choice from RRQ, right? Knowing that if ZETA does come, I mean, all power to you, because if we trade, you're on your back foot. We can still have a couple members buy. But this way, RRQ, they can match up next round with a 5v5 full buy round. And I like the fact we saw it on the player cam briefly, but Zephyro seemed to be really going through what they want to do in the next round. Just talk about how they want to adjust. You have that cosmic divide available to you on this attack. And I think that's going to come in very crucial here going into round 18.
ये पट से अगर मार देगा तो
गन लेने जा रहे हैं, एक भी गन नहीं है। ए मिल गई बे?
मिली
मिल गई बे?
फैंटम मिली ना।
हाँ।
दो को तो मारा था उसने वहीं पे।
और मुझे लगा वो गन पीछे लेके गए, पैक दिए उन्होंने।
कैसे सोवा ही था वहाँ पे और कोई आया नहीं था।
सोवा
को भी बोला चल निकल, चप्पल मारा उसको।
कंसंट्रेशन रखना चाहिए। ये जो प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर्स खेल रहे हैं, देख लो गूगल करो, मत पता लगेगा।
गाइस कोई भी सवाल हो, गूगल बाबा इज द बेस्ट। ये आया किधर क्या है यार?
RRQ का AGL कौन है? फेरो है शायद।
Doesn't find it though. EJ instead turns his sights over towards mid. Dart goes forward. Does not clear the alarm bot. Still realize right about now.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the mission is done. They still maintain
को
control
confidence
of B main as well. So overall, the opening part of this round, not so bad for RRQ. They have control, mid and somewhat into market. They make sure that ZETA can't push out of B main.
Depp is feeling it now. Gets started, just sets up that one way, wants to stick around despite the fact that somebody could have just swung the corner, had the lineup on him.
But that's the confidence you need, right? Because what you just mentioned, Depp's
अच्छा करा उन्होंने,
allows ZETA to make the choice of closing a door, and we can still buy enough time for backup to appear. Crow's gonna be ready with a flash drive.
कोई भी नहीं आया बे इसके नेट में, कोई भी नहीं आया।
Back, so 0 point does not connect. 10 gonna
भाई क्या टाइम पे उसने वो स्टॉर्म ग्रेनेड खोला।
Clips him in the skull.
Second flash drive comes out from Crow as well, just to buy time. Only 30 seconds left.
You see Sugar Zero still hovering back over towards that A site. Starts to rotate a little bit faster to join in.
Nice shot! Nice shot, buddy!
One after the other.
भाई ये 10 ना यार बहुत अच्छा होल्ड करता है यार साइड को, कुछ भी बोलो।
और ओवर बुलेट्स नहीं मारता है, मतलब
सिर्फ 2 बुलेट 3 बुलेट और हेड पे टड़प। ओ देख भाई, the fuck brother, 10 you have an insane aim, trust me bro.
Accurate information of how he wants to take these fights one by one.
Crispy shots. Now we'll just go ahead. Throw that last time out.
कंट्रोल है, कंट्रोल है।
RRQ.
हम क्या करते हैं, क्राउच करते। एक मर गया, एक लो है, एक मर गया, एक लो है, दो साइड।
एक
मर गया, एक लो, एक और साइड।
bit
और
heavy.
लो
in the
कितना
first
40
half.
HP डैमेज दिया तुमने.
Mainly, especially Deb. If you're playing that jet and your team's on your back foot, you know, you got to make those aggressive peaks. Even if you don't get a kill, as long as you stay alive and you put pressure. Ascent is a map where the attackers are always pressured for time. So any
आप ही करते पड़ो में ऐसा शर्म करो तुम भी करते हो
you know, inside tree, inside market, something like that. You know, it's a job well done on the defensive side.
This needs to be a turning point now for RRQ as they look to regain a lead.
कोई FPS बढ़ाने वाला चाहिए नहीं.
Both teams, I mean, you can't even imagine how hungry they have to be to get just this first match win out of the way.
Now, No Command and Cosmic Divide wouldn't be a bad idea to invest both just to make sure they can keep the lead here and escape the tie score.
Google Baba ने 1080p use करो आ रहा.
Though they're not going to be able to go for a rush. There is a chance that if they get a couple picks, Flipstrider might even use it as a fake over on A.
0 point up close. They're going for this
What?
aggro swing out of step. Gets it off the back of the dart. So going to be able to find one. EJ picks up a second
left side.
but the crunch here.
Bloody, what a fucking push.
They lose a couple weapons, but I mean, economy-wise, the buys are going to be looking great. Yeah, now they have the lead once again.
And RRQ was prepped for this. They were waiting for the push out of mid, but the utility was just exactly timed in favor of ZETA. Dep gets the first kill, and as soon as he gets contact, the other backups swing out of mid and tree. They're able to stay ahead in numbers, even if it looks a little bloody.
Eco frags, util usage देखो, eco frag छोड़ो.
All right, though. Still, tools available. So many of them for RRQ.
Guys, 2K likes कर दो. पट से.
Weapons in hand now.
All right, just waiting for all of the util. I like it. Just draw that out. Now that you know that these cooldowns are not available for
line up.
ZETA.
A shot. Oh नहीं.
You gotta use it at least one, if not two ults.
Jens के पीछे का.
10 struck down. Great little lurk there. Dep now punished. Spike gonna be stranded on the floor. The flash is decent. Sugar Zero tries to hold the line. Finds a second elimination. Pushed out Crow.
Oh, nice
good for one
try,
as well. But this leaves Lads now in a 1v2. Lockdown initiated. Still making his way into heaven. Good choice from Elmi Moore just to make sure he buys time for 2GE to cover his back. Dart goes in deep, doesn't get the hit that he's looking for though.
Laz निकाल लेगा
your
मुझे लग
economy
रहा है.
is looking fine, right? For ZETA, and especially for Laz. I mean, Dep is rich as well. You could even buy the operator for himself next round, so might as well.
Standing ahead.
Dart goes out to check the site. Not going to spot anything, doesn't necessarily eliminate the potential that they could be in hell. He does a quick little 180 to check. Nano Swarm, some ton of damage.
Odin लेके वापस जा, save कर.
Laz is just looking to take away weapons here.
Seems like that's going to be the case.
Sees one.
Okay, no, he's just going to save it.
Odin भी नहीं लिया.
Decides to back away, doesn't want to give over. I was going to say an ult charge, but 2G's already got his. Elmi Moore is quite far away.
Yeah, I mean, I think there would have been logic for him to actually just, you know, stick by and eventually die to the spike, even if he gets one kill.
चलेगा.
He gets one extra ult
KJ का ult use हो गया.
यार ये 10 भाई को मारना था उसको.
You know, he just goes for the very, very safe route of keeping a weapon alive. There are still, I mean, no one's at match point yet, so there's still a couple rounds where that extra bank might come in handy.
10-10.
Come on, ZETA.
First time you finally get that lead for ZETA. And just right after that, timeout comes through. RRQ looked good in the bye round.
Yeah, first time in a long time that RRQ is all starting on the same side of the map. So if they get control of mid, surely this round, now you invest your ultimates. I mean, last time you thought you could get in with some free kills early, but...
Great dart!
LOL!
Just catches Elmi Moore. Also gets a good amount of damage. I mean, the power down to 54. Laz instantly has to break away from the drone as he tries to flush him out of this back site. We'll see if that comes back to bite them, because 10 does hold on to this lockdown.
If they're going to come into this, RRQ has to push fast because this Cosmic Divide is going to end soon.
Oh,
nice shot, nice shot.
Backs away, throws down the fragment now to buy some more time. 10 swings out into the spawn, catches another, and suddenly it's just 2G.
Spike drop mid.
Stranded out.
Nice play.
All places.
Oh, and these are the moments where we see the cracks start to show for RRQ. Listen, the decision to try to rotate over to A, even that wasn't a bad idea, but you needed to just commit. You had 3 people already up through the connector towards defender's spawn.
This is just completely crumbled. Again, given the money
तो कौन देख रहा है? सोवा ही तो देख रहा है
सोवा और
बस।
ओमन देख रहे हैं, देखना ओमन भी देख रहा है, सेम
Going
पीक
into the next
30
round.
seconds left.
हाँ ओमन दोनों जगह
Everybody
देख
else
रहा है।
2GE only with 900 credits in the bank. He's just
जंप भी
gotta
कर
let
रहा है
this
वो
go.
दोनों जगह।
Yeah,
ओमन को सिर्फ बी
this
में
is a
देखना
round where
चाहिए
they
था
finally
बस।
choose
पर वैसे आ नहीं
two
रहा
of their huge ultimates, right? Cosmic Divide and the Huntress.
RRQ 2-0
And both
कल
of them, I mean, the
अब
setups
राउंड
for them
निकाला ZETA ने
individually
देखा?
were good. Even if you lost a member to the
10
Odin
seconds
initially,
left.
it was fine, especially because you actually pushed out through connector. But then their decision making, they falter for 1 second. And then Crow's able to
एक और
get
round
another
से-
pick on mid with the spike being rotated.
Zeta again.
भाई क्या टाइमिंग पकड़ी उसने बीमेन पे
This time, one round
ओडिन से।
away. Locking in map point for themselves.
और डेप भाई ने ऑफ ली,
Smorgasbord of ultimates.
ऑफ ली डेप भाई ने।
Just the null command
मिल
available for
जाएगा,
the side of
नहीं ये
Flipside.
जा रहा है, शॉट
Everybody else tragically far away because of the heavy commit that we've seen
Force
over the
back
last
कर
2
रहे।
rounds now.
Yeah, I mean,
नहीं,
in theory,
half
no
buy
one
कर
on
रहे।
RRQ should be regaining their ultimates
Half buy
before
कर
this
रहे।
match ends. So you're relying on this null command. Now, obviously, you don't want to let Zeta get match point first, but it looks like RRQ is just going to play the safe route, really try to commit to a full buy round and see if they can get a couple cheeky picks here if Zeta
ये
overcommits.
क्या एंगल था?
This time they do show respect to the Odin. Wood getting spammed down. Again, forward presence established in mid. Double stack into market. Drone ready to
What?
charge.
Oh, if EJ gets spotted by this, there's a big chance he doesn't get out alive.
I mean, they know where he's at. Fragment's gonna go in. They're spraying somehow. He only takes a modicum of damage.
Yeah, 10 choosing not to spray there in case EJ pushes out of the smoke so he can be ready to swivel. But that does give EJ a moment to get out alive.
Depp. He have just been within. No, actually, does not get caught, but Tailwind now going to expire. Because the whole thing's down. Needs to win this battle versus EJ when he decides to take it.
सोवा के पास ड्रोन भी है, रिकॉन भी है।
Flipsider doesn't have any flashes, so this is just going to be a straight run. Now they could go for the null command if he wanted.
Nebula up and oh, it's just a blind shot through the smoke. Depp finding a kill. Sugar Zero now stuck in hell, trying to hold things down. Swings out of the corner, finds one cake at the second. EJ gets that kill. Flash out, bro. Spraying through,
What?
trying to find something, but Elmimore
What?
arrives through window to try to bail them out. 10 on the approach, the lockdown still held on to nothing to clear it. He drops
Time
it
नहीं है
in, the plant
बे।
will come through.
प्लान
15
करते निकलना
seconds
पड़ेगा
remaining.
इनको।
You have to stick, right, because of the timing. But now you know the only place for them to go is wide. This lockdown covers the entirety of, the exit out onto main.
They're so low.
Oh, and 10 is just waiting. I mean, they have the call for the health as well, so 10 is just going to wait to spray down.
One pinged.
Oh,
What?
What a pivot! How did he get Laz?
no, it's a fight for time!
They're looking for the double! Oh! The tailwind takes him into the corner. 10 backs away. Tag down to 80. And EJ, he can just play around this with time. The turret's not that deep. He can peek without drawing
EJ
contact.
gambles this!
नाइस।
Ten's got it.
Oh my
भाई
god, I
बहुत
mean,
close था
Hearts
यार।
of Steel for
बहुत
EJ
close
as
था,
well. He
बहुत
just says,
close
no,
था
भाई
you're
उसने
surely
क्या
making
मारा
one
जेट ने
more
और डैश मार
time.
दिया वहाँ से।
And he was right, but he was already too low.
Match point.
So very close. They almost brought that back from the brink.
I mean, if RRQ had won this round,
ये हेवन कहाँ से आ गया भाई? और वो स्पैम मारने में लगे टट्टी लोग।
Now they're at map point. They need to take us into overtime and close down from there. If they
Nice,
want to find
nice,
this
nice.
2-0.
चलो, come back, come back, come back.
Looks like they're in with a pinch. Go ahead and take this to 3.
एक और राउंड, एक और राउंड, एक और राउंड।
mind getting
कौन
the
बोला भाई
season
2-0?
on
कौन बोला?
Lotus. I mean, once again for RRQ.
कौन माइकल आल बोला?
See how things might have changed up, but
Looking for the pass
Who
in again.
bola
Depp
साले?
over the top. Spots him for a moment. They got him down.
but see that
What
change up
the
this time, Crow
fuck,
helps
bro?
commit to it. They're not
ये
actually
strat
relying on
अलग
Depp
ही
to
है
get the
क्योंकि
kills.
फ्लैश
This
भी
time
आता
the
है
intention
तो
was
कुछ
for
भी
them to
करते हैं
simply
भाई।
draw them out. Good adjustment from Zeta, just one small tweak on a set play, and now they're able to get a huge numbers advantage, try to close out this map and go to a map 3.
Zafaro darted, sprinting up now into mid. Wants to try to intercept, and Crow, as low as he is, would need to effectively get this one tap of the Phantom.
Yeah, I mean, I think Crow, the angle he was holding as well, is literally just there for info and time. Oh, he saw him.
Sees the paranoia.
Elmimore knows both are there.
Okay, now they know that he's far forward. They try to take the fight. He gets a bit of damage across. 10 going to be knocked down to 65. 2GE arrives in the site. Finds 2.
नहीं।
And maybe we're not done yet.
If Severo can get this kill, It would be massive. The smoke trying to allow Zafiro to just hide.
Does he check through this?
What?
Spraying it.
This
Is just creeping
What a
down.
peek!
Oh, this angle is so hard to read, though. He knows he's near Zafiro knows.
Oh, he's
Spray
spraying
comes.
so close, but he just holds it. Depth, however, still here. Punches forward. Gets the point blank right click to drag ZETA into a third and final map. 13-10 in both of these so far. ZETA not
We
going
were so
down without a fight.
focused वहाँ सोवा पे
Unfortunately for RRQ,
जेट राउंड है
ZETA
क्या
0-3 on their own map
जेट
picks in
जिंदा था वो
VCT
देखा ही नहीं था
events. Oh, but the map that they've elected to go to twice
No 2-0.
is what's standing in their way of getting their first match victory. Lotus.
Depth
Now
just
on the
better
horizon.
baby.
Yeah,
Oh, well
we
played
gotta
यार.
remember, right?
बहुत सही खेला
RRQ
बे।
this
लेकिन मैं मजाक से
squad,
हट के कह रहा हूँ यार।
RRQ as a team in Valorant as well.
10.
On a global scale, itching for a
10
win,
भाई।
but then this
बहुत बढ़िया
roster
यार।
itching for a win. Sure, ZETA, I mean, given their
2-3
storyline,
round तो उन्होंने
they would love
निकाले
to get a win as well, but they've had a taste of that victory before. In fact, going so far in last year's Masters Reykjavik. But RRQ, I mean, you can see it in their play. They know they're able to get wins, but they still just haven't proven
Guys,
it yet.
like करो,
Some
like.
fans are starting to lose hope.
क्या कर रहे हो यार? 2k likes करो जल्दी.
I think a lot of fans on the side of ZETA
Rangus
might have been giving up hope.
Kilo रोबो के
After
साथ.
that run back,
Rangus
after
Kilo
that
रोबो के
6-6
साथ.
half. RRQ looking clean
कैसे
with
खेलते
it.
रोबो?
DJ
Rangus?
having a hell of a performance, but
अरे वो डिस्कॉर्ड में
हाँ.
डिस्कॉर्ड में तेरे को रैंक का सा क्या
Yes.
बोलते हैं, कोई एक वेबसाइट है उसमें जाके खेलना पड़ता है, ऐसा कुछ था।
क्या सही है? Rank Guess Valorant.
हाँ, जो डिस्कॉर्ड पे स्ट्रीम करेगा वो
Rank
Actually मेरे को भी
Predictor.
दिखेगा।
Predict कैसे? Predictor.
तो
ये
था यार रैंक वाला रैंक डिल
क्या?
रैंक DLE
Rank Till.
हाँ।
RRQ Rank Till. अच्छा.
और डिस्कॉर्ड पे स्ट्रीम कर ताकि मेरे भी को भी दिखे और गेस करेंगे।
ओ इसमें सब है.
हाँ,
इसमें सब है. Like
सारी
games.
चीजें। हाँ,
अच्छा डिस्कॉर्ड स्ट्रीम करो ठीक है. कलेक्ट स्टार्स ठीक है.
ओके कौन बोली ये?
एलेक्सा
क्यों?
पता
ओके
नहीं।
क्यों बोली?
सब ठीक है एलेक्सा.
मेरे को सुनाई दिया ओके बट वो क्या बोला तूने? जो
अभी क्या करूं? अभी क्या करूं?
प्ले करना है तेरे को, बस प्ले करना है कि अभी वीडियो दिखेगी इसकी।
ओ ऐसा क्या?
Ooh, I went right through that hole.
ओके
हाय ये तो फालतू का था डिसमिस.
हाँ ये
फालतू का डिसमिस था.
क्यों किया पता नहीं।
Oh, she's a stinger.
फिर से कर. तारुक भाई.
Watch out behind you guys.
ओ ए देखिए ये फालतू का था.
क्यों था?
तारुक भाई.
क्यों था?
हाँ सामने वाले
Harper's just better, bro.
Enemy remaining.
Bro, are you just staring at the TP?
कौन बोला
Yeah, 'cause
डायमंड?
it opened, bro.
ये फ्लैट भी नहीं है भाई. उसका पेन ये फ्लैट भी नहीं है. ये मेरे को
क्या लग रहा है?
सिल्वर या ब्रॉन्ज. सिल्वर या
मेरे को
ब्रॉन्ज. सिल्वर लग रहा है
सिल्वर
मुझे.
लग रहा है, सिल्वर
मेरे को भी सिल्वर लग रहा है. सिल्वर लग रहा है भाई. फ्लैट बोल रहा. शर्म करो. शर्म करो. सिल्वर.
सबमिट
सबमिट.
को गो योर गेस कर। ओ गोल्ड था। ओके कोई नहीं,
Correct,
गोल्ड
correct,
वन होगा, गोल्ड वन होगा।
गोल्ड वन होगा. ये रेडिएंट इमॉर्टल गेस करा किसी ने.
इमॉर्टल
कौन है वो भड़वा जिसने इमॉर्टल गेस
अरे
करा?
वो
1%.
उस
क्लोज थे
1% बे,
क्लोज थे यार. हाँ
नेक्स्ट क्लिप
चलो एक काम करते गाइस. मैं काम करते हैं. कोई भी क्लिप है प्ले करूंगा. मैं उसका पोल डालूंगा. ठीक है ना? जिस पोल ज्यादा होगा वो करेंगे. ठीक है साथ में. ठीक है रोबो.
पर पहले नहीं पहले देख, उसके बाद ऑप्शन दे कि ये हो सकता है, ये हो सकता है।
हाँ
उसके बाद पोल दे रहा है।
4 ऑप्शंस दे सकते हो, ठीक है।
हाँ क्वालिटी बढ़ाई। ओ ओ
इसमें हाँ क्वालिटी बढ़ी। नाइस नाइस। हेड,
ओके
एम हेड पे है,
एसेंडेंट लग रहा है।
एम हेड पे है, एम हेड पे है। थोड़ा एक बार नाम पढ़ लूं। नाइस नाइस। फ्लैश पिक भी अच्छी थी। ज्यादा रश नहीं कर रहा, साउंड पे खेल रहा है बंदा, पता लग गया उसको कहाँ पे है वो।
रेडिएंट या इमॉर्टल, रेडिएंट या इमॉर्टल, रेडिएंट या इमॉर्टल है भाई। हाँ योर मॉम, नाम किसी का तो फेमिलियर नहीं है। रेडिएंट या इमॉर्टल लग रहा है मेरे को द वे ही।
भाई 4 रैंक दूंगा चैट तुम्हें, 4 रैंक गैस करने के लिए दूंगा, ठीक है? 4 रैंक गैस करने के लिए दूंगा, रुको। 4 रैंक गैस करने के लिए दे रहा हूं, टेंशन ना लो। रेडिएंट इमॉर्टल बोल रहा है, रोबो शर्म कर, कहां से लग रहा है रेडिएंट इमॉर्टल?
मेरे को एसेंडेंट या इमॉर्टल लग रहा है, एसेंडेंट या इमॉर्टल लग रहा है। भाई तेरा क्लिप ऐसे तेरी कौन से ऐसे क्लिप है जो ऐसे शॉट्स मारे तूने, वो बताया वो मेरे को।
असेंडेंट की स्पेलिंग अगर मैंने गलत लिखी हो माफ करना गाइस।
एक्सीडेंट लिख दे, एक्सीडेंट।
4 रैंक दिए, 4 रैंक दिए, चलो देखते हैं। 4 रैंक दिए पोल में, करो बताओ बताओ। भाई ये रेडिएंट कहीं से नहीं है, रेडिएंट मत करना अंडी मंडी, मैं बता रहा हूँ ये रेडिएंट नहीं है। 2% लोगों ने रेडिएंट कर रखा है ना, मत करो।
नहीं रेडिएंट नहीं है, रेडिएंट नहीं लग रहा,
रेडिएंट नहीं है ये,
एसेंडेंट लग रहा
ये
है।
इमॉर्टल भी नहीं है। मैं हूँ इमॉर्टल, मेरे से पूछो, ये इमॉर्टल भी नहीं है। प्लेस अच्छे थे, सब कुछ अच्छा था। एसेंडेंट
तेरे हिसाब से क्या है? तेरे हिसाब से
एसेंडेंट 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 है गाइस, एसेंडेंट है। और चैट भी एसेंडेंट लिख रही है। डायमंड मत लिखो यार, इतना नीचे नहीं खेल सकता। एसेंडेंट है, 42% एसेंडेंट।
चलो
डन,
एसेंडेंट कर।
डन।
डायमंड,
हाँ डायमंड वाले अभी बजेंगे चैट में यार। ये 39% वाले डायमंड वाले, ए मेरे को मत बोलो। 39% वाले डायमंड वाले, जिसने 41% एसेंडेंट लिखा है, उन पे बजो, उन पे बजो। हाँ उन पे
एक
बजो।
मिनट एक मिनट, ये ब्रॉन्ज 1% कौन है? ये ब्रॉन्ज वाला कौन है? हराम खोर कौन था ये 1%?
उन पे बजो, हम पे मत बजो, ठीक है?
अबे ब्रॉन्ज 1% डाला है किसी ने? 3% सिल्वर। हेलो हेलो,
कब से ब्रॉन्ज सिल्वर ऐसा खेलने लगे यार? हाँ उन पे बजो, उन पे बोला था भाई, आम का मत बोलो यार, टेक गेमर यार।
लास्ट क्लिप, लास्ट क्लिप।
चलो
फुल क्वालिटी अच्छी कर दे पहले। हाँ।
एक सेकेंड, ए भैया जी ऐसे ले नेट लेके भाग रहे जैसे इनके डैडी ने सब कुछ क्लियर कर रखा होगा। वहां से तो कोई पी के नहीं करेगा।
अरे मर गया। भाई उसने एक भी गन शॉट से किसी को गन से नहीं मारा, 2 सक्सेस से, एक अल्ट से। ये सिल्वर या गोल्ड है यार, सिल्वर या गोल्ड है। ब्रॉन्ज भी हो सकता है,
देखता
नो
हूँ,
आइडिया।
देखता हूँ इस बार क्या कहते हैं चैट यार।
क्या रैंक दे रहा है तू? रैंक्स क्या दे रहा है?
दे रहा हूँ मैं। रुक जा। चलो क्योंकि यही है, इन चारों में से ही है कोई, पक्की बात है, गारंटीड है।
क्या दिए?
ब्रॉन्ज, गोल्ड, प्लैट, सिल्वर, इन चारों में से ही है। आयरन नहीं हो सकता,
क्यों नहीं हो
ब्रॉन्ज
सकता?
नहीं, आयरन
आयरन
नहीं
क्यों
हो
नहीं हो
सकता,
सकता?
आयरन नहीं हो सकता,
आयरन
ब्रॉन्ज
निकला तो
गोल्ड,
भाई अलग
आयरन
ही
नहीं
था।
है, ब्रॉन्ज गोल्ड प्लैट सिल्वर में से ही है, पक्की बात है, मैं बता रहा हूँ तुम्हें, पक्की
मेरे को
बात है।
सिल्वर लग रहा है।
मेरे को भी सिल्वर लग रहा है गाइस, मेरे को भी सिल्वर लग रहा है। प्लैट
बट
जिसने
ब्रॉन्ज
करा है
भी,
यार,
बट ब्रॉन्ज के बहुत करीब है, वैसा है।
नहीं सिल्वर और गोल्ड के
गोल्ड
करीब
मत
है।
बोलियो,
गोल्ड,
गोल्ड मत बोलियो,
नहीं सही
बहुत।
में सिल्वर, सिल्वर हो
भाई उसने
सकता है
एक
गाइस।
घंटा अल्टी पकड़ी हुई थी हाथ में, ठीक है। फिर
अब
से देख लियो
ब्रॉन्ज,
क्लिप, एक और बार क्लिप देख लियो।
हाँ वो तो टाइमिंग पकड़ रहा था, वो देख रहा था मैं रडार में। अरे यार सिल्वर को ऊपर लाओ, सिल्वर है, गोल्ड ब्रॉन्ज मत करो। और चैट सिल्वर को ऊपर लाओ यार, मजाक से हटके कह रहा हूं मैं।
ब्रॉन्ज है, ब्रॉन्ज।
ब्रॉन्ज नहीं है, सिल्वर है, ब्रॉन्ज है यार। देखो ब्रॉन्ज को दे रहे हो यार वोट, ए लो यार 31% कर दिए भाई, 32% कर दिए ब्रॉन्ज को यार। मैं बोल रहा हूँ सिल्वर है, तुम बोल रहे हो ब्रॉन्ज है, देख लो, देख लो भाई। और ये जो गोल्ड 24% और प्लैट 13%, अगर तुम्हारा आंसर सही रहा तो बाकियों में बचना, ठीक है। मैं पर बोल रहा हूँ सिल्वर है, मैं पर ब्रॉन्ज पे जा रहा हूँ क्योंकि तुमने बोला ब्रॉन्ज, ठीक है चलो।
लेट्स गो।
हाँ,
तेरे जैसे बहुत बधिर लोग हैं जो सिल्वर वाले हैं, ठीक है।
सिल्वर वाले लोगों मेरी तरह हो तुम, टेंशन ना लो।
एक मिनट, इमोर्टल किसने देखा? ये कौन बधिर है? कौन बधिर है? 1%।
अब बोलना मत। सिल्वर वाले थोड़े बैकअप पे आओ यार, 31% सिल्वर वाले थोड़े बैकअप पे आओ यार, ऐसे मत करो यार। अ, ओए थोड़ा बैकअप पे आओ। बैकअप दो यार, क्या कर रहे हो? पढ़ो भाई, आपके कल का 214 दिखाते तो उसको क्या होता, मतलब मत करो यार राकू भाई। गाइस लेकिन मैं आप सबको एक इंसेन इंसेन मेरा एक ऑफ शॉट दिखाना चाहता हूँ, ठीक है। ये क्या है बे? हाँ ठीक है, इंसेन ऑफ शॉट।
मुझे फुल डब्ल्यू, फुल डब्ल्यू।
कौन सा राउंड था? आने वाला है, आने वाला है। स्लो मो में दिखाऊं या पहले, क्योंकि तुम्हें ना रजिस्टर नहीं होगा ये क्या मारा कहाँ मारा, ठीक है। तो पहले नॉर्मल 1x में दिखाता हूँ,
क्वालिटी
ठीक है।
बड़ा, क्वालिटी बड़ा।
क्वालिटी फुल है यार, लोगों में ऐसी है, ठीक है। तो पहले तुम्हें मैं नॉर्मल 1x पे दिखाता हूँ। फिर 0.5x में दिखाऊंगा, ठीक है।
टिम्बर खेल रहा है तू?
फक शॉट, फकिंग शॉट, कमिंग सी फास्ट। कहाँ मारा समझ आया, किसको मारा समझ आया? हाँ
तू स्लो मोशन में भी क्या दिखाएगा? स्मोक में था तू,
अबे
तो क्या दिखाएगा स्मोक में था तू?
देख, मैंने जेट
मटका
को,
लगा है और कुछ नहीं है, मटका लगा है।
मैंने जेट को ड्रैग मारा है, मेरे को उसकी पिक्सल दिखी बस एक हल्की सी, ये देख।
हल्की सी नहीं, उसका पूरा उड़ के आ रहा था वो
हाँ
ऊपर,
तो
पूरा दिखा मुझे तो।
भाई
पिक्सल दिख रहा है भाई,
पिक्सल
उम्र
बोलते
हो
हो
गई है
उसको, पिक्सल।
गाइस, उम्र हो जाती है तो तुम्हें सिर्फ पिक्सल दिखते हैं, जबकि वहां पे पूरा एक
वो देख
इंसान आ रहा है
फ्लैश आ
ऊपर।
रहा है, सब आ रहा है,
वो देखो पूरा,
वो देख, देखा
पूरा जेट तो दिखा उड़ते हुए, और क्या।
देखा।
तुक्का बोलते हैं इसे, तुक्का। गाइस
गॉड
इसको रैंक दो,
शॉट।
रैंक दो, रैंक रेटिंग दो।
व्यू रिजल्ट कितना आया? एक ही जीते यार हम, शिट यार।
अरे नहीं, प्लेड स्ट्रीक एक ही है ना, एक ही अभी तक खेला तो है।
ओह, और भी खेल सकते हैं,
हाँ
और भी खेल सकते हैं।
हाँ, वापस रिलोड कर ले पेज को, और क्या।
इमॉर्टल
रैंक
2
में।
बेबी, इमॉर्टल 2 क्या लिख रहे हो? ओ वापस।
और तो अपने क्लिप्स भी डाल सकते हैं यहाँ पे।
ओ हाँ क्या?
हाँ देखना, सबमिट है ऊपर।
ये तो वही आ रही है पर।
अरे नहीं मतलब, रैंक डेल पे क्लिक कर, ऊपर जो है ना नाम लिखा है जहाँ पे,
हाँ
random.com पे जा, हाँ बस। वापस बैंडल ले, वैलोरेंट ले, और यहाँ पे हाँ।
मेरे कोई आ रहा है ऐसा क्यों?
आई थिंक एक दिन में एक ही ऐसा कुछ होगा शायद।
और क्या है भाई ये? मैं भी सबमिट कर सकता हूँ?
हाँ
क्लिप रिजल्ट नहीं देखना, पता ही है वो तो।
अरे वो वर्डल जैसा है रे
ये देख नेक्स्ट
रैंडल बनाया ना, वर्डल पता है तेरे को वर्डल क्या होते हैं?
डेली आता है, डेली नहीं, ये देख रहे हो क्या?
हाँ नेक्स्ट रैंडल विल बी एट इन 14 आवर्स।
ऐसा है?
हाँ हर मतलब तुमको 3 से वो वर्डल जैसा है रे और कुछ नहीं।
मैच स्टार्ट हो गया।
चालू हो रहा है शायद।
हाँ
डिस्कॉर्ड पे बंद कर देंगे।
डिस्कॉर्ड बंद करते बोल के कुछ चला गया। वेरी रियलिस्टिक।
Controller maybe, I don't know exactly how they're, usually you'd be Crow Sugar Zero for the double controller, and then leave Laz as say a Fade or whatever breach or whatever initiator they want to throw in, but big question marks around, and is then RRQ on the other side of things going to change anything up from what they've run previously?
Without a doubt. I mean,
बाकी गेम्स भी है,
again,
बाकी गेम्स मेरे को आता नहीं है। चलो ठीक है देखते हैं बाकी का देखेंगे।
When it comes down to this one,
एक दिन बस 3 क्लिप्स। ओह ऐसा है क्या?
Maybe we'll lock it in, but again, the thing for RRQ is
they've
been really reactive. They've been just playing off of things that ZETA throws at them, and then they come in with some kind of a...
इस मैच का प्रेडिक्शन मैं चाहता हूँ ZETA जीते यार गाइस। बहुत अच्छी टीम लगी मुझे ZETA यार। गाइस तुम्हें क्या बोलते हो? RRQ है ZETA? अब मेरे को ZETA है।
For depth that he's on the Neon's cut, probably the thing that's going to jump out at everybody here that I feel like he should be good on because he's played so many different FPS games. I feel like he should have good mechanics with a Neon. Now, I'm not sure we've seen a lot of that
ZETA.
Depp has been kind of a jet player for the most part through and through.
Volume बढ़ा और बढ़ाओ।
Maybe he's been practicing this Neon. We've heard that this ZETA team
और
is
बढ़ाओ।
grinding their butts off.
जल्दी बढ़ाओ।
Maybe now this is going to come through and we're going to see a stellar performance from him. I would love to see it personally.
What an iron shot Fatu bhai, Raku bhai.
ZETA's going to approach this map.
I want to see a lot more nail-biting moments between these two teams. They've been doing it in round 2. Game 2. I want to see more of that in game 3. Casters, Achilles, William, give us a good game. Take it away.
बढ़ाओ?
I mean, that's not really up to us, I suppose. We'll do a good cast. But hopefully the game is good.
2K likes NHK पता नहीं क्या कर रहे हैं, लाइक ही नहीं कर रहे यार, और लाइक करो यार।
Good game, yeah.
Undemanded.
We'll see if they deliver on this one, because again, we're going into what has been RRQ's favorite map pick in Lotus. Changed things up here today, but did float it. ZETA, obviously willing to also play this map, means that they should have something prepared. The Neon, a bit of a curveball. Went back just now and looked. It is Depp's 7th most played agent, and this is going to be the 8th game that he has ever played of Neon in VC2.
Yeah, so not too many.
So not many. And that's compared to 133 games of Jet.
गोल्डी किसके साथ खेल रहे हैं?
And his second most played is Sage with 18. So obviously, there is a very big delta between Depp playing Jet versus literally anything else.
Well, we'll see. I mean, if he has the practice down, I mean, if he can show the same amount of confidence.
Lotus, baby!
This could work out. I mean, we've seen Neon's getting picked and doing some damage here on Lotus, especially if you combine it with the Breach. You can erase so many angles with the double, triple stuns here.
बोल डाल लोले, छोड़ो।
See what the plan's going to be, though. As the clock ticks down, we get ready to go. On the attack here is ZETA. Flash going out to GE immediately. Respect the rush. TP's back over into the site, where for now he will be left to his own devices. You can see the counter swing starting to come through, as we'll have Flipshider looking to reinforce him in that position. But this could end up very quickly transitioning into a B hit.
Yeah, and ZETA's keeping that option open, which I think is smart, right? You know the paranoia is out from 2GE, so you can try to strike on A. And I like what RRQ's doing. They're not showing anybody to try to bait them into the site commit.
Okay, good hit. Swing around the corner. Depp able to find one. Puts a little bit of damage down on the Flipshider, but cannot find the kill. Sparrow now arriving. Let's cut down Sugar Zero to boot.
10 has to be able to come for backup as well.
The flash, great. Instant headshot. Flipshider takes down Crow. 10 and Laz. Now just Laz versus everybody else. A classic in hand to try to win this one out. The Haunt available. Throws it. Finds everybody. Will end up falling. Flipshider picks up 3 kills. They'll also get the defuse to try to fast track this rolling thunder.
Yeah, a great
ब्रिज
idea
को
from
मारना था
RRQ, right? In
उससे
fact,
पहले
just
उसका बैकअप आ
hide
जाए
and bait people into the site.
ब्रिज
You
को
know
मारना
they have
था
to spend some time getting through their own smokes, and that way your backup arrives. Elmi Moore is able to watch if there's anyone lurking behind, which he does find 10 in the end. And it's just going to be a good draw in flip shader. Also at the end, I mean, Elmi Moore kind of jumping forward to draw out some of them. Listen, I've never seen Elmi Moore make as much noise, whether it's talking or not. I mean, he's always been quiet whenever I've met him, but seems like he's hyped up for now.
Lotus decider every time हाँ क्या लाइक करो यार लाइक करो राकू भाई ने बोला यार
Okay, A didn't work out. Let's try C. I mean, cross doesn't catch.
Yeah.
Tucked against the wall, so Wiley are fine. Flash in the dash, they push forward. And it is a
What?
blink, and you miss it around. A flawless here is
शुरू ही
RRQ.
खत्म
And perfectly poised. A very similar play to what we saw from Detonation Focus Speeds.
What?
And there was with the paint shell, but this time, I mean, still the same idea. You flash him, and then you widen the angle with the jet. You get a crossfire around Mound.
Take the listen in. I mean, yeah, even before they're all dead, the cheers are starting. They know that they've got it in the bag. So a very nice, flawless anti-eco. Now we'll see. ZETA, can they get themselves on the board nice and early? Remember how many rounds RRQ were able to net for themselves in the first map. They cannot afford to have that happen again.
Yeah, so they picked up the tempo towards C, and I mean, listen, this ult orb on attack side for C Mound is such an easy orb to get, other than, you know, the potential set plays that we saw in the previous round. So this is all fine and done, but the problem being that 2GE already has full control of Rubble, so RRQ is fairly aware of this.
Oh, relay bolt does not connect on to Elmi Moore, and it heads up for the kill from the turret. Does get traded back.
Backup has
Healing
arrived.
offered up. It's Sugar Zero. Does get a catch. Flip Shadow now going to be taken down.
Yeah.
Well, one of the flashes dealt with.
Yeah, and that's important because now you know that RRQ, probably they're split, right? Because they've taken control of Rubble, and then they rotated people over to C. You won a couple duels there.
स्काई ने
So
ऊपर से
really,
फ्लैश करके
wherever
देखा
you
भी
go,
कोई
ZETA
था ही नहीं
should have the numbers advantage, so they're just playing with time, making sure that no one lurks out for a greedy kill.
Just poking and prodding a little bit. It seems like they're suspecting that there
ये
was this
EJ
over-rotate
easy
over to
बोलता
C.
रहेगा तो EJ
Yeah, well, this is smart, though, from ZETA, right? They throw some utility just to check if there's a response, and there is, and they say, okay, well, we know for a fact there's at least one on C, so we might as well, as long as we group up, we'll always have a numbers advantage. Let's go to the other side of the map, and this should be a very safe plan.
Yep. Turret gets set up. I believe it's to watch Baby Door. As the spike can get planted, 12 seconds left.
10 seconds left. Placing swarm grenade.
Now their positions are, yeah, they've got to open the door and widen the angles just a bit again, because otherwise ZETA would have actually been corralled into their own disadvantage here.
Still 3 and tree.
Yeah, it's not great.
फ्लैश है
You know, the others have rifles on the side of our
पैरानोवा नहीं है
Great flash.
Good flash, but looks like Crow able to turn away, finds the first kill. Aftershock now invested. And just gonna
Nice.
one after the other picked off. Is
well
Hey,
played
barely
read.
clean in their own right. Only lose out on depth. Will be able to go ahead and pick up the third round.
हाँ
And a great play, right? Get the orb on C, draw out some attention. You win a couple duels, but if you can't
सी गए
enter,
सबसे स्टार्टिंग में
just let
एक
them
पिक
take
मिली
control of Rubble
होल्ड
themselves.
करा
Most, there's probably
उनकी
only one
रोटेशन
left
आई
there anyway. The understanding of this
उन्होंने दिखाया वो सी पे लेकिन वापस गए स्काई ने फ्लैश करा वहां पे क्लियर करा जेट वापस आई फिर वो सी गए उन्होंने दिखाया जेट को कि वो है वहां पे फिर स्काई वापस आया ओवन ए से रोटेट करके बी गया वो ए चले गए देखो इन राउंड कॉलिंग एकदम मेरी तरफ पैच एकदम मेरी तरफ
Currently solo hovering over towards A. Hefty presence invested there from RRQ. 3 people pushed up over towards Rubble.
एकदम मेरी तरफ
Flash investment there from Zafaro doesn't confirm any presence. Not sure if he got the audio cue.
हिमांशु भाई क्या लिख रहे हो क्या करवा रहे हो
Just holding on to this with the smoke. RRQ, I think their intention was to push out here, and they're creeping forward for it. ZETA reads it. They know.
भाई जेटा को रीड निकलो पीछे निकलो
Out, relay bolt bouncing away. Doesn't manage to find Zafaro though. Jake trades one back, puts some damage down to the depth as well. 4 HP as he tries to hide in the corner.
What?
Just tears apart 3 more members, and I mean, surely he should be able to get the 4th.
Oh, well, he's low on health, so he's just saying, listen, I'll just hold the site until backup comes.
I got spiked.
There's nowhere for Dep to go. They know he's low as well.
He's Got the right read that someone's gonna be there, but
भाई
that
क्या
much
ये
HP
कुछ भी
is gonna be one of the fastest headshots
वुमेन
that
का
we would have seen, but
मटका
चार
राउंड का
कैसे ले
ये
गया?
go ahead, they push back.
तीन कैसे ले गया?
Not
सॉरी.
allowing Zeta to string together
हाँ
a
मेरे को
second.
लगा 2 ही मार पाएगा वो, 3 ले गया वो. अच्छा लाइन ऑफ फायर में आए वो.
Well, we heard one piece of comm for sure, and that's 1 HP. Oh, they're getting hyped up. And listen, I mean, Zeta had a good read too. They realized that with the extra
Hyped up,
light
good.
coming out from RRQ, that this was going to be an aggress. And Zeta tried to strike back, but it's 2GE just holding down the Phantom Spray.
Again, attention towards A has been abandoned. Seems like RRQ is expecting kind of like the back and forward swing and say, okay, they went to A, then they go to C. So this time, they should
भागो
go to C
भागो
again,
भागो
but
डुन
not
डुन
to
डुन
B.
डुन.
And it works out because, you know, if it was going to be a C site hit, they were trying
ये
to
क्या
stop
हरामी
the
है?
under early, but if it's on to A, I mean, hey, they used
डेप
it,
का
now we
स्किन
can play a
देख,
safe
उसमें
retake.
कौन सा ये लगा के रखा है चाम उसने वो लेके देख.
Seekers on the way out.
किसका?
It's not going to give too much info, it'll just know
ZETA
that
के
they're all
डेप का
corralled in the site.
चाम कौन सा लगा के रखा है? गोल्ड.
On the floor,
Oi.
push in. Lav's gonna be good for one before getting taken down. The lockdown does get sprayed through the box. Bro, the fault line could be juicy. Sends it out. Catches at least onto EJ. 10 just counter swings the cloudburst, finds the barrel, flip shitter dead.
Yeah, I mean, Sugar Zero winning that fight up on Heaven is crucial because otherwise they would have been having to fight both angles, but it opens up a little bit of margin for Zeta Division, and they'll be able to pick up another round, try to catch up here with 2.
किसका स्किन की बात कर रहा है तू? 10 के?
Very solid one here from Zeta.
अरे
Keeping that back and
जेटा
forth
के
trade
डेप है
coming
ना
in.
जो नियॉन है,
हाँ.
उसका स्किन देखियो, उसमें ये होता है ना अपना चाम जो होता है, बडी बडी, हाँ बडी, उसमें कौन सी क्या लगा रखी है उसने, वो देख बस.
बता ना क्या है?
गोल्ड.
I think this is they're gonna try to set him up.
गोल्ड वाली रैंक की ये रखी है उसने बड़ी.
Out of C again, probably the same set play. I mean, you've got
gold
backup of guiding light is ready to go over the wall. Now, only gonna use this if they hear the orb.
तो मतलब ये है कि तुम गोल्ड रैंक से भी प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर बन सकते हो.
About everybody on Zeta, so we have to go ahead and get slowed up a bit. Flipsider just gonna be sat, ready and waiting over by Tree.
2G, yep, 2G and Flipsider. They simply have to stay alive. Backup has already arrived, and on B, they can buy time with the nano swarms, right? You have control of Mound as well. The map control is very solid for RRQ. If they simply stay alive, time is on their side.
They can read the placement of this AJ utility. They just plant, you know, underneath Heaven here.
They could.
Right into the dip. Looks like that's going to be the case. They already have at least one nanoswarm set up.
नियॉन क्यों खेल रहा है पर जेट क्यों नहीं खेल रहा?
Spike in the corner. That's goes charging.
No!
Play on the back of the stun, but doesn't find anything. Nor does Depp. Shut down the HP and the Pharaoh. I mean, he's barely scraped.
Yeah, that's so crucial that he's able to keep control of that, and the fact that Depp has to.
Pharaoh को कुछ लगा ही नहीं.
Suspect another one on the flank. Oh, maybe it doesn't.
What?
Yeah, Sugar Zero, he got the read, but it's 10 again. Coming up.
भाई ये 10 ना टैपिंग करता है ना.
Third round.
ए रिप्ले दिखाओ यार.
देखने का रिप्ले दो यार.
भाई ये 10 की टैपिंग मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगती है.
He's 10. Good things come in threes.
Yeah,
ये देखो दो बुलेट मारेगा सिर्फ.
नहीं ये 10 नहीं है, ये 10 ये 10 है.
आ गया. बस दो बुलेट मारेगा. एक बुलेट, दो बुलेट, बस.
उस स्लो मो में भी इतना फास्ट लग रहा है वो.
दो बुलेट मारते बस और कुछ.
A massive play. Get them 2 rounds in a row and tie up the score already. That's going to be feeling pretty damn good for the side of Zeta. Maybe a little disheartening here for RRQ. They again are going for this double stack just on the inside of C.
Oh, Deb's trying to prepare for the guiding light. They're trying to bait this out. They know that this
is everyone in VLT Radiant?
Deb's ready for it.
He
dodged it.
He dodged it and he gets the punish. What a read. RRQ just falling right into their hands.
I mean, listen, on the side of RRQ, yeah, you're on an eco. You might as well use a play that you've shown already. See if you can.
वो रैंक खेलते भी है क्या? उनको टाइम मिलता है रैंक खेलने के लिए?
I mean, it's still early on enough that you're not losing too much, but hopefully they have some other plays prepared.
जब टूर्नामेंट्स होते तब रैंक खेलने का टाइम नहीं मिलता होगा
ना? He was really considering it, but just the stinger in hand.
क्या रश नहीं किया इन लोग ने, फॉल बैक करके ये जा रहे हैं.
Heavy disadvantage for him.
I gotta say, I think this. The way they're playing this attacking side from Zeta, now Lotus is quite the attacker-favored map, but the way they're playing with the information they have and how they fish for utility, this might be some of the best attacking macro that we've seen from ZETA.
Yeah, I would agree right now. Looks like they're piloting this quite well. Looking for the aggro push. Dep's got the covering fire from Cheddar, gonna be taken down. 10 finds 2 GE. Drop out of heaven. A quick and easy third kill picked up for Dep, as they will be able to make this happen flawlessly by a 1 HP margin. Dep narrowly getting out of there. But now the ults continue to just get scooped up by ZETA.
Yeah, and the econ stabilizing as well. And things like this, right? Reading what RRQ's set play was and applying it for your own victory. That's why GEOs feel good.
dodge करते हैं match.
Very nicely done. In we go. In the lead now. As William.
Mohit Kumar, same team.
Timeout come up on stage.
The clock isn't moving. That tells me that there's
Bravery, AMD.
Well, we'll see. I mean, you know, it could be that a timeout was called and just
VLT versus Godlike है आज, हाँ.
Yet or something. We just have to wait a couple seconds.
वो इन मैचेस के बाद होगी.
रात को 9 बजे.
We'll see though.
All right,
we'll
नहीं.
wait and get confirmation as soon as we
रात 9 बजे टाइम्ड है. अगर ये वाली
seems like we will take a pause in the
2
action.
मैप होती तो फिर 9 बजे चालू
That's
होती.
an
ये
issue
मतलब
they might have, and,
टाइम एक्सटेंड हो जाएगी ना.
as quickly as possibly can.
Yeah, we can
समझ
talk
रहा
about
है?
the game a little bit. I mean, especially with a game like Valorant, things move
Second
so
match was
quickly that
supposed to
we
be
can't always touch
in
upon
ये
everything that
Pacific
happens
वाली.
each and every round, but
Second match was
see
supposed to
from
be
RRQ
starting
is,
at 5:30.
So far, they're trying to get whatever wins they can with the
ये
same
अभी
time.
थर्ड मैप चल रही है
You
इनकी.
saw
तो
that
हाफ एन आवर
execute
का
on
डिले
Seabound
और होगा.
twice now, and then you see them always using the paranoia early to
समझ
try
लो
to get control of rubble. Now,
9 का
talking
9:30 हो
about
जाएगा.
meta of Lotus so far, that
Velty
seems
वाला?
to be a go-to
हाँ.
for a lot of
ऐसा होता है
teams
क्या?
internationally. But the
हाँ, तो
thing
अबे
is, if
इनका
you're not
खत्म होगा
gonna
तभी तो वो
push
शुरू
into
करेंगे.
lobby at some point, ZETA can always just wait it out and strike back with their own utility. They'll be ahead in terms
तो
of
रात को
holding.
क्यों हो रही है इंडिया में? दोपहर को होती ना.
Either way, we carry on.
No, but good changes from both sides. This time it's going to be
तुम्हारी VCT
ZETA
की
trying to
ये ऑफिशियली है ना वो तो उनकी.
early if there's a push out, and RRQ will actually
हाँ
change up
तो
how
वही
these
उनको
guys
टाइमिंग के हिसाब से करनी पड़ेगी. They cannot do 2
rather
tournaments
than looking for kills. So
in the
good
same time
adjustments on
ना.
both sides.
वही सीन है.
Curious if that was a
क्योंकि ये पैसिफिक इंडिया भी आती है ना पैसिफिक में.
हाय शाशु चाची क्या हाल है?
going on either way. So there's smoke.
रौनक आज मैच है भाई.
Laid in 2GE will also just go ahead and make his
ये फेक कर रहे हैं गारंटी. हाँ देखा क्या बोला?
Backside of Mount, but
वापस जा
doesn't
रहे हैं.
find anything, and
इतना
again,
टाइम पास करते ना.
and prodding and then looking to attack somewhere else in the map.
और उनको ZETA वालों ने रीड कर लिया है
Close smoke
कि ये
of their
फेक कर
own
रहे हैं.
just to fish for
नहीं
position.
ZETA वालों
Yeah,
ने
this
नहीं
is the type of map we haven't
RRQ
seen from
ने.
ZETA, where they're fishing out utility, they're fishing out wall bangs and smoke sprays to check if there's anyone still remaining. They do, and they say, all right, well, we've saved up some of our utility, let's strike on the other side of the map.
Okay, turret cleared. Rolling
Doom,
thunder
doom,
in
doom,
response.
doom,
The
doom,
doors
doom,
get
doom.
tapped. EJ goes rushing
Niklo.
forward, finds Laz. Great opening kill.
Niklo.
Despite being blinded, will also get Sugar Zero. As 10
Wait,
now answers back.
blind में
Broken
मार गया.
toe comes up with another.
What?
Finds a second kill. The man advantage suddenly there for the side of ZETA.
20
to
सेकंड
pull
है.
buttons.
तेल को भी
2GE
भाग
arrives,
रहे
and the
हैं.
rest of the
बट
team
अलार्म
with
बॉट
the
है
lead.
इसका सब
All
कुछ
this
है.
KJ util on
अबे
beat means
केजे तो मर गया.
absolutely nothing.
अच्छा केजे मर
The
गया.
lockdown will look to drive them away.
Yeah, there's really no way to clear this
And
seed.
he's gonna push up. He's gonna push up trying to clear it. What? He's gonna get both. The Pharaoh, unscouted, pop flashing into the face of 10, but Dep's got covering
अबे
fire
क्या
from
नकली
behind.
फ्लैश है ये?
It's a damn good attempt.
नकली
Maybe a
फ्लैश थी
little
भाई डॉज कर लेते हैं ये आरामजादे.
from the side of ZETA, but
अरे और 10 भी
round
था.
victory all the same.
तो कुछ बोल
Yeah,
नहीं
they
सकते.
seemed a little too certain that they would not be coming from B Heaven. But, I mean, this fight, the
ये
rolling
10.
thunder was so good, but what keeps ZETA alive
भाई 2 गोली मारता है ये.
is the Neon fast lane, right? It covers so much vision.
तुझे बैंड टोट.
10 settings. Whatever he's
देख ना
playing
2
on,
गोली मारता है
he
भाई.
is crisp with the head.
ZETA for the win. Let's go.
He's been really on point. I mean, he's keeping
भाई,
them alive in
10
so
का
many
score
rounds
double है
here
पूरी टीम
across
से.
all three maps.
He's just been pounding, but here's that aggro rush yet again. 2GE gonna be taken down to depth. Finding one, EJ.
क्या डेथ मैच खेल
Again
रहे
as
हैं क्या?
well. And I get it. You're on this thrifty. You want to try to go for a rush, catch them off guard, but right now it seems
1v5.
like they might just be finding another flawless.
RRQ needs to find a different
अच्छा,
opening
equal
here
था.
for Lotus on defensive side. They use this several times against Gen G as well. And actually, Gen G's answer was the same way. You plant the jet close, and then you
They
have
बहुत
someone
अच्छा वो
go
दिला
over the
रहे हैं.
bubble. Now you have the crossfire, and we just saw that with the Neon as well. Dep holds close.
Flawless.
Well, Elmi Moore, always good for one.
He's in with a chance at, a second kill if he can find Deb. Again, it's him with this Sheriff.
Yeah, I mean, undoubtedly probably the best with the Sheriff, and I think the teammates have agreed as well when we got a chance to talk to them.
Yep. Okay, well, is going to be spotted. Still just wants to try to find something, but unfortunately, gets dazed, gets tagged low. ZETA now finds 6 minimum.
Itna RRQ.
Again, Lotus so far.
आज अनुज भाई डेस खेल रहे हैं क्या? अरे ज़ेनिथ भाई कहाँ रहते हो आप?
So good.
I mean, it's
इतना RRQ.
now, what, 3 times, this being the 3rd.
Yeah.
This similar crunch, and it seems like with every time, you know, ZETA taking away a little bit more from how those setups are going to be coming through from RRQ and using counter util quite nicely.
पर ये मैप अटैकिंग है ना थोड़ा?
Finally, right? The fault line not going to be used
हाँ
automatically on A.
हाँ?
Neither
ये मैप
is
अटैकिंग है ना?
So RRQ making some adjustments. Now, this doesn't feel good because again, Lotus is so attack favored that if you don't take control of one part of the map, you feel like you're on a back foot. But they're trying some changes.
Oh boy, 2GE, just everything in the kitchen sink chucked right into his face. Rolling Thunder crashing across. Backside though. Zafaro managing to find a second. EJ takes down Depp. Suddenly, it's just Laz and 10.
Yeah, but 10.
They're split across.
10 को देख किधर है?
He is
B
trying
के
to
बाहर है
catch,
वो.
but he's not anticipating necessarily this backside swing. He's looking over towards that heaven side. Last taps on the door.
Looking at the mini-map, I think 10 barely caught a glimpse at the very end of Elmimore trying to peek, whereas I don't think Elmimore caught any glimpse at all.
I like this though from Elmimore because he's saying, you know what, I don't need to try to take this fight.
Yeah.
'Cause if I die, that brings it to a 2v2. The B site's completely unoccupied.
Yes.
So I'll just watch from behind. And he just narrowly misses the shots. He gets information. Now they know where 10's position is at, and EJ is looking to intercept.
Yeah, and Laz just can't make a confident move.
Oh,
Now he can. I mean, they don't know where Flipstrider is, but Laz, I mean, if he's an A site, that's on you. You have to win that duel. Now you know he's not there.
Okay, you know exactly where the last 2 players were. It's all up to Laz.
Spike planted.
One haunt.
Captain the IGL to try to get them.
Oh, Laz is IGL for
7th
ZETA.
round win and a half.
Now Laz knows he has to push for it. He actually just heard Baby Door break, so
Yeah.
he knows he's good for only a 1v1 maximum here on this side.
And unless they're going to double rotate through the door. Ooh, should have been expecting it, and he was, but Flipstrider very nicely done with a clean shot. Keeps them alive and in this, but again, costly.
Yes, quite so. And I mean, one of the other things, not just from weaponry, but also they had to use the Seekers just to buy time and allow Zafiro to catch 1 kill before he goes out of the site, buying time for EJ to come for backup. So
MG वालों खाना नहीं खाया भाई तभी खा रहा
it's
हूँ.
to a win, but a lot of conditions have to be met.
ओए,
Yeah, just great. Great anchoring
Seconds left.
there from Zafiro to really just shut down an attack. Allow for this to actually be set up. It felt like 10 had done all the dirty work, but
बहुत ज़्यादा खुश हो रहे थे पहले, कुछ क्यों नहीं हो रहा?
catching him completely off guard.
There.
हैं?
I'm out of here.
RRQ, a little
क्या
बहुत
किया?
खुश हो रहे थे पहले ये ZETA वाले जीतने पे, अब बस नाइस कर रहे हैं बस.
certainly is workable.
Okay, so they go with what they showed in the pistol as well, where 2GE just jumps forward with the paranoia to try to hold them off and then backs off. They're looking to just maintain control of Tree. Now this has been the change, the
ये ऐसे
agenda
क्यों
from
खड़ा है?
RRQ is, you know what, let
Flash,
Rubble go,
anti-flash
but
खड़ा है.
hold on to Tree.
हम्म.
And now let's just wait to see what movement there is. Do we hear Baby Door break, right? Or do we hear them re-aggressing onto Mound from the member that's in C? Now the problem is, RRQ, right now, they have no idea. And that's why they've always wanted to aggress. That's why a lot of teams want to aggress when they're on the defensive side of Lotus. But this has been the change that they have to make, because otherwise they've been losing all their early skirmishes.
Significantly slower. I
क्या हो
think
रहा
Zeta
है?
very well aware of what is at stake here. He can close this one out, take these weapons away, setting up for a very nice final round with RRQ and a bit of an eco.
बहुत कंफ्यूज कर रहे हैं उसको.
Okay, so they see a bit more of a reaction from Tree, so they go B.
30 seconds left.
Moore puts some damage down, does get forced away. Nano to buy a little bit of extra time as Depth
अरे!
moves the wrong way. Sparrow pushes out the smoke, finds one, dips back.
शॉर्टी लेके मेरे को लगा मार देगा
To do
वो.
that 4 more times.
Well, they are holding them off from entering the site. Now they're the ones who have a cross angle. Sugar Zero trying for a really far rotate.
He is. I mean, should know where he's flushed out. I'm surprised he actually just tried to go for this backside pinch. Instead, they're just Gonna both get set up here by the door. Zavero has to take this fight, but he doesn't have any flashes with which to try to make it happen.
Nice.
Sugar Zero will find the headshot. ZETA will find the round to win.
7-4.
Yeah, I was a little afraid that, you know, if Sugar Zero tries to go for the full rotate, that they might actually end up losing their fight.
क्या हाल है कबीर भाई?
Keeps them, you know, buys him enough time, and then I think Sugar Zero just making the choice that, okay, well, he can't go into the site as the lockdown ends, so.
Like I said, he only needed to do it 4 more times. He managed to do it 3. But just couldn't quite get it done. Damn good effort there. But ZETA continue to go ahead and stretch this lead now. 7-4, looking for the 8th as we go into the final round of the half. And again, the buy.
ये भी push कर रहे हैं वहाँ से, यहाँ से वो भी push कर रहे हैं.
So RRQ come back to Old Faithful. Yeah, finally they're pushing a lobby, and they needed to do this earlier because this round.
चलो पीछे निकले यहाँ से.
Kill, I think, yeah.
We cannot. Now it's down to 2 to try to hold things here. Over at the C site, we'll finally see the overdrive get popped by Deb. Turret gets cleared. A back away into Waterfall, and I mean, they have no way of getting this lockdown, so they have to make their exit. Covers quite a bit of space. It's like everybody just narrowly avoids getting detained.
They heard the second slide as well.
Yeah.
So you know that that's not really proving too much value for Depp either. Of course, it runs out of
क्या हुआ
time
ये?
since he hasn't gotten any kills off of it.
कुछ नहीं वापस से start हो गया.
B गए, B से वापस आए.
Walk back over to C. Dog out of range.
Restart कर दिया round पूरा.
वापस से restart हो रहा round.
Worth tapping this orb. Looks like everybody so quite far away. I mean, maybe if you can get one of the Crow, then have the spike plant, puts him one off.
वापस से.
Instead, looks like they're just going to go ahead and full send onto the site.
Depp caught vision of Elmi more, so he knows what's back. They tag him with a haunt as well.
Zavero trying to play
Nice.
up close.
Andha the
Taking him down,
blind.
Ten swings the corner. More force trouble. Does find Depp. Does put some good damage down, but 10 has arrived
Oi.
to find a second kill. EJ, in the meantime,
Oi, nice.
shuts him down, and now just flip Scheider and 2 GE. A Spectre and a Stinger. Trying to do what seems like it's the impossible.
Flips can get a kill. He has Rolling Thunder.
Crow getting timing just a little bit there. Tries to get tucked away into the corner. The push comes in. Suddenly, it's on Les, and he's stunned up.
कुछ नहीं कर सकते.
And my God, they have done it.
5-7.
RRQ against all
Shit,
odds. These 2 last players with just
8-4
the
करना
execution in
था.
hand. Get themselves a round win to bring it 7-5.
Yeah, I mean, the single win condition. Flips needs to get a kill to get the Rolling Thunder. He gets it, and it's a great angle to use it. For
Flash dodging सिखा दो.
They climb back.
जैसे flash आ गया तुम्हारा. Oh, dodge.
Fortunate there for 10's efforts, but everybody completely and utterly caught. And that makes it a bit more uncomfortable for ZETA now.
Yes.
As you get ready to swap sides.
Yeah.
पहले ही कहा था बड़ में 5-7 होगा फिर
And
RRQ
a
जीतेगी.
decent middle part of that first half, the attacking half for yourselves. It's also on Lotus, where we've seen some teams, if you get rolling, you can really shut down the opponents whenever you are attacking. So now that it's 7-5, I mean, listen, RQ wins the game, tied up 7-7. They're on the attacking
बहुत
side. They could
weak
be
है यार
close within the
ZETA.
first 2 rounds. ZETA,
सिवाय
you really
10
gotta
के
make sure
RRQ win कल.
you're able to cover your bases in these first
भाई ZETA के supporter है ही नहीं.
fans cheering for
वो है ना
ना
ऊपर.
सब RRQ ही दिखा रहे हैं.
और ऊपर है ना ZETA wins. Love you यार जो भी है.
I mean, again, RRQ is
Love you
favored to
यार.
go
कौन
to this
था?
map multiple times.
क्यूटी थी.
Is this when they finally get to show us a victory? The thing
ये
that
कोरिया में हो
concerns
रहा है ना
me
match.
the most about this is that
कहाँ हो रहा है
when they
match?
first debuted this map
कोरिया
at
में है ना
Lock-In,
matches.
playing against
वो ऐसा क्या?
Put
Yeah.
and Kiwi playing that Neon was so impactful in shutting down RRQ's attacks. He was just everywhere he needed to be at any given moment, constantly rotating around the map. If Depp can do a similar job, ZETA might just be able to take
Seoul
this
में हो
away
रहा
yet
है.
again.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, listen, Depp's
तू
Neon
गया ना वहाँ
overall
पे?
looks pretty
हाँ,
good,
दो
right?
बार.
I mean, we haven't seen like the
बस
greatest
दो
of
बार.
plays, but he's
बस.
doing what he needs to do as
हाँ.
Neon, right? His fast lanes have been good. His relay bolts haven't been anything to write home about, but his movement also, you know, he's able to get these slides at the right time just to gather a little bit of info.
अबे मैंने
or
सुना
maybe
तू
create a
North
cross
Korea भी
angle
गया है.
for his teammates. We'll see if he
हाँ,
has those
Thailand गया
kind
भाई,
of
North Korea कौन?
pathways prepared on the other
अच्छा
side of
थाईलैंड
the
गया
map
है.
as well.
थाई मसाज लिया है या नहीं?
I mean, it looks like they're just ready to push out and pinch.
हाँ लूना भाई क्या कह रहे हो?
This is as telegraphed as it can get.
थाई मसाज लिया या नहीं?
चलो ठीक है स्ट्रीम देखो फिर मैं स्ट्रीम करूँ. Discord आ जाओ.
So far, RRQ leave 3 and 2 in pistols. Let's see if they can have that lead as well, or if ZETA will be able to tie it up.
मैं Discord आ भाई.
Now they go for
मैं करता हूँ
And
बाद में.
Elmimore has a sheriff. So he's just waiting. They're actually, yeah, he's waiting for ZETA to push out of either B or A. They're relying on that happening.
The pop flash. One-way smoke kind of obfuscating the vision of the turret, so it doesn't even fire a shot. So it's a pretty easy pickup. So no chip damage.
I also love flips. Once again, I mean, the team of RRQ just constantly tapping this to see if there's any similar set play coming up from ZETA here to pinch on to see Mount. Not happening. I'll be more still hanging back with that sheriff.
All right. Dog leads the way. Quickly dealt with. Only spots one. Looks like they're going to look to back away. I'm watching to see if there's any forward aggression out of B. No one's biting on that from the side of ZETA. They've been playing back, but they decided to go for the A site. This is just depth here.
But this is
overall a good idea from ZETA, right? By taking out that turret early, they force RRQ to shift. And Depp actually just hanging back and see this utility fly in. He's just trying to buy time on the site until backup arrives. It's already here.
Yeah, but now they're going to go ahead. Shift around. Smokes come through. Trying to cut them off the A. All right, we'll pivot into B. Paranoia cuts across. Does manage to find 3. Step. He's the lurk, but he makes noise, and Elmore swings the corner of rubble.
Nice!
Kill. 10 and Sugar Zero, however. It's back finding 2 of their own. EJ, Safaro, now both going to be eliminated. Sugar Zero jumps.
Nice!
My God.
Defuse kar de, bahut dur hai.
3 kills. The rotation having to come through. Being watched by Crow. And there's just no hope for Elmore.
Yeah, and Crow says, you know what, I'm not even going to try to fight you one-on-one. I'm waiting for backup.
Oh. Playing a dangerous dance.
Kya kar rahe ho bhai?
They'll go separate ways. The sheriff going to be retained. Elmore not going to be netting anything for his death.
Well, I mean, I like the idea from RRQ to shift over to B, but this is where things fall apart.
क्या? Biggie.
Great.
क्या बोल रहे थे?
Explosive retake from Zero.
Silent में गोली बनाई. 10 on fire, buddy. भाई सारे मैचेस में 10 टॉप रह गए. MVP है भाई.
That's 3 and 3 in pistols now.
वो बोल रहा है क्या बॉट्स को कैरी कर रहा हूँ भाई मैं.
It's okay. Flips still putting emphasis on
अच्छा हर एक राउंड मार
as
रहा
much as possible.
बुरा लग रहा है.
Tell me more.
Shit.
Need I say more? I mean, why not? Just headshot depth through the box. Screw it.
Yeah, I know when Tasteless and I had a chance to talk to the RRQ guys, Elmore even told us that he just likes playing with the Guardian as well. He just likes to get these clean, crisp headshots. He just feels good about it.
I mean, watch it. Makes me feel good. That doesn't, though. Not corner checking. Depth slides across. Juggles the guns away. Nicely done. Upgrades to the Bulldog as well. No, wants to hold on to this spec. Never mind.
Well, I mean, honestly,
making me look like a fool, Depp.
I mean, honestly, he was trying to look for close angles, so the Spectre wouldn't have been the end of the world, but...
Oh, in ahead of the fault line is EJ, but Crow...
Oh, and the Frenzy.
Wait!
Okay.
4 HP कुछ नहीं कर पाएगा.
Flip shot it down to 4.
गए भैया जी आप.
As they look to flash into the smoke and...
गए भैया जी आप.
Covering fire from Sugar Zero at the very end to go ahead and close that one out. So 2 kills coming in for the side of RRQ.
9-5, 9-5, 9-5.
Absolutely held on to.
भाई 13-5 से जीत जाए ना. बहुत खुश हो रहे थे ना.
First of all, I mean, the game itself is not the big problem here. I want to see was RRQ.
यार मेरे को इनके कैरेक्टर के जो बोलते हैं ना दूसरी भाषा में जापानीज भाषा में मेरे को अच्छा लगता है. देखा तो ब्रीच का सुना ऐसे करके स्टन मारना.
Strike fast, and it looks like right now they want to do that. They want to clear some info in B, shake things up, so that ZETA is forced to empty at least one part of the map.
Let's do some poke and prod. Again, another orb. They get flip shot just 1 away from having that rolling thunder. Plant down or finding a kill. Set them up for this. They desperately need to get this bonus win.
Now, Elmore's out of range for the turret. He actually just calls it back, it seems.
Rolling thunder not going to connect. 10, still very safe. Obviously, only a Spectre in hand. As the smoke goes out, EJ could be looking to play this out even more aggressively. Yeah, for now, it's just going to be sat below row.
But they thought they had their backs covered, but now that they don't, it's going to be down to Zafiro. He's kind of stuck here all on his own.
It sends 1, but the paranoid timing from Sugar Zero is absolutely perfect. 10.
What?
Lurking in back. Finds himself a drop, looks for a second kill, can't get it, but let's knock EJ down just a little bit. Both of them now 83 health remaining. trying to stave off 3 people. The aftershock comes across. 2G
Nice.
off aggressively.
ये दोनों वॉल की थ्रू जाती है क्या?
DJ needs to clutch it.
What
He's
a
not gonna be able to do so.
retake,
Gotta be
buddy.
bolstered. Zeta, they'll get the defuse.
बहुत खुश हो रहे थे, बहुत खुश हो रहे थे.
I mean, this comes down to Zeta moving so quickly to push out a C, right? I mean, sure,
एक बार दिखाओ, एक बार दिखाओ.
and they had 2 members kind of step by step watching behind them, but the speed is so quick, and then Def just drawing attention first so that they can get the initial duel.
I mean, everybody from the first map on the side of Zeta very much leveling up their play. And this is going to be
भाई देखो ये होता है perfect
for the side of RRQ.
sportsmanship दिखाने का. Nice ये.
Getting ready to go into
जब वो जीत
another
रहे
round here.
थे.
Dropping that bonus. You need to
कर
find
सकते भाई.
stability.
कौन करता भाई?
If not in this with a thrifty,
चिंपैंजी हो क्या?
on the back end once you have that next purchase coming in.
Sure, and I was just about to mention, oftentimes when we see this, we say, okay, they're
देखो,
probably
शक्ल
talking
देखो.
about how can they get whatever advantage.
ज़्यादा
with,
कुछ नहीं होते
you know,
बेटे.
ego, you know, potentially a thrifty, and then they look for the next round. But quite frankly, you're on the defensive half. You're down 5-10. I think you got to pull some magic out of your book to win this thrifty, because otherwise it's going to be 11-5. And then at any given moment,
श्रेयस बिल्कुल सच नहीं है. कैसी बात कर रहे हो?
क्या बोल रहे होंगे ये? पहले मैप जैसा क्यों नहीं खेल रहे कुत्तों?
ये देख भाई, ये देख. हाँ, ज़्यादा चिंपैंजी बनो सालो. आ रहे हो अब?
What started off as
ए बोल रहा हूँ चिल्ला.
fantastic looking.
और चिल्ला.
Yeah, I mean, RRQ right now, they're actually playing like we've often seen Zeta, right? Where they're
लेकिन
making
आप
these
क्यों बज रहे
assumptions
हो?
of what
मेरी
Zeta
मर्जी
might
है.
have planned up their sleeves, and I think this comes from the fact that, again, there's no tape of Zeta on Lotus.
Yeah.
So RRQ is just guessing off of what they've used before,
आप भी तो
what
उनके
they've
जैसे ही
shown,
लगते हो.
and what they might have seen in scrims.
गाली दो guys.
But Zeta's using that against them. Zeta's actually playing a
गाली दो.
very safe default style here on Lotus, which is not too common.
Looks like the call for the change up here on this would-be thrifty round is going to just be a
Wow, what a fast play,
huh?
huh?
Greet them, no nanostorms preset, so not much to continue to delay here. Sugar Zero
बच
has
गया.
the TP back and sight going to be surrendered.
टीपी मारा नहीं तो मरता वो.
They gotta push out at least one
Flash
side,
किया,
even if it's
बच
only
गया.
stingers, because otherwise you're so trapped.
Problem is, 1 kill. Crow's got Rolling Thunder. With everybody this corralled in, that could be brutal. Pharaoh going to be the first one to fall. Sugar Zero around the back and Spawn finds him. EJ just going to be sat in the corner, trying desperately to hold with this stinger. Push it, gets one. Finishes off Laz. Push out, looks for another. They both run out of bullets. Jump out, Crow narrowly gets him with a sheriff shot. Steph will go ahead and clean up 2. 2GE, the last man standing. Gets 3 kills. Knows that he's on the defuse, but he's not interrupting it. No! He just holds for it. And Sugar Zero will have to insult the injury by not even allowing him to
Rose
get the
don't
final
break
kill.
sugar daddy ने
Weapon
दिखा
out of his
दिया.
hands.
Oh
And
man.
that
अगर वो
has
छोड़
got to
देता
be
ना,
a brutal
ballsy play by the
Devastating, but-
sugar daddy.
I mean, if you're in 2G's shoes, you get it, right? You have a classic. If you just try to spam and he shoots back, you lose, right? You're kind of hoping that he's already gotten off of it.
भाई ये स्टिंगर कौन सी स्टिंगर है?
ओ भाई बहन देख कुछ भी चलती है भाई स्टिंगर कभी-कभी.
Didn't get the read that he was on it, that he was sticking it, whichever. You can at least say it was just a thrifty attempt.
Sure.
वो वही खड़ा रह गया उसने अपने आप को स्मोक कर लिया.
Unfortunate. Rolling Thunder now cuts across aggressively as Zeta looks to push up onto the members of RRQ. But
फेड बोलते मैं जाता हूँ.
nothing's gonna be found. EJ safely just tucked behind the
अबे
wall.
जेट को नहीं देखा ऊपर चढ़ा अच्छा 2 ब्लाइंड है
अपने
अपने आप को स्मोक कर लिया.
utility, right? RRQ, they're out of flashes. They don't have the paranoia. They don't have the flash point, and they just have to wait for the guiding light to come back. At which point, I mean, Zeta, they're going to be back in position. They still have their own paranoia and 2 flashes on Crow as well. So RRQ, I mean, they're desperately hoping for a pick.
भाई
Zeta's not giving it. This is some of the safest defensive side we've seen on Lotus, and it's actually working out because of a stylistic difference here.
what?
Okay.
Oh, this is a pretty nice.
Sight. Sugar Zero set up over at Waterfall. 10 in the back, and Sugar Zero catches
What the fuck?
भाई
2GE punished. Sugar Zero finds another
Oh
one.
my god.
Knocking him down, breaks the push. Swaps to the classic, gets flip shutter as well.
Wait, एक उनका
वो
lurk कर
एक्सपेक्ट
रहा है.
रीड भी देख रहा है, एक्सपेक्ट भी कर रहे हैं कि एक फ्लैंक आएगा.
Everybody's checking behind. They don't want to give the Pharaoh the opportunity. They don't want him to have an angel moment. And he will not.
Man.
And RRQ are now pushed to the limit. Zeta, they find match point.
Match point.
Wow, how quickly things have fallen out of control for RRQ. I mean, you're on the attacking side, and
करो
quite
और
frankly,
करो
they haven't even been able to show us anything.
भाई ये registry अलग है क्या?
Shut down on default for default.
Yeah,
30
I
seconds
mean,
left.
the mound play.
करो
हमारी
Yeah, that's
worked
about it.
करो
red.
अबे 2
क्या हो
सेकंड
गया तेरे को?
वॉशरूम जा रहा हूँ
That was about it, and that's on the
तेरे को
defensive
क्या हो गया?
side, right?
Zeta just looked so well
2
prepared.
सेकंड आया 2
The
सेकंड
biggest
वॉशरूम जा
concern
रहा हूँ
was that we have seen RRQ now
रुक
play.
जाना, खत्म हो गया है last round.
Clearly Zeta have been paying attention.
अरे आगे बस
Tape was there, and they've thoroughly gone through it back and forth. RRQ just hoping for a fast strike just to gain some momentum back, but yeah, you got to watch out for these sprays. Zeta's been very smart about utilizing the phantoms here.
भाई ये
Themselves in.
C से B
Seekers
जा रहे हैं.
drive back the members of Zeta. Flashes already. Crow tries to stay alive, just get taken down, but put out a good amount of damage. I mean, Zephyr down to 10 HP, and that's unhealable. Yep, now looks to go charging in. Does get cut down to size.
You know, this round it should work out, right? And RRQ, it works out because they've been able to push it out.
I
Now,
mean,
uh-oh.
you say that, but
Oh
Sugar
my-
Zero, 10 and Laz,
And the lockdown.
they want to be done with this. The lockdown is in. Elmi Moore finds one, but now he's got to respect this ult. He's got to get out.
Omiwar?
What are you doing? He
Elmi
punches
Moore?
in, he gets one, but now he's detained.
No!
Yeah, I mean 10. What else are you gonna do? As opposed to plays to try to kill all three, wait out the lockdown,
Defenders win.
and then get the defuse, but unfortunately it does not go in that fashion. Zeta, they will persevere. 13-5. Doing to RRQ what DRX did to them.
ओए क्या हो गया I missed it
A very firm scoreline.
Yeah, DRX comes back, and yeah, I mean,
वही
actually,
बोला
giving
मैं
props
तेरे
to
को,
Ted,
एक
he
round
really
है,
held
रुक
down
जा.
Dave.
अरे सुसु आई थी यार
Listen, I
बहुत
know
जोर
a
की
lot of
सुसु
you
आई
guys
थी
watching that last round are
पकड़
probably
के
thinking,
रखता.
Elmi Moore, what are you doing? But you had
क्या
it
हो
right
गया?
on the nail, Achilles. I mean, Elmi Moore, he says, okay, it's still a one. If it's a
जीत
1v3,
गए?
I kill one, but it's still a
हाँ,
1v2.
Zeta जीत
It's
गई.
not planted for Mound. If I'm not able to get these kills, I'm not winning the
Well
round.
played,
Right?
well
If I back
played,
out of
यार.
sight. So he takes the risk. I mean, it was going to be tough no matter what, but Zeta, like you said,
बढ़िया acting
persevere is
है,
the word to
मुझे
use
क्या था.
here for this match as they get their first win of VCT Pacific.
Yeah, I mean, some new looks. Never got to see this map from them before.
देखना है ये खुश कैसे होते हैं
A little bit of extra depth on Neon. Seems like he has been practicing that from, inevitably when this map was going to be coming up. And it looks clean.
यार ये clean shots मारता है यार कुछ भी बोलो
हाँ
Clean
बहुत
एकदम.
clean मारता है भाई.
Quickly turned around on. But as far as his movement and overall aim while playing this, very smooth for the most part there from the side of depth. And for RRQ, I mean,
चलो
my heart
अभी
goes
half
out
an
to
hour
them.
का
Honestly,
break
it's
होगा
one
ना
of those
इनका.
things where obviously they
क्यों?
just do
Half an hour
well
बाद?
in scrims when it comes down to
Next
lows.
match.
So they know.
ओ वो वाला टैलेंट वर्सेस
रुक जा, next match किसका है?
गाइस 50 सब्सक्राइबर चाहिए 45k रीच होने में और 2 लाइक चाहिए 2k के लिए कर दो मेरे जान के टोटो
T1 talent. T1 talent.
T1 टैलेंट सुसुआई कैम ऑफ क्यों किया वो साथ में कुछ और भी आया ना इसलिए आजा रोबो एक सीएस का करते हैं वो
क्या?
एक सीएस का करते हैं
CS नहीं खेल सकते. हेलो वैलोरेंट है. हेलो
अबे रैंकडेल
वो नहीं कर सकते. वो भी वैलोरेंट का ही करने का है.
चल
अरे
लीग ऑफ लेजेंड्स भी है करूं लीग ऑफ लेजेंड्स तो मेरे को पता ही नहीं है लीग ऑफ लेजेंड्स कैसे कर पाएंगे वो
व्हाट्सएप चेक करियो.
लीग ऑफ लेजेंड्स कर सकते हैं
समझा?
हाँ लीग ऑफ लेजेंड्स राइट का है बड़ी
ये वैलोरेंट है बड़ी.
सिर्फ वैलोरेंट कर सकते हैं वेरी रियलिस्टिक
Take away as okay, our Lotus prep, worked, right? You've done the prep against RRQ.
मैं अभी वॉशरूम
Yeah,
जाके आया.
and your composition seems movements are there, like even on Ascent, we've seen even on Haven the way they're playing.
गेम हो जाता तो मत करो यार.
About their decisions, their rotations, how they're using their info, and especially
वो है मेरा रैंक अप है बड़ी, रैंक अप.
after last year's Masters Reykjavik. So I would say that if they're on this
हाँ तो एक गेम खेल सकता है.
very easily in the rankings as we get towards the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, still obviously things to be worked on. That Haven
absolutely
needs to be revisited a little bit with some of the ways that they're trying to move around the map.
गाइस क्या तुम चाहते हो कि मैं लैन पे जाऊँ VLT वाले और वहाँ पे जाके थोड़ा व्लॉगिंग श्लॉगिंग करूँ आज जो VLT का मैच है गॉडेल के अगेंस्ट? क्या मैं जाऊँ लैन पे? क्या तुम चाहते हो व्लॉगिंग श्लॉगिंग करूँ जाके? जल्दी बताओ. क्योंकि देखो वो वाला तो वॉच पार्टी वैसे भी नहीं कर सकता कोई. तुम्हें वो नॉर्डविन के चैनल में ही देखनी पड़ेगी. उसकी वॉच पार्टी तो परमिशन अलाउड ही नहीं है. समझ रहे हो?
Everyone else is playing poorly. It's just that 10 was playing so crucially, right? Everyone had good moments. I mean, even Crow was landing some really good.
मना क्यों कर रहे हो हरामजादो?
But to make that work, it was 10 who was holding down the site, actually winning some crucial rounds to bring them back and keep them in the running across all three matches.
मना क्यों कर रहे हो भाई?
Just overall fantastic impact, and I mean, from a Killjoy player, it's not something that we see all of the time these days, but it's I do love it. It reminds me of RB when he's playing that pick, of King when he's been able to play that pick in the past. This is just overall fantastic, everything from 10, whether it was util or the aim. So very, very impressive from him, and again, hopefully that continues. Hopefully ZETA can start finding some more success from the outset of their start of their matches rather than in the
अभी आधा घंटा है.
We're going to throw it down to the stage because we've got a player stand.
क्या करूं? Immortal 2 रैंक पुश. क्या करूं? Immortal 2 रैंक पुश करो.
As of ZETA. おめでとうございます。Congratulations. Yeah, what a victory. Must be thrilled for the first win of the Pacifics. How do you feel right now?
おめでとうございます。リーグでの初勝利ですが、今のお気持ちは？
素直に一勝まず取れて嬉しいです。
Honestly, very happy.
Oh, okay. I can see, and it's been a
Arigato gozaimasu.
Way stronger than before. Like, what have you been preparing?
गोल्डी भाई के साथ. गोल्डी भाई शायद फुल मैन लॉबी है ना. आप पे देखो ना. गोल्डी भाई, मर्सी, मांबा, कृतिका रहेगा. फुल लॉबी.
ゲーム内での役割がみんなすごく変わって、そのなんていうんだろうな。
करो इमॉर्टल 2 पक्का. सांप बड़ा कर. नहीं नहीं नहीं. चलो फिर.
अरे आजा मुझे कैरी कर.
तेरी रैंक क्या है बे?
पता नहीं.
अगर तू असेंडेंट है तो ही क्यों कर पाएंगे.
मैं शायद नहीं रहूंगा. डायमंड 3 शायद रहूंगा. पता नहीं.
आज गिवे का माउस आ गया. थैंक यू फाटू भाई. अक्षित भाई कंग्रेचुलेशंस. बहुतों को गया है, बहुतों को गया है. 100 विनर्स थे. 100 के 100 लोगों को गया है. मोर देन 100 थे बाय द वे.
अरे तेरे को गाली दे रही है स्ट्रीम पे.
क्यों?
कुछ फाटू बोल रहा है ऐसा.
प्यार कर रहा है. उसको पता है मैं सपोर्ट कर रहा था बैठे हुए.
घंटा तूने जेटा को हारने वाला है वो बोला था.
हां जी जेटा को फुल सपोर्ट
तूने 2-0 बोली थी जो पहली मैप के बाद.
मैं नहीं चैट बोल रहा था. वो मेरे को कह रहा है फाटू आरिगातो गोजाइमासु. थैंक यू लव यू यार. कब हुआ गिव अवे? अबे रेड गियर का गिव अवे हुआ था जो इंस्टाग्राम पे. इमो टू फुल ड्यूरेशन. न्यू स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा. हाँ वही तो न्यू स्ट्रीम करना पड़ेगा. ए टैलेंट वर्सेस टीआई T1 नहीं देख रहा मैं. ए अपना रैंक देख रोबो जल्दी देख.
अच्छा देखना क्या?
हाँ. टैलेंट वर्सेस T1 नहीं देख रहा मैं फिर 1-2 मैच खेलता हूँ. ठीक है बट एक्सक्लेमेशन मार्क लोको कर दो जल्दी से. एक्सक्लेमेशन मार्क लोको कर दो जल्दी से.
मैच नहीं देख रहा तू?
ना पागल है क्या? मैं वहां जाऊंगा ना VLT के लैंड पे जाऊंगा.
अच्छा निकलेगा.
मैं लोको करूंगा 2 घंटे. 7 8 6 बज गए. 6 6:30 7:30 8:30. वो वैसे भी 9:30 बजे तक ही स्टार्ट होगा ना रात को,
हाँ
है ना?
9:30, हाँ 9:30,
हाँ, चलो
9:30 बजे ही चालू होता है।
भाई कल वाले चैलेंज के पैसे मिले नहीं मिले विशाल यार, क्या करे VLT के मैच की वॉच पार्टी नहीं कर सकते, अलाउड नहीं है यार वो। ठीक है, एक्सक्लेमेशन मार्क लोग को कर दो, जल्दी आ जाओ, जल्दी आ जाओ।
मेरे काम के मुरीद हाथ बांध पड़ेगा ना मुंह तो खोल, इधर सोल्ड आउट शो बेटा 10,000 लोग, अभी आई एम द शिट, अभी गर्मी नहीं ब्रो,
लोको आओ लोको
करे तेरा बंदोबस्त, बेंच जाती फटोफट, pull up and we fuck it up, pull up and we fuck it up, कराची मेरा, मैं आ रहा सिटी shutting down लाहौर, back in कराची बलोच बनाए जोड़े smoking up in Johor, 3 AM 4 AM कलम तोड़ any fucking day, मेरे भाई वाले बैठे कनाडा hustle and digits and edit up, शहर मेरा जंगल है gang पूरा animals, we can bake मेरे boys करें edibles, bitch made motherfuckers acting like many men, असल में ये minions, देखे resilience, bounce back करें हम slash करें मान के नहीं लाए अपनी hype cash करें तुम्हें wrong way, छोटे हम तो right back करें pay up motherfucker हम pipe बने तेरे nut tight करें जैसे उस्ताद, मुझे सीख के सिखाएंगे ये गुस्ताख, no keys मैंने wave किए push start, बात सुन हाथ बांध छोटे हाथ बांध सुनो एहतराम से।